I don't think there was one with Arnold Schwarzenegger and what's that other guy's name? Played in the Rocky. Oh, Colin. You gonna say it? You gonna say it? What's up, Colin?
Hey, murderer.
Oh no, it's the audio. Oh, okay. How's it going?
Not too bad.
Good. How are you?
Doing good. I always mean to get here 5 minutes early, and then I'm never early.
Well, you were right on the
Too busy
dot.
burying bodies.
No, I was making coffee now.
We were just saying how he thinks you're just a serial killer, you know?
No. I wouldn't know how. I was watching a lot of true crime stuff on YouTube too.
Oh,
I have been listening to
see
true
if your
crime
name came up?
podcasts.
No.
Oh, it's so disturbing sometimes, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's surprising how dumb people are. It's surprising how cocky people are with the cops. I don't know about me. I always assume the cops will shoot me if I give any back talk.
That's a smart assumption to make. Just
like,
don't mess with them.
Yeah, they could accidentally pull me over, and I will be very, friendly and cautious. Like
It's like rolling the dice. You don't
Even
know
if
whether
you've
or
got the
not-
bloody hatchet under your seat.
especially then.
Some killers think they've gotten away with it. They think, oh, just clean this.
Oh,
up
there
and-
have been some people that have gotten away with it. And some people that even when they're caught, the punishment that they get is like, oh my
Oh
gosh.
yeah,
Some
it's
of the
nothing.
some of the stuff I
almost.
hear on these true crime podcasts is like, oh my gosh. Ugh.
Ugh.
Anyway.
Yeah. Anyway,
No, that's a morbid start.
I saw the Super Mario Bros. I loved it.
Yeah, I saw
Oh,
that
yeah.
you liked
It's
that. A
fun.
lot of people like it. It was enjoyable.
$12 recently.
It was really. I loved how it opened with them in Brooklyn. Like
Oh yeah.
it felt like the Mario's from the '80s. Like it felt like it lived up to the classic feeling of Super Mario Bros. Like
Yeah.
like with that stuff. So I
I
really,
like
I
that
love
little-
Charlie Day. It's so cool to see him. I don't know, making it in
Luigi.
big time, kind of. So yeah, I loved it. I think the sequel is gonna have Yoshi.
Oh, of course. I mean, the ending kind of indicated that.
Wait, was there another? I thought the secret ending was Bowser in the
Well,
cage. There was
okay.
another secret
At the
Something
very,
all the
very
way at the
end.
very end.
Yeah,
Really?
there was something at the very, very end.
end. Well, I was
Yeah,
with
yeah.
my niece. And
It
she-
just all it is like it shows on the ground and you see Yoshi's egg. It
Oh,
cracks
okay,
and then
no.
you just hear Yoshi do Yoshi.
I didn't even know that, and now I feel even more.
You know, there are so many people that I've seen leave a movie theater, and I know there's supposed to be something at the end because I check beforehand or before the movie's over. And so
Yeah.
many people just skedaddle.
I often stay when I'm by myself. I was with my niece though, and she didn't want to stay.
Oh,
That's cool though. Yeah, it was really good. I realized the only three movies I've seen lately is like the three big. I saw last year. I saw Top Gun and Avatar, and this year I've seen Super Mario.
on the big
You
screen.
guys are like you guys are like brothers that you just pick on each other.
I don't know.
Mostly Simon.
Gandalf's my cat. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, Logan.
Oh boy.
Oh, it's in the comics.
Hey, Logan.
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah, we see ya.
Hey,
Oh, I
Logan.
remember Logan. Hey, Logan.
Hey.
This
Avatar.
question right off the bat here. What do you think is the most underrated movie of 2013 before we start talking about the
Blue
top?
Toker. I have to pull up my movies from 2013.
Yeah,
I would say In a World. It's about the voice acting industry, and it's really good.
I have heard of that one. Right?
What's it
Because
say
they were
again?
talking
In
about
a
that
World?
in a world.
In a
like they're-
World.
Yeah, the
World.
trailer guy.
Oh,
The
the
trailer dude. Yeah.
I'm trying
Um,
to think of an underrated one. Well, I think Two Guns was good.
That was pretty
With
pretty
Denzel
good.
Washington
I don't
and,
know how it did at the box office. Geez, there's probably quite a few that I could list. I think Your Next is underrated.
Well,
And
yeah, I
No
like
One
Your Next,
Lives
but the thing
and
with Your
Oblivion.
Next is it says that it was 2011.
Oh, are we going to talk about Prisoners? Did you watch it, Sam?
Yes.
Oh yeah,
We did watch it.
Okay, we can
Yeah.
wait, or I don't want to talk about it now. I just saw it on the thing, and I
I
saw
think
it.
the Wolverine isn't the Wolverine Man of Steel. I don't know if if that one feels like it's underrated.
I mean,
I mean, some people did hate. Some
There's
people,
a lot of conflictions with that movie.
I love that movie.
How about the Evil Dead movie?
Oh,
I saw that one. I
Still
saw
haven't seen
that
it.
one. It's definitely not. It's definitely not comedic. Not really. It definitely matches. It feels like it matches the tone of this latest Evil Dead.
Mhm.
Those two
Oh.
seem very similar. The Wolverine, that's the one with that
That's
takes
the one
place in
where-
Japan.
Yeah, that's the one that's
That's
more
an
based
excellent
on
movie.
the.
I like
I
that
actually
movie.
like that one.
That's like my favorite. That's like my favorite X-Men movie of all time. Is that one?
I mean, Wolverine's cool too.
This is the end. I have not finished that, but I had started watching it a few years back, and it was really.
That
was
has,
funny.
I really
was
like it. Yeah, it's funny.
That's the one that has like Emma Watson, right?
Yes,
It has her-
and
it has,
yes,
Yeah,
James Franco and some others. Yeah,
Rogen.
Two
Yeah.
Guns was a fun movie for sure.
Yeah, I like that.
I
It was
enjoyed
kind of
it.
funny too.
Evil
The
Dead remake is.
Conjuring.
Oh, was that this year?
Conquering.
Holy cow!
think
Was
so.
that 2013?
I want to say it was.
You might be
It was,
right.
yeah.
Oh, it's
Hmm.
hard to believe it's been that long ago. I remember seeing it in the theater, Arturo.
That might be
Conquering?
a bad thing.
Yeah, The Conjuring with Corey
Oh,
in them.
Conjuring, yeah.
Yep.
We went to
Oh, Sharknado.
my cousin's place.
Sharknado
Remember
came out. Which one?
We went to. That's when Corey Michaels movies freaked out over that spider in the car.
Oh, was
Remember,
that
he was
we were
like-
heading
he's
to
like,
the?
"Ah!" Yeah, when we were going to see The Conjuring that year.
Oh, that was The Conjuring. I forgot
Yeah.
where we were headed to.
You know, and he was more afraid of the little spider in the car.
White House Down came out. I
Oh,
think it's a
gosh.
really good movie.
Oh,
I think I saw that.
Olympus has fallen. Right.
No, White House Down.
But I
Oh.
think they both came out the same year.
Actually,
didn't
yeah,
they?
it's actually, yeah, I think she's right. I think they
Yeah.
both came out.
Okay,
Hmm.
best comic book movie of 2013. Well, for me, it would probably be Man of Steel.
Same
That
here.
would- Yeah.
not sure the options even.
Well,
The Wolverine movie was really good. I will say that's
Yeah.
probably
It
one of my
was,
favorite movies.
But I like Man of Steel better. But yeah,
oh,
it
no,
was.
no
it
Hugh
was-
Jack.
I love
Yeah,
Hugh
there's no Hugh
Jackman. I just like just like Man of Steel better. There's Henry Cavill.
There's
Yeah,
no
I
way-
like Henry Cavill. So for high-grossing films of this year, number one is the second Hunger Game, Catching Fire.
Never saw
Oh.
any of those.
That was number one. Okay.
Yeah, I
I'm
was
not
kinda
looking at the
surprised.
list.
I didn't
so
realize it was number one.
I agree,
but,
Chris. Definitely not Thor 2. I dislike that film. Sorry,
That movie
Arturo.
is great.
Proceed.
I don't know what you're talking about. Definitely the greatest Thor movie.
I have never seen that.
But
Sorry, I'm trying to.
yeah, Hunger Games 2 was really good. I actually like both of them, the first one and this one. And they came out like a year apart.
I think
from
that
each
just
other.
1 year right after the next. So
Yeah,
the next 2 years, you'll be able to finally finish.
Yeah, I liked Hunger Games 2. Number 2 is actually Iron Man 3.
That one was really good.
I
It
enjoyed
was
it.
funny,
It was better than the second one, in my opinion.
but you still prefer the first one.
But
over
the first
third
one is superior to both
People-
of them.
Literally say it's the Christmas movie because I think it's set in Christmas.
It is, I think.
Despicable Me 3 came out that year.
Oh my gosh, there were so many.
You mean 2? Despicable.
Yeah,
2.
what did I say? 3? Yeah.
It's
You
you
said
said three.
That's
Yeah, no,
actually
no,
in
the second
fourth
one.
place. The one that beats it though is Frozen.
Ugh.
The original Frozen came
Frozen,
out that year?
yeah.
Oh, God.
This is the year.
Sam's
of Frozen.
favorite movie is Frozen.
Someone said, "Are we going there for Frozen?" I've
Why
never
not?
seen it. I
Neither
think
have I.
I
just
was
like to
turned
make
off of
Ben
it because
upset.
of how obsessed people seem to be over it, and I was
I don't
getting
remember.
tired
I was
of
in like
Disney.
elementary school when that movie came out. Oh, now I feel kind of old.
I just remember Vic Mignogna
You're
singing the
young.
song
You're
at the con we went to.
Yeah.
Remember he's playing the piano and singing the song, and
Yeah,
I really
singing
was
the
like,
song.
"Oh no." Okay, sorry, Arturo. Get back to the list.
Yeah, no, keep
Isn't-
getting angry about Frozen.
Isn't Frozen the one where John Travolta mispronounced the woman's name?
John Travolta. Oh, I thought you were telling me John Travolta was in Frozen. I was like, what?
No. He was like, and here is Azabal Tazim or something.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't know.
No.
I didn't.
I did not hear
I
about
didn't see
I
that.
think it was the singer of one of the Frozen singers. I don't know.
Oh gosh.
Number 5 is Man of Steel. Are you guys in?
I wish I'd seen that on the big screen. I don't think I did.
Yeah, we did.
Did
Yeah,
we?
did.
I
Yes,
forgot.
we did.
I
Is
totally
that the one
forgot.
with Russell Crowe at the beginning?
Yeah,
Yes,
Russell
I
Crowe.
liked him. I liked how they utilized his character in there.
Don't forget
think-
about what other movie came out that year.
What other movie?
Fast and Furious 6.
Oh, yeah.
jeez. I
That's
just
number 9. Your favorite movie, Sin. There you go.
I don't with those.
Pacific Rim came out.
I've never
Yeah,
heard
it
of
did.
Nebraska.
You never saw Pacific Rim?
I
Really?
saw it.
You did?
I
Did you
saw
like
it. I didn't pay attention to it enough to know
It
whether
was
I
good.
liked it.
That was the good one, I think.
I think
I like it.
he based it off
That's
of
Idris
anime
Elba's
robots,
in there,
too.
right?
Yeah, Idris and Charlie Day.
A Good Day to Die Hard.
Oh, I've seen that, but I don't remember much about it, y'all. Has anyone
Number-
heard of Nebraska?
Yeah,
That's
the
the
black
state.
and white movie. Right?
The what?
It's a black and
Mhm.
white movie.
Is that the one with Karen Gillan in it? No. That's not the one. It's a different.
No, I think Will Forte or something, a comedian. is in it. I never saw it. It's a serious movie.
Star Trek Into Darkness came out.
Oh, yeah. I remember we saw that.
Was that
was
the-
with Benedict Cumberbatch.
The second one. Okay. Yes, where he was Khan.
Yeah,
Did
where he
anyone-
was.
I almost rewatched Oblivion. I couldn't remember if I
Ah.
liked it enough. Was that a good one?
I
I
love
feel
that
like
movie.
I thought it was like all right.
I
I
tried to
love
watch
that
that
movie.
several times and fallen asleep every single time.
Really?
Yeah.
It's
I-
just so fucking generic.
I
Really?
loved
Yeah, I
the
think that's-
cinematography of it, and I love the score, and I don't know, just from the moment I saw it, I loved it, and that was my favorite Top Gun movie.
Tom
That was
Cruise.
my
Good
favorite.
movie.
That was my favorite Tom Cruise movie for a long time. Replaced Collateral, not Collateral. Yeah, Collateral. Yeah, where he was the bad guy, but then Top Gun came along.
Yeah, Oblivion was really good. I actually liked it.
Gravity
Oh,
came out for his.
Oh, yeah, that's number
That was
Never
6.
my favorite.
Never seen that.
Number
That
6
was
in
the
the
big
box
one for
office.
me.
It's an
That was my
odd
big
movie.
pick for the year.
Oh,
The
Monster
com-
Union.
Oh, that Will Smith movie came out that year, didn't it? The one where it's him and his son.
Oh, After Earth.
Oh,
That's the one.
that. I heard
Haven't
that was
seen it.
terrible.
Yep, I heard it was awful.
Number 7 is Monster University.
I never
remember
watched
that.
Monsters University. I only watched
Neither
the
have I.
Monsters Inc.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay. I was thinking for some reason I was thinking that was Monsters Inc., but no, it's not.
Number 8 is the second Hobbit movie.
That's good. People don't like the second one. I
Uh,
like the second one.
I'm not a fan.
It's not as good as the third one, but
Oh,
I don't think there should have been 3 movies at all.
The
He
first
just
one was
extended it.
pretty good, but the other
Should-
two,
Oh,
I
who's
couldn't
Hey,
watch them again. I couldn't
hey,
watch-
D.
Hey, D.
Hey.
It was so much fun yesterday to be able to chat with you again on the live stream.
Yes, and on a Sunday, I almost forgot we had this because I'm not used to back-to-back live streams
Oh.
like that.
No.
But
So
no, it was a
we
good time.
just covering the high-grossing movies of this year. We
there was
just
another
we were
movie.
talking about The Hobbit. That's
there was
third
another
or
movie that
second
came out
one.
that I was thinking of. What? Oh, Wolf of Wall Street.
Oh, we never
That's-
saw that.
No,
That's
how
a
many
classic
here
movie.
have seen it besides Artur and me? We have not.
I've seen it.
I've seen it.
The Hobbit,
Yeah, no, the Wolf of Wall Street.
Wall Street. Nope, I stopped to say it.
I
Okay.
almost rewatched it. I feel like I should like it, but I didn't really. Wasn't that interested in it. But I love all the other Scorsese DiCaprio films. I don't know why. Maybe it's just the mood. I need to rewatch it probably.
And
It's
Was it-
fantastic.
Just
It
have
really
no-
is. You should watch it.
No.
I need to rewatch it.
Because I have a feeling all the characters in there would be too unlikable, like the characters in Bodies, Bodies, Bodies.
They are unlikable, but
Okay,
they do
so-
get their comeuppance.
But that's
So-
the point, though, right? Isn't that the point of Wolf of Wall Street? Isn't every character supposed to be unlikable?
Is there if there are none that you can identify with and kind of want to root for, then to me it's really hard to enjoy
Unlike
a
the movie
film like that.
Moonfall, where every character was
Oh my
relatable.
gosh! bless
This
it.
is still
No,
a
and
joke.
I hate that movie.
Still
I
a
hate
joke.
that movie, Logan. You
It's
know
been like
that.
a whole year, and this is still a joke carrying
You
on. And of
I
course,
don't
number
know, Chris,
9.
because I haven't seen any of the Fast movies.
Number 9 is Sin's favorite movie, Fast and Furious 6. And then number 10 is Oz the Great and Powerful.
Oh,
Kind of don't remember that.
I don't remember that
James
movie at all.
Franco. I feel like it was just too much CG.
Yeah, I appreciated what they were trying to do, but it's like one of those things where it was like they were trying to make their own Wicked, so to speak. And the thing with Wicked, whether you read the book or you've seen the musical, the way that they handle the story is way more interesting. So this to me felt just too, in comparison, it just felt more family friendly and just kind of cheesy the way that they handled it. It was a cool idea. It's cool to see like Oz before certain things happened, but it didn't completely hit the mark for me.
Yeah.
so what was it? Was it about the land of Oz? That's what it was about. It wasn't like about the guy that wrote the stories. So
No, it was about it was kind of like their
guy who
version
became
of the prequel before Dorothy comes, and it's about
Okay.
the wizard before he becomes the wizard, before
Wizard
the
of
Wicked Witch, before the Wicked Witch becomes the Wicked Witch. It's kind of before those other things.
oh, it's
happen.
like a prequel to all of
Yeah.
that.
Right,
Okay.
yeah.
I have never seen Elysium. I've been meaning to watch it.
Yeah, same.
I liked it. I think it's. I think we talked about it before. Like I think it's flawed. Like the ending, it feels like it kind of comes together too neatly. But I like dystopian stuff, and I think a lot of, especially earlier on in the story, it just has some cool stuff in it. Like it has some cool sci-fi, some cool action. Like ultimately, it's could be better, but I think it's pretty good. It's not bad. It has the villain is cool.
No, it's Jodie Foster. Is she the villain?
Well,
Jodie Foster? No. Okay.
kind of.
That's okay.
She's like one of those talky villains. I mean, the badass, the fighty villain. The
Okay.
action villain is cool.
All right.
It's the guy from District 9, who the hero from that movie is the villain,
that guy. Okay.
and he's pretty cool. There's some cool stuff. If you like sci-fi or dystopia, it's worth a watch, I'd say.
I don't know why I never checked it out. I just, for some reason, never got
So
around to it.
one of the early movies that came out this year that we saw recently was The Last Stand with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
His first movie after leaving
being
the
a
governor's
governor.
seat. I wish I had seen that on the big screen. I
It was
definitely did
fun.
not see that on the big screen. It was fun. I thought it was. I liked the humor and I liked the action.
I
and
like
it
the
was good to
setting
see-
where
Yeah, I like the little town where they were. It was just cool.
and a lot of shootouts. It's such a family friendly movie.
Absolutely. That's become code. Arturo's like we watch movies on Sunday before he has to go to work.
Oh, we watched the
and
one.
my mother's
You're
in
Next.
the room. Yeah, we. And it's always Arturo's always like, this is such a family friendly movie.
Right.
You can thank Matt for that.
I'm
He-
sure, right?
Like,
Isn't
this is
Renfield
not
a family-friendly movie?
Yeah, it is a family friendly. I mean, nothing bad happens in that.
Just like Evil Dead. Evil Dead is also a family-friendly movie.
Sure.
Got a family
All
in
of
it.
them.
Hansel and Gretel. Witch
That's a
Hunter.
fairy tale.
Wait.
Is that a movie?
That's
Wait.
got
Yep.
Jeremy Renner's in it.
That one. Okay. I was confusing it with Gretel and Hansel that came out like a couple years ago.
Is that
I-
the same
Yeah, and then
thing?
Gemma Arterton as the witch hunters. Yeah.
I don't think I ever saw that all the way through. It didn't look like it was something that was all that great. Have either of y'all seen it?
Nope.
No?
Nope.
Nobody else? Okay.
What are we talking about? Sorry.
Hansel and Gretel. The Jeremy
Which one?
Renner. With Jeremy
I haven't seen
Renner.
that one. No,
Yeah.
I've seen the Gretel and Hansel one.
I haven't seen that. Was that any good?
It was all right.
There was a scene where someone's pulling hair out of their mouth or something.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, mm-mm.
Yeah. That's hair with me and my mom. That's the thing that
Right.
that
Oh, it's
grosses
so
us
nasty.
out so
Right.
bad.
I know.
There was a Die Hard movie. I actually remember when this came out. A Good Day to Die Hard.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
people were
so-
talking about that in the comments. Someone felt pretty disappointed by it.
I mean, it's just like by that point, it's just generic. We've seen it over and over and over again. I remember when it came out, it just looked like a typical action movie.
I remember enjoying it, but I don't remember hardly anything else about it except, okay, I liked it. Riddick, I still haven't seen any of those movies. And I've heard Pitch Black is pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the series, and Pitch Black's probably the best one.
You know what movie came out in 2013 that I just remembered because I just saw it? Is The Purge.
Oh yeah, the first one.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I thought it was older than that, but no.
I did
I did
too.
too. I did too. Yeah.
I think it's just because they released them they released 2 back to back, like 2013
That's
and
right.
2014.
Yeah, that one was more. The first one was more low budget,
I think
but it had like 2 well-known actors in it.
it had it had Ethan Hawke in it. And I don't
And,
remember the other
other
person.
Lena
girl.
Headey, I think, was the
Yeah.
wife, right?
Mhm.
I
Yep.
remember. I like the concept of it. I mean, it's terrifying, but I thought it was an interesting premise. But I remember feeling like it felt like there were editing issues.
Mhm.
And
Well,
there were
yeah,
parts
probably.
that it felt choppy and it just didn't flow well. So that's the main takeaway I had from it. I like the second Purge better.
Oh yeah,
It was more of
Anarchy.
like outside, seeing how like things go on. But I watched the first one. I actually watched it twice. I still can't pick up the issues. What you're saying, Sin, unless I saw it a third time. I mean, I just thought the quality of the movie just looked more cheap than anything.
I would need to rewatch it to point it out to you. It's stuff that happened later on. What were you getting ready to say, Dee?
Oh no, I was saying I thought Anarchy was a huge improvement. Not that the first one was bad, but it's kind of like you have this structure in place, and you're kind of speaking to this policy and all this stuff is going on that is something that is obviously far reaching. And I get why they limit it to the house, but I think I love how Anarchy improves it, where you get it from all the perspectives of these different people in different places, and it's out and about in the city. So that's what I appreciated about the second one. I think that's probably the best one to me.
I think so too. I really like that one.
I also like the character in there, the main guy.
Frank
I know
Grillo.
he was going to go purge himself, but
I heard he's coming.
Cool.
He's coming back.
How?
There's supposed to be another. Well, he didn't.
He didn't die or anything, but it's like how many years? And I heard the way the new one ended was kind of like, oh, okay.
Wait, yeah, I thought you saw the new one.
I never saw the new one.
Wait a minute. What new? I thought you went to the
Purge,
theater.
the Forever Purge.
Oh, that's not the prequel.
That's
Purge.
the recent one.
The Western one, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I've never seen that.
Oh, that one. Okay. All
I
right.
forgot
There's
that was
been
a
so
movie.
many. I'm getting them mixed up now, y'all.
Yeah.
I just know he was like, in the third one, the election year.
Captain
That
Phillips.
was-
Tom Hanks
Captain Phillips
was really. I remember the scene after when everything was done, and remember he was like shaking and sort of in a state of shock.
Yeah.
I remember my dad and I commenting about how good of a job he was doing with his acting in there, even though Tom Hanks isn't really on up there for me as far as.
I thought he did fine in Captain
I thought he was
Phillips.
good in there. Yeah.
He did like that Boston accent or dialect really well.
What do you think about Drew's question? He likes Wolf of Wall Street.
Greatest
think
movie of all time.
Okay, I don't
Now, are
know
you
about
just
that.
joking, Logan?
I know Simon probably feels like it's probably his number one.
It's not.
Well,
It's my number 2.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, we won't get to the list
Hey,
yet.
Simon, if
The
Sin
number
doesn't
one is
remember,
Barrel of Wall Street.
if Sin doesn't like a specific thing, you know what to do, right?
No, don't.
Oh yes, I do.
No, don't.
Yeah.
We won't be doing that. Jack
World
the
War
Giant-
Z came out.
Yeah,
Oh,
World War Z. I
that was
really
that
like
movie.
that movie.
That movie is good.
I like that movie.
Yeah, I enjoyed it a lot. I'm not even a big zombie movie person, but it was a really solid one compared to what I kind of assumed going in. Really fun.
I think we had heard that there were all these production issues or something, right? And it was like, but I didn't really pick up on that too much, and I enjoyed it. I thought it
I
was
know your
really
brother's
good.
wife was actually like driving down that area where they were filming, I think, the first scene of the movie.
When they were filming.
Yeah.
Oh wow!
I don't remember, but they're always filming over there because they live over there in California.
No, this was in New Jersey, I think, that they were filming.
Oh, Matt's wife. Okay.
Yeah.
Was it Jersey or Philadelphia? Might have been
I don't
Philly.
know. I don't know. I just know that like she was in that area when they were filming because they had like a specific road blocked off or something.
I had forgotten about that.
And they were actually just filming that area, like that whole scene, which was pretty intense.
I like that the zombies in there were fast.
Oh yeah,
that made them much scarier.
Oh, and if you get bitten, it only takes just a few seconds for you to start turning.
Yeah, you don't have this long drawn out illness and then you die and then you all of a sudden and then then you turn. It's you get bitten and within moments you've turned.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like
Okay.
Train to Busan was similar to
Oh,
that.
I still haven't seen that movie.
Arturo, you need to see that movie.
But you say it's sad.
It's sad, but it's good. I don't even remember what year that came out. Does anybody know off the top
Maybe
of their head?
2015. I'm just taking a guess.
Okay, because you need to watch that for that
I
year.
guess I'll watch that one. That'll be the first thing.
Yeah, that's true, Chris. It does feel like they're becoming like that. A new one.
Yeah, I
So
mean,
often.
it's an interesting concept. It's just,
Oh
it's
yeah,
kind
now
of
you
like,
see me. I had that.
Um,
Oh, hey, Mike. How you doing? It's late for you. Just like
Very
it's
late.
late. Just like it's late for Simon.
oh yeah.
Probably about the same time over there. I hope
now-
you recovered sufficiently from that long ass live stream yesterday.
Oh,
For
yeah.
anybody who doesn't know,
Exactly. Yeah.
Mike had this live stream yesterday. It started at what 10 o'clock in the morning his time or something like that, and it
about.
went until maybe 9 or 10. Gosh, no, wait a second. When did it start, D? It was so long. He'd already started by the time I got up. He'd already started.
Yeah, same here. Yeah, I want to say it was I feel like it was around 10.
Yeah, I think his total stream time was 11 hours, and we jumped on at 4 our time, which was
Right.
9 his time, and I think we went for close to 2 hours.
We did, and I wasn't
Yeah.
expecting that. I thought he was going to cap us at an hour.
Well, he said, like we would go until just whenever. So I was glad we were on the home stretch. I was really curious to see how he was going to be holding up by the time we jumped on, but he seemed to be doing fine.
Yeah, he did a great job.
Yes, he did. And he was able to meet his goal for the charity that he was doing the live stream for. So that was
Absolutely
exciting. Thank you again, Mike. That was so much fun. If you're still there. Sorry, Arturo.
Emperor. Anyone seen Emperor?
Emperor?
Mm-hmm. Emperor.
No.
I agree, Chris. He's grounded. He's grounded. I haven't heard of that, Arturo.
It's about Douglas MacArthur and the Emperor of Japan.
That sounds like something you would like to watch.
I remember when it came out. It's just we never went to go see it. I heard it wasn't great or something.
Oh.
Okay.
I didn't realize this.
There is a movie that came out that was my favorite movie for a while, and it was a really dumb movie. It was called Turbo. It was the Fast and Furious with the snails.
Yeah.
It was the dumbest movie, but it was my favorite movie.
But you were a kid, so that's.
I was like 8, and it was my favorite movie. I saw it in theaters 3 times.
That's awesome.
The Call.
Is that the one with Halle Berry?
Yep.
Okay. I remember my brother, who was a 911 dispatcher, saying all these things she did wrong, just like what happened with Jake Gyllenhaal's character in The Guilty. It felt a little far-fetched to me. It was okay, but I don't remember.
I remember thinking it was going to be sillier than I remember thinking it was going to be fairly silly just from the trailer, but it was actually a lot more entertaining, and I was a lot more invested in it than I thought it would be. Because you kind of think like I understand the dynamics of the position, but I just figured, is that something that's going to work as far as the film and really staying tuned in and all that? And actually, it really kept my attention.
There was something that I think was that one where she lost. Oh gosh, I'm getting some of her movies mixed up. But was that one where
Kidnap? One of those other ones.
Oh, okay. Yeah, see, I get those two mixed up. In one of those movies, she left her kid or something, and I was like, "Why are you leaving your kid?" or something like that. Okay, then that's a totally different film. All right.
And of course, Olympus Has Fallen, and
I like that movie. I thought that was pretty fun.
That was a really solid one.
Yeah.
You still don't want to talk about Thor: The Dark World? We don't want to go into an in-depth explanation.
Oh, you don't want to get me started on that, because then I'll start to rant about Natalie Portman and why I refuse to watch the other Thor movie. No.
I've seen that movie only once.
I'll stay out of that conversation.
I've only seen that movie once. I thought it was all right. I think Loki was the best part of that movie.
Well, Loki's pretty much the best part about any movie. Hey.
G.I. Joe Retaliation.
Same. I
I
saw
haven't
Thor.
I
yet
haven't
to-
seen either one.
I have
Yeah, I
yet to
haven't
see
seen
a
it.
single.
I don't think we.
G.I.
I don't
Joe
think I
movie.
saw that one.
Yeah,
we
I
saw
haven't
the
seen either
first
one.
We saw the.
Oh, there was the Dragon Ball
First one.
movie.
Cloudy with a
Dragon
Chance
Ball
of Meatballs 2 came out, which it makes me wonder how old the first one is.
Oh gosh, I only know the
09, I
title.
think. I think it was
I haven't
09.
seen any of those. American Hustle, Steven, I couldn't even finish
Oh, 42 came out
for
this
whatever
year.
reason. I couldn't finish that one.
That happened to me. I tried American Hustle,
Okay.
and you would
40
think you know how I am, so you know that would normally be up my alley
The
as far
period
as
piece, right?
right. But I was like, maybe I need to give it another try. But it was like this is not quite clicking for me.
Sin.
Yeah, it
42.
just didn't work. I remember going to see 42. I think that was the first movie where I noticed Chadwick Boseman as an actor.
Yeah, I didn't
Yeah.
realize it was that old.
Mhm.
Free
Well,
Bird.
now it's just sad to think about it.
I know.
Mhm.
I've
is
read
sad.
Ender's Game. I never watched the Ender's Game movie. Did anybody watch the Ender's Game movie?
Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, we
saw
saw that.
that.
Harrison Ford.
I didn't. I don't know if it was any. It has Harrison Ford in it.
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
So have you guys listened to or read the books or the first Ender's Game book?
Yeah. I've read
Yeah,
it.
Okay.
I like the book a lot.
I enjoyed the book. I haven't finished the series because after a while it felt like it was just so draggy and just it was so
I feel like it
long.
should have been a standalone.
The movie?
The book.
Yeah, I had
Yeah,
no
I-
desire to. I mean, it's kind of like. I mean, it's easy.
The movie
reading.
was standalone, right? I don't think they made a second movie.
No, they never did.
No,
I
they
actually
didn't.
enjoyed the movie.
I'll have to
It
It
go
was
back.
okay. It was all right. I wasn't in
I
love
read-
with it.
How many Ender's Game books were there? Was there 2 or 3?
There's
or something like that?
several. There's
I don't
several, and
know.
I never
I read
finished.
the first 2 and got bored.
Yeah,
It was really just for the first one, and it's really just for the twist. It's just one like you read it in the afternoon, and it's fun, and it's
Yeah.
light reading, and it's cool. But
no,
I
no,
think
you
they try
can't
to-
read that book in an afternoon. That's a
yeah,
long
couple
book, isn't it?
afternoons.
A couple
afternoons.
afternoons.
It's not like
It's only like
it's a
300
couple
pages. I
hundred
could read that in like
pages.
a night.
You know, yeah, it's not like a Game of Thrones kind of thing. It's
And
easy.
then, of course,
Okay, 3
Oblivion.
masterpieces. I'm curious to hear what 3 masterpieces he's. Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
He talks about them.
Only
wait,
God
okay.
forgives.
Okay, he says the Evil Dead reboot. That's one of his, and then this. I've never heard of that.
I need to
Garden of Words. Mhm.
Is
And
that a?
then that. Sorry, there's so many comments. I'm getting distracted by the comments and trying to put each one of them up here. Yes, she is pretty hit or miss with the stuff.
I'm
that
curious
she
if
does.
I mean, I like her as an actress.
Has anyone else seen Only God Forgives?
I have not. What is it even about?
I mean, I've talked about the director a lot on this stream, Nicholas Winding Refn,
Oh, okay. I do remember you talking about him.
and it's, all his movies are. He made Drive and Valhalla Rising, and they're all like neon, dark in tone, and just really cool and unique. And Only God Forgives. It's another Ryan Gosling movie, so I know you probably you wouldn't want to watch it, but I think it's like I watched it twice. It's really heavy and slow, but like just like no other filmmakers really capture this tone that he's able to do. And it's kind of dreary but exciting, and it's hard to explain, but I really recommend checking that film out. It's kind of like I was going to mention for the underrated parts, the underrated films of the year, because I don't think it's like many people saw it, but I highly recommend it if you're into. I mean, it's violent and dark, but it's slow and really tone and mood atmospheric. So if I don't know, check it out. I think it's worth checking out. So, yeah.
I don't think I've ever even heard of that
Do we
one.
want to bring up Oblivion again?
Um,
Tom Cruise.
I just wanted to respond to Drew's comment here. The guy who made Now You See Me also made Incredible Hulk and Transporter 2. I did not realize that. We never got around to seeing Now You See Me, Arturo, but I did have that on the
Yeah.
list of things to watch.
I would not mind watching that.
I was curious to see R.I.P.D. and then I heard it was so terrible and I started watching it, but I never finished. But I do want to go back and finish it at some point. Okay, sorry. Arturo, proceed.
Oblivion, baby.
Simon didn't like it. I love it. What do the rest of y'all think?
I felt like I saw it and I think like I liked it and I forgot about it because I felt like I thought I was gonna really like it and it just didn't stick with me. I don't know.
Oof. I loved it. I loved the little twisty thing. I loved what you find out about how things ended, like what was really going on. The whole what you found out about the commander lady that they talked to through the whole movie and about their past. I don't know. I just thought it was really clever.
Yeah.
Mud.
And beautiful. And the guy who directed that directed Top Gun Maverick. So I think there's a reason why I loved it so much.
You know what's funny, Sin? Top Gun 3D came out this year.
Yeah, I saw that.
Wait, the first Top Gun?
Yeah, what
Came out in 3D
Oh,
this year.
pass. I'm not super crazy about Top Gun.
The first one.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. I just thought it was funny that
is funny.
You mentioned Top Gun, and then they did a 3D re-release. It'd be interesting if they did that for Maverick.
Did not even. Now I would probably go to see the one from Maverick. I did not even know that they were doing a Top Gun 3D release. That's not been showing up on Cinemark's site. I do agree with you, Chris. It's Olympus Has Fallen is a lot better than Thor 2.
Hangover Part 3 came out.
Did we ever see that one? The first one was funny, crazy. I don't remember much about the second one, and I don't even recall if I saw the third one.
I never saw it.
I heard about movie 43, but I didn't have a reason to watch it.
I have not even heard of that one at all.
That's that parody movie with all the celebrities in it being weird and over the top and raunchy and a whole bunch of other stuff going on.
Oh, I haven't heard of it at all. Maybe if I saw a poster of it, it would trigger a memory or something.
Prisoners. You want to talk about Prisoners now?
Okay, we can talk about Prisoners.
Oh yeah.
It's my
okay, let me say something.
Okay.
Spoilers. Not really, kind of.
Okay.
Sort of, but not really, but kind of. But
make up your mind.
Really,
I don't even have kids, and I was like, Hugh Jackman went so soft on that kid. Like as soon as I saw that kid pull the dog up and start singing the jingle bells, I was like, I'm gonna fuck that kid up so bad. Like, all I can say is, I would have waterboarded the fuck immediately. He would have been waterboarded for hours.
Look at that, Simon. He is a killer.
The homicidal tendencies are coming out.
If that didn't work, then we'd get real. And then if Hugh Jackman, he just punched him a bunch and was like, well, now what do I do? And I was
he punched him a bunch, but he also put him in the shower and he turned scalding hot water on him.
That was like, he'll break in a few days. It's like, he's got the kid in a
forever
like,
to break.
I just can't believe he was so just, and I really felt it in that scene because like ultimately, like I know we make fun. I really don't like violence. I really don't ever want to cause violence. And like, because exactly like that scene where he's beating that dude up, the kid, and the kid just like a wreck, but he's not talking, and you can tell Hugh Jackman's just tired of beating him up, and he kind of feels bad, and he's like, just fucking say it.
Yeah.
And the kid's like, duh. And I'm like, that's always what you don't want. Like, you don't want to just beat someone, because violence sucks, and you don't want to see someone, it's like, you really don't want to hurt them. You just want to make them talk. And so you end up hurting them, and then that's all that you accomplished. It's just you brutally hurt someone. But, like, I just can't believe that I mean...
I thought you were going to say you don't want to hurt him, you just want to eat him.
No. I'm no eating meat.
But I thought he...
So I was watching this, and Simon had said how his hands were all like, didn't you say like you're like all sweaty and you're so
yeah,
nervous?
I'm not usually affected by movies, but that movie just got me.
It was
my palms were all sweaty, and
I didn't have that extensive of a reaction because going into this, you guys had let me know what was going to happen with the kids, so I didn't go into it with the same level of whatever as maybe I would have if I hadn't known. But when that guy pulled that dog up like that, that was just like, ooh,
yeah,
he's definitely not the innocent little thing that he's kind of portraying himself. But then you started to question whether Hugh Jackman, whether what he was seeing and hearing was real. Because when he got the kid down in the parking lot and the kid said they didn't cry till I left.
Right.
but nobody else heard him say that. And then you started to think, well, maybe is this going to be one of those instances where Hugh Jackman, his character, is
He's
seeing
actually
things that aren't
crazy.
really happening? Yeah, or just reading too much into stuff. But then when he pulled that dog up, I'm thinking, how can you misread something like that?
Yeah, that was for sure. That was like, yeah, dang. You can't
Something
misread
Colin
it.
would do.
No, you can't.
No,
misread
Colin
it.
would not.
That was a dang
Colin
good
would not.
one.
D, do you want to respond to Mike's little jibe here?
Oh gosh. Okay. Well, I'll just say this because obviously Mike is trying to have a moment with me. So I will simply say that if I am denying that Jaws 3D is my favorite movie and I'm putting on a front and trashing it, then that means that Natalie Portman is your favorite actress of all time, and that you are also denying the intense love you have for her, and all this is just a facade. So yeah, that's what.
And I'm a terrible actor, so everybody knows that's not the case.
Right.
Well,
So
what are you talking about? You're a great actor when you get mad about
Yeah,
movies.
you keep saying you hate Moonfall, but like
I do. Oh my gosh! Don't even get me started. No, but I'm not acting when I act that way about films, Arturo. I'm not acting.
I
That's
don't
really
know.
how I.
Acting. That's like real acting, right?
You know
there.
who's a good actor is D. When he was yanking my chain at the beginning of the Halloween ends live stream discussion.
What do you mean, Sin?
I mean, I was thinking he's got to be joking, but then I was like, wait a second. What if he really? What if he's not joking? Because boy, was that movie divisive on Twitter. Holy cow!
Yeah, I will never forget your face because it's like it's almost like you wanted to say something, but you were trying to work through in your mind whether I was telling the truth or not. You were like, I don't know how to deal with
I was
this.
like, I was like, okay, what? Yeah, no, it took me a while. That was funny. Now D's a good actor, so y'all remember
Okay.
that.
I just like whenever you start to get all mad about something.
I
like,
still get mad about that movie.
Like yeah,
Let's move on
Corey
to 20
has the same darkness.
Let's move on to
that
2013.
he
Okay,
does.
I wanted to mention Escape Plan. We talked about Last Stand, but we didn't talk about Escape Plan. And I thought that was a pretty interesting, fun movie.
That's
I-
one with Arnold.
I just
and,
wanna- I just want to say one more thing too in Prisoners. I mean, it was really good directing, and at the acting, I thought Hugh Jackman in one of his best roles as the angry dad.
Oh yeah.
And Jake Gyllenhaal, like I feel like he keeps winning me over. Like each year, I'll see a new Jake Gyllenhaal role or movie, and I'm like, yeah, it was pretty good there. Like I feel like I started off like not really caring about him, but he's done enough roles at this point that I liked. That
I mean, I liked him in here as a detective. He had an edgy look to him.
He
yeah,
did.
he was kind of twitchy, and yeah,
I
it
was
how he did it.
So Prisoners was the first movie with Jake Gyllenhaal that I saw after having seen him in The Guilty and swearing off Jake Gyllenhaal movies forever. After that, just I was so turned off by him in there.
Yeah.
But then he was in Prisoners and he was okay. He redeemed himself and he was really, really good in The Covenant. If you guys haven't
Covenant,
seen
yeah.
The Covenant,
was that a
that
good
is
movie?
Logan, yes, that's such a good film.
I'm
I
gonna go
loved
see
it.
it tomorrow.
It's-
I'm going to go see it.
Someone called it Paint by Numbers, and I mentioned that in my review, and it is, but
Is
it's
that the
done
Paint
really,
movie?
really well.
The
Say what?
Paint movie, the evil art movie.
No. When I say paint by numbers, like someone
Okay.
referred to The Covenant as paint by numbers, and it follows this formula. It's kind of you kind of know, sort of. You think you know how things are going to end up, but it does it well. Some paint by numbers are better than others, and this was one of the really good ones, in my opinion.
Right.
Okay, the new Guy Ritchie movie. That's the one.
Yes, the
Yeah.
Guy Ritchie movie. I loved
Which
it.
you
I
said
loved
is
it.
not his usual style, Sin.
What the paint by numbers or the Covenant movie?
No, The Covenant. You had said that's not. It didn't feel like his usual style. Or
The Guy Ritchie? No,
Yeah.
it doesn't. Just like Wrath of Man sort of didn't either, but that's also
Right.
because Guy Ritchie didn't write that at all. That was based
Mhm.
on something else. One last thing from Mike. Wanted to thank you once again,
Yes.
and thank you so much for having us. It was our pleasure. I love it. It's so much fun.
Absolutely.
Until next
I was
time,
hanging out in
Mike.
the chat, but do I get any thanks? No.
I saw you in the chat.
Yes.
Mike does such a good job of it is so hard for me to stay engaged with the conversation here and then also try to keep paying attention to the comments. I can't focus on both equally, and Mike does such a good job of juggling all of that.
Mhm. Yeah.
He's so good. I mean, and
He
rotating
liked my
people.
vampire thing.
Oh, did he?
I
Yeah.
thought that was him in the comments.
It might have been. Did you see that?
Mhm.
Okay, what else were we talking about?
Kick
We-
Ass 2.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I think I saw that.
I have
You
not
ha-
seen this single.
You haven't
Kick-Ass.
seen any. What did you guys think of it?
Never saw that.
Haven't
Oh,
seen
really?
either one, unfortunately.
Oh,
Still
okay.
have to
That's
watch.
Did anyone else see Gravity on the big screen?
Yes, I did.
Oh,
I didn't.
What do you think, D?
I actually really enjoyed it. I think I was kind of iffy on it at first, and then my mom, I think she just thought it was going to be like, eh. But I think part of it, of course, because I mean, I'm a theater goer anyway, but I think it is definitely one of those films that is enhanced by the aesthetics of the theater.
Yeah.
But then I don't know, like what they did, like with the story, kind of like Sin I've talked to you about, and it's not quite the same thing, but it's the same. It's similar to how I appreciated 1917 because there was a certain way they structured that story, even though I'm not into
Mhm.
war films. And so it's
Right.
kind of the same thing where it's like, if we're talking about straightforward, I like sci-fi, but if we're talking about straightforward space stories, that's not really something I have a big interest in. But the way that they did this, centered around this disaster and this person, you know, trying to make their way and survive, that was the piece that made it a lot more interesting. There were so many different kind of like layers and tension and stuff happening throughout. So that from that standpoint, it was really enjoyable.
Yeah. I mean, I loved it. I think it was my second favorite experience in the movie theaters of the decade.
Yeah.
Like it was maybe
Pretty
tied for number one in terms of it's really like, oh man, if I could buy a theater, that would be one of the first movies I would buy into 3D. I mean, and it works because it is like a short film, and it's just like it's nonstop. Like you're
Right.
sucked in, and there's never like a slow. It's never like, and then 15 minutes later, and then they wait it around. It's just like shit goes wrong, and then
Mhm.
you're with her the whole like nonstop until she makes it to Earth. And there's so many times where it's like, oh, it's so intense, and seeing it on the big screen in 3D, like the shots of the Earth and space, is so fucking phenomenal. It is so good. So it's just awesome. It's like the reason to see a movie in the theater was for that experience. Like it was just awesome. And there's so many times I think about the ending where like she crashes and like she finally gets to land and she just like kisses the sand or falls to the ground, like grabs the sand, and I'm like, that's trying to be grateful for just to be safe in the world, because it's like, you know, we have it so good. It's just it's a stupid, but it's like a reminder of like, man, like she just spent an hour thinking she was about to float away into space, and then she gets on the ground and she's like so happy, and I try to remind myself like, I'm not about to float into space, I'm on the ground.
Right.
Like, one of those
Exactly.
phrases.
Yeah, she's going to need more than 3 seashells after that experience.
But just to be alive, like the victory was just to be alive, and the whole time
Yeah.
it really was like edge of your seat, and really some of those shots of Earth in 3D on the big screen were just
Oh yeah.
beat everything I've seen. So I got to give it up. That was all time great.
I think that's going to be your number one for this year.
Oh, for the number 2 for the decade, it's for me.
Oh, okay.
That's
Dang.
strictly big screen experience.
Yeah, that's what I heard. I
Yeah.
heard that
I remember
if you go into it with a logical mind and knowing anything about the way space and all that stuff works, it's just
Yeah.
like ridiculous. But that cinematically, it's supposed to be a really good experience. I just was never interested to see it, so I didn't go see it.
Yeah.
It's hard to believe it's been that long ago.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Speaking of that, let's talk about the best horror movie franchise, like the modern best horror movie franchise, The Conjuring.
Evil Dead. No,
The
Evil Dead.
Conjuring.
Okay, I think
Conjure's
you,
like the
you and
only
Simon have a
good-
fight on your hands.
Like probably the only good.
Oh, stop!
It's not going to affect me, Simon. It's going to affect her. So where are you aiming at?
I don't know. Anyway, I'll be right back. I'm going to make coffee.
Okay,
Yeah, and then continue to do it with.
I was
No,
just
like I was just going to say, Conjuring is probably the best like horror series.
Oh, Simon's
in
gonna
modern
miss
day.
this comment.
Of the last decade,
Chris
it's probably been the
appreciates
most.
him.
Well, yeah, because we haven't really been getting a lot of great ones, but I feel like The Conjuring's like the decent out of the
he's
bunch.
sorry.
I remember. Even I remember we went to go see that. I wish I could have seen the second one. We never saw the second one on the big screen, but saw the first one on the big screen.
That's right. We
That was
didn't.
fun.
Did we? Wait a second. We didn't, did we?
I never saw the third one on big screen. Sadly.
I saw the third one on the big screen.
But yeah, I remember it was like me, you, Corey Michaels movies, and
I
his
remember
aunt,
Corey's
aunt.
mom was scared. Was
Really?
scared. Yeah, so I sat on the edge of the aisle.
Our
And I made some
our
sort
aunt
of
went to go.
Corey's mom. I'm talking about Corey's mom.
Yeah, but our aunt as
I
well.
forgot that she went. I just
She
remember
went to go.
I remember
Yeah.
sitting next to Corey's mom and because she didn't want to sit on the aisle seat. And I said,
Oh, she'll be
why
fine.
are
It's a
you
family
are you
movie.
scared? Are you scared? You think someone's gonna get you? She said, maybe. So I
And
sat
then
on the aisle.
we would talk about like, oh, look, at 3 a.m. Because of the song it would play in the movie, and then like it usually happened at 3 a.m.
Yeah.
Are those ghost stories?
Yeah, they're ghost stories.
Yes. They're supposed to be based on true stories. Like I think each movie is based on a true event that occurred in these people's lives. Ed and Lorraine, whatever their last
I've
names
read
were.
about it. Yeah, I've read about it.
Yeah.
I
And-
forgot which one it was. There's so many horror movies like that.
There was also Insidious Chapter 2 that also came out this same year, which I have not.
don't remember if I saw the first one, but I don't remember if I've seen the second.
Man, I wish ghost stories scared me because I love being scared, but I just can't get
Oh, Lone Survivor. I remember watching
Yeah,
that movie.
that was just sad.
It was sad. Come on, Levi.
Kind of just a waste of life for what exactly?
Here you go. Sorry.
Those type of like war movies, especially like in Afghanistan and Iraq, is like, well, did we really like?
Let me ask you guys: do you believe in ghosts for real?
I'm a 50-50 guy.
Even 50-50 is yes. It's either any maybe is a yes.
Some of my family,
Bye, Steven.
Some of my family and some of my colleagues at work have said they've experienced some things.
How about Matt?
So,
What is
my
I don't
friend
know if
Matt,
people
he's
believe
the only
that.
one that is like 100% a skeptic. And I'm like, Matt, you don't know all the answers to everything. There's stuff out there that cannot be explained. Like, we recently had another new coworker, and he said he saw something odd, like in a
who did?
Cooper.
Did he?
You know, yeah, he saw something odd at a graveyard somewhere.
Ooh.
Conveniently, a graveyard of all places. And
I don't know. I'm have no idea. I don't
Corey
know.
Michaels' movies family like experience
I
stuff.
I don't
So
I
it's
don't
like-
necessarily not believe in them, but I also don't feel like I do. I have no idea. I don't know.
Yeah, I've been watching a lot of videos about them, and it's at the point where it's like, well, if this has been reported, like it's not just here; it's all over the world that people had spotted something. So
What are we talking about?
Whether or not anyone believes in ghosts.
Oh, ghosts. I saw a meme one time.
The Conjuring is a big.
They don't scare me either.
no, they don't.
Like supernatural based movies don't generally scare me.
Which is kind of surprising.
Especially ghosts. Yeah, they just don't too much.
I think what's more scary is just like just another human killer or something. That's more.
Yeah,
scary than
human
anything.
human horror based stories, those scare me the most.
More
I saw a
afraid of
meme once that
humanity.
went, if ghosts were real, then there'd be no white people left.
Right. I remember that one. Yeah.
I mean, there's ghosts in South Africa.
Where did
I
that
don't know.
come
I
from?
used to believe
What kind of?
I just recently saw a video of someone in South Africa.
Oh,
that-
someone in South. Okay,
that
people
actually
talking
caught
about ghosts and
something.
stuff.
They're
Yeah.
everywhere. I'm telling you, like you
Okay.
can't make that stuff up.
Getting back to 2013, I was going
And
to ask
ghosts. Let's
if
go.
anybody has seen the movie Mud.
Matthew McConaughey. No.
No. So nobody here. Okay, that was
No.
like I said, that was one that I did want
I
to
would
see,
not have minded have seen that.
but we never got around to that. I think if ghosts were actually real, those ghost hunter TV shows would actually have some real evidence. There's always
really say
like
about those.
there's never anything super conclusive. Like even on the
Yeah.
stuff with Shane and Ryan, there's weird
Sometimes they
stuff
catch
that
stuff.
happens.
Yeah, they do
but
catch stuff, but sometimes it's never.
who the heck knows what it is?
I can make ghosts right now.
Can you?
Yep.
I'm skeptical.
Watch this.
Okay.
Okay, that's going 100%.
Oh,
and you'll see them soon.
You're not a ghost.
No,
Oh,
not
is
me.
that-
Where?
But you should be able to see the little dust particles going around.
Oh,
Oh.
okay.
Ghost particle. I saw them. They're just hanging
That's
out.
pretty.
beside
That's
you.
pretty. That's pretty
Ghosts
solid
everywhere.
evidence. You've got me convinced.
That is true. Maybe the dust are ghosts.
And they're tiny. There's like a
Every
million
single
of them.
dust particle in the world is
Just hanging out.
actually a ghost.
Mm.
Um,
The truth is out there.
Last Days on Mars. Has anybody seen that? That was
Oh,
one I
it's-
wrote down to watch, but I never got around to seeing it.
Never saw it.
Okay, and then before the stream started, I was talking about Stoker with Simon. Has anybody seen that?
Stoker.
I started watching it. I think I would like to finish. It's just odd. I don't know exactly what's going on in the movie. Okay, so nobody. Warm Bodies, Arturo. Wanted to get to
Oh,
Warm
we never
Bodies with
saw
you.
that. Yeah.
That's
That's
a
the guy
zombie
from
love
Lovekill.
story.
More zombies. Yippee.
I
Then there
guess
was
nobody
Carrie.
else saw that.
Carrie.
I wrote
Anybody
Carrie
seen
down, but we never got around to watching
That's
that
just a
one.
remake, though.
Is that
I
the
know.
one where she like tries to kill her mom? Or am I
Uh,
thinking of
I-
a Carrie movie?
Well, it's a remake of. I've only
It's
seen
a remake
the
of a
original.
70s one.
Yeah, I've only seen the original, and I thought she did kill her.
Or I would say
kill-
something kills her mom, or she tries to kill her mom, or she does kill her mom, or something.
That probably is. It has Chloe Grace, whatever her name is, Chloe Grace Moretz or Moretz. Yeah,
The original had Sissy Spacek.
right. And Amy Irving
Mm-hmm.
in it, and William Catt. No,
Yep. Cats.
Katz. Yeah, he used to
William
play in
Shatner.
Greatest American Hero.
Mhm.
Oh, and
No.
Cats, the greatest movie?
I
No,
knew you were
no,
doing
K-A-T. No.
Wrong Cats.
it.
Carrie's mom
Um,
tried to get. Yeah, Carrie's mom was an absolute lunatic. Poor Carrie. You feel sorry for her. I mean, she is a sympathetic character. I don't know how
Yeah.
faithful this movie is to the
I
original.
thought I heard it was almost just a copy and paste.
Yep.
Interesting. That reminds me of a movie I recently saw that I talked about on the live stream yesterday called Badla, which was a remake of a 2016 movie called Contratiempo, or The Invisible Guest, which was a Spanish language film.
Is like The Invisible Man.
No, and not at all like that. It's completely Arturo. I would like you to see The Invisible Guest, and then maybe watch the remake, the Indian language remake,
Oh.
for 2019 when we get around to those.
Yeah. Oh, Jackass Presents Bad Grandpa.
I never saw that. I like Jackass, but I'm not as into
Is that the one where the grandpa goes flying across the?
I think
Like they
so.
Like
jump on the-
something. Yeah.
I've
I
never
feel like
seen
that, I
any
feel
of
like
the
Jackass is
movies.
one of those movies that like I see clips of on YouTube, but I've never actually seen the full movies. I just
Same.
like see like clips and pieces of them,
the
and it's
movie's
kind of like
really
that's all
just-
you need, right? You don't want to. You don't.
Well,
need
yeah,
to see
that's all the movie is a bunch of clips in a row. Like,
Yeah.
they don't even really try to do anything. There's a
There's
big
no
intro
plot.
scene, and then a whole bunch of clips. So yeah, it's essentially the same thing.
I'll say,
The
if you
intro
can tell,
scene
if you
is
can
usually-
tell me the plot of any Jackass movie, then
There's never
like,
a plot.
There's
Yeah,
no plot.
exactly.
It didn't look like it's anything.
Really,
No.
the
Um,
best part of every Jackass movie, or one of the best parts, is the big intro scene. Or it's always great, and then it's just like an hour-long episode. That's not all the movies are. They're all fun though. They're all funny.
They look
they're
so
stupid movies.
painful.
They're supposed to be
Yeah.
They look so. Has anybody seen the latest one? The one where the
Yeah,
bear came in the
Jackass
room.
forever.
Yeah. I like it.
So what
Oh.
happened to that guy in the bear and everything? What
Oh, it
How-
just
how-
came in and
he did?
I
So
don't
he
know.
didn't even act aggressive to the guy.
no, it was all right.
Well, they
Oh,
put
okay.
like what salmon and honey all
Honey.
over
Yeah.
him.
Yes.
And the,
All
Yeah.
the things a bear would like.
They had these
um,
3 young new guys, or 3 or 4 young new guys that weren't in any of the other movies that did like half the stunts. It really felt like the guys were like, "We're too old for this." Like,
Well, I think they are. Hasn't
Yeah.
he seriously hurt himself?
yeah.
I think he can't do anymore, right?
Which one, Johnny Knoxville?
Mm-hmm.
Well, he said when he got hit by the bull, he's like, "I'm not getting hit by a bull again." Like he said, they fucked themselves up.
It's
you
a
know.
stupid. It's one of those things where it's like, why the fuck are you doing this?
I
Why are
I
you
know,
doing
don't
why are you
understand.
doing this?
What is it?
Yeah. It was a fun niche to fill, but now that it's been filled, there's no point.
Yeah.
But yeah, when it was new, it was cool. Like I thought, well, I was a teenager. I was like the perfect age when it came out. We were like 15. And we all thought it was really funny.
I would imagine that's the
But it was
demographic
like,
it
I mean, that
appeals
was
to
before
the most.
YouTube. I mean, Jackass came out before YouTube was even around.
Yeah.
It was
That's
just like
true.
the original, like, look at these crazy dudes and crazy shit they're doing. Like, they filmed that stuff on like VHS home cams because like it was.
When did it first come out?
Like the early 2000s.
Okay, I think we probably talked about it on one of our live streams.
Yeah.
Yep.
Dang.
I remember when VHS
Jackass
were
was
relevant.
a show on MTV in 2000.
Yep.
And then the first movie was. When is the first movie? Let's see. Jackass the
They had how many
movie.
movies?
Jackass the
I think
movie
that's
yeah,
really-
2002.
That's really the success. It was just the time. Like it was before YouTube.
Yeah. But now you could just go on YouTube and find people doing it stupid
Yeah.
things.
Yeah.
All the time. What is it? What is it with guys doing these things? Why? Is it that they think they'll never get hurt? Or is it that they like the thrill of the danger? I
The
don't
guys all have
understand.
plot armor on. They're okay.
It's like world's dumbest so and so.
Okay, so it's not just me. Thank you. I don't get it.
This is what it is in the Western world. I don't know.
Hey
Oh,
Joe.
yeah, Simon's review.
Yes, Simon showing
Yep,
his
finally.
face.
Come on, join us. Join us for this conversation.
No, Joe bowed out of them a long time ago.
Aww.
We're easily amused.
Aw.
Yes, amused. Yes.
Has anybody
Americans.
seen the Joaquin Phoenix movie, Her?
Someone mentioned it earlier in the comments. I have not seen it.
Just
Neither
give
have
us
I.
a quick plot summary.
Isn't it about?
If you have
is
it
she an
pulled up.
Is she an artificial intelligence or is she
Yeah.
like a? Okay,
Computer program, I guess.
yeah, something like that. I've heard his
I never
performance
saw
was really good, but it didn't appeal to me. So
Yeah,
I
and
never
it didn't
watched
appeal to me either.
has
Oh.
any
Percy Jackson,
Which one?
the
Sea of
second
Monsters.
one, right?
Yep,
The
movie
something
like-
like that.
I vaguely remember watching the first one and remembering that like they suck. And
never
that's just
saw
all I remember is that they sucked because
I
they
didn't
weren't
mind
like
them.
the books.
I enjoyed them for the most part, but I like
Yeah,
the books. I like the books better, but the books kind of they just don't feel very weighty. They're fun to listen to, but
Do you think that's because of the young adult piece, or is
Maybe.
it the way they're written?
maybe. But you know, the Hunger Games and Harry Potter were aimed at young adults too, but those I enjoyed more.
Okay.
So Percy Jackson, like the Hunger Games and Harry Potter, both of them have this weight to them that appeals to me more. And the Percy Jackson books, while I like the mythology, it's interesting. They just felt kind of superficial. It didn't feel like there was a ton at stake like it did in the Hunger Games or in Harry Potter.
Right.
Well,
That
let's
was
have
just a vibe I got.
overall.
Just too bad they
This
can't.
is for everybody. What is better, the Harry Potter books or the Harry Potter movies?
Oh, books definitely.
Yeah,
okay,
I think the
good.
books are.
I usually always say books, so I say it for that too.
It's pretty
I've
rare
only
that
seen
a
the
movie's
movies.
better than the books.
Right. Yes, it is pretty rare.
It happens, but that's not often. And in the case of Harry Potter, yeah, the books are excellent. I mean, I love the movies, but you know, they can't put everything in there.
They
Yeah.
can.
Sadly.
Yeah, I remember, I think I've mentioned it before, maybe on my live stream, but I know I've said it to others in the past that I had listened to The Goblet of Fire the day I went to go see it. I had finished it that day. And my brother, one of my brothers was flying in from California, Timothy, and he finished reading it as the plane was landing. And I picked him up and we went straight to the movie theater, like 10 o'clock at night, because the next day I had to fly out to California because my other brother, Matthew, was in the hospital practically dying from pneumonia. So I flew out to
wow.
California. So we were like, well, we want to see
Yeah,
this
I
movie
remember
together.
that.
So we go to see, and because we had just finished reading / listening to it, it felt a bit disappointing because it felt like there should be so much more that was in it that wasn't in it. And that was when I swore off listening to a book in close proximity to watching the movie, or vice versa. I want a span of time so you can forget some of the details.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
And that's what I was telling you about the same. I think we had that discussion about this, but it's just like I saw a lot of people saying how bad or how disappointing the School for Good and Evil was. But I was like, I don't know anything about how the story is supposed to go or how it plays out in the books. But for what it is, it was really enjoyable to me. But that's the thing, like when you know what is, and when you know like the structure or when certain things hit a certain way, and then you see it, then you know that's if you don't have the experience, then you can't connect to that. So,
Right.
Yeah.
So I feel like I don't even want to listen to those books because then it might tarnish what I feel about the movie, and I enjoyed the movie.
Fortunately, I didn't read the book, so I enjoyed it.
Well, you should listen to the books.
Job with Harry Potter, though. I know we talked about it like every year, like every stream they had a Harry Potter movie, but like, man, I remember before they came out, I just growing up with movies in the 90s, because the first one came out like barely after the 90s, and I remember feeling like, oh man, so it was more likely it wouldn't live up to it, and I felt like just the special effects and the production, like the location, like you were like, oh man, this really feels like the Wizarding World. Like it didn't feel like they had to cut a lot of corners, which was nice. Like I feel like anymore I kind of take it for granted a lot of it because special effects have gotten so good, but back then it was like not a good like Lord of the Rings and Harry Potter, like they were impressively done, I think, compared to what stuff was like before that. It was, I don't know.
Yeah, some of the earlier Harry Potter movies, there's like, ooh, a little cringe because it doesn't look as
think
good.
They're good though. I still think,
but I mean, they hold up okay. But you can definitely tell some of the CGI looks a bit dated. But I still enjoy the films, and so Chris and Simon both have never seen
they're not
or watched
bad
them.
movies. They're just not as good as the other books, or as the books are.
Well, no, they're not.
that
But
was
I
the
still
source
enjoy
material.
them as separate
Yeah.
things that I can appreciate.
I barely read much books, so I'd rather watch it.
All right, Arturo, we see how you are. Okay.
Like what?
Oh, I can't. I don't want to read the book.
Oh, it's a pain for him to read.
Well, I mean, I read.
it's a chore.
I've been trying to get back to reading a little more. It's just in general, I would rather like watch.
No, I know what you mean. I feel
instead.
that.
Like with Attack on Titan, I read the last manga, the final one, so I know what's gonna happen unless they change something.
That'll be really
no
funny
spoilers,
if they completely
because we haven't
screw up the
finished
entire
watching
ending.
that.
I could spoil it to everybody on the stream
Don't
now.
do that. I don't want to know.
You should do that. You should type it in chat. You should type it in chat, so like we can't even just mute
No,
you.
don't do
Private
that.
chat or even in the chat. Yeah.
So, has anybody seen No One Lives? Luke
Wait,
Evans.
I started watching that recently. No, never mind. I thought No One Makes It Out Alive or something else.
Oh, that sounds like a parody.
No, it's like a horror movie I started watching recently. No One Gets Out Alive. But no, I don't. No One Lives. Who's in that? I don't think
It's got Luke Evans in it, and I can't remember the names of the other people, but it's pretty bloody. It's like it's not really horror. It's more like a bunch of bad people and there's a lot of killing. But for some reason, I really liked it. It's like this couple. The wife gets kidnapped, and then you find out that things aren't quite what they seemed in the beginning with the wife and the husband. And then, of course, the people that kidnap her, and things are turned around, and the hunters become the hunted sort of situation. But anyway, I liked it. It was interesting.
Was it like the home invasion with the two blonde kids?
No, it's not a home invasion.
Okay, it's different.
And which blonde kids are you talking? Oh, wait, which one?
It's like a horror movie where some blonde kids broke in and like tied up a husband and wife.
Are you thinking about Funny? No, I think you're talking about, are you talking about Funny Games?
Yes.
I haven't seen that. That's a remake of a German film, I think.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Okay, I haven't seen that.
It sounded, in my head, that sounded like what you're saying. Sorry,
yeah, no, totally different. Okay. There's a bunch of films I wrote down here. John Dies at the End. Has anybody seen that one? I haven't seen it.
Nope.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember my
Uh,
coworker recommending it to me, but I still have to see it.
for whatever reason, I never got around to watching that, even though I recognized the title. Then there was a movie called Mama that I meant to see, and who did that one? That's is that something Guillermo del Toro had a
I
hand
think that's
in?
Guillermo del Toro.
Yeah. Has anybody seen that?
I have.
Colin has to go feed
Okay,
his
what do you
worst
think?
in his basement.
It's surprising because although you kind of assume it's going to stick to a certain format as far as the horror dynamic of it, and you do see some of that. There's a whole other layer to the story that I didn't know or expect, and it's a lot more emotional than you think. I thought that piece of it was really surprising. I like when there are layers. You know, with the horror films, they can be very, I don't want to say one-dimensional, but some of them can. And so I like that there was more dimension to this figure, how that figure came about, and then all the other characters that end up being involved. I actually thought it was really interesting.
Okay, so by emotional, how would it compare then to a movie like The Orphanage? Even though Guillermo del Toro didn't direct it, it
Mhm.
kind of
Probably not emotional, not quite in the same way, but it's actually, I would say there are probably some slight some slight similarities with
okay.
how it comes out, and the ending being something more. It's kind of heartbreaking and hopeful, but also really sad at the same time. So actually, I kind of see the parallel with it.
Okay. All right. I'm going to get around to checking that out because I think that's available somewhere. I thought it was. And also, I want to finish Stoker. Maybe I'll try
Oh,
to.
Stoker was a.
Okay, so that I started off asking people about that. Maybe it was before you got here. So
Mhm,
nobody else has seen it. I have started to watch it.
mhm.
And I have only gotten I think I've gotten to the point where oh gosh, she's seen the body in the fridge. Um he's strangled the woman in the phone booth, but I'm not sure how much of what's going on is real
Right.
or what's up because it's an odd film. It does these
Mhm,
weird, like, she finds this thing in his bag, this box in his bag, and then the next thing it shows her sitting on a tree branch messing with the box, and then she's back again. So I don't know, like, what do these jarring, weird cutaway scenes mean?
mhm.
Is that explained later at all?
From
Because
what
it's
I
odd.
remember, yeah, it's been like, I want to say it's been, I don't know if I don't even want to say a few years. I feel like it was only like maybe a couple years ago that I watched it, but from what I remember, they have certain kind of they do this thing where, as far as a perspective, where it flashes to specific things,
Yeah.
and I think they kind of play around with time from what I remember, and so
Okay.
and then how you think she's responding to what she's seeing is a little different as opposed to what actually is. There was one specific moment. I'll just say it involves something she's thinking about when she's taking a shower. And
Okay.
once I caught that reveal, I was like, "Oh, that's what's going on here." So yeah.
Okay. I haven't gotten to that scene yet.
Okay.
All right. Is it ridiculous? Is it worth finishing?
I think so, just to get to the end of it, because the perspective it takes on and the way that what they reveal about these characters' mindsets, I actually thought it was something really interesting. It's quite dark. I'm sure you can probably tell that already, but it
Yeah.
goes further. So yeah.
Okay. It's got the guy who played in Han Solo. That guy's in it. I forget his name. And
Oh, who
the
actually played Solo? Oh, like
yeah,
Alden Ehrenreich or
yeah.
something?
yeah, that dude.
Mhm,
And then the guy who plays her uncle, he
mhm.
looks so familiar to me, but I don't know where I've seen him, and I haven't looked him up yet. Do you know offhand what he's been in?
See, that's the thing. I've seen him in a lot also. Like I know him from
The Watchmen?
y-
That's where I've
that
seen him.
Ozymandias.
That's where I've
yeah,
seen him. Yes,
yeah.
that's it. Okay.
Okay. Oh, there it is. Yeah. But he's been in a lot because I also know him from The Crown, the
Oh,
series,
okay.
The Crown on
Haven't seen The Crown.
Netflix. And I mean, literally, I've seen him in so much. He's one of those actors that I feel like but you know his face. And like, as soon as you see him, it's like, oh, him. But then,
That guy, but you
the
never know
name
his name.
right. Exactly.
There's so many people like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Any other
So
2013 films?
there's a whole bunch that I had written down. I wrote down.
Did How to Train Your Dragon 2 come out this year?
Well, I thought you
I don't think
said.
so. I thought that was 2014.
Well, then
Maybe it
why are
was.
we talking about How to Train Your Dragon? Why are we
I
thinking
was
about
try-
even
Oh
watching it?
yeah, it was 2013. Never
Oh my
mind.
gosh!
I'll
What
say,
a
I could've sworn
disconnect
that was
there.
Well, we could segue to Only Lovers Left Alive, which also starred.
All right,
the,
cool. We're doing a double episode.
Wazakowska.
20.
Who? What's that, Simon?
Mia Wasikowska.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was also in Only Lovers Left Alive.
Hmm.
No, which is like by two depressed vampires starring. Oh God, Loki and the Sorcerer Supreme. I can remember their names.
The old
Benedict.
Hiddleston and
Benedict and Tom Hiddleston. Benedict
Yeah.
Cumberbatch.
And
no,
what
not
was the
Benedict
name of that
Cumberbatch,
again?
the bald one.
the
Only
actual, the
Lovers Left
original
Alive.
Sorcerer Supreme.
Only Lovers Left Alive.
Tilda Swinton.
Tilda Swinton, that's the one.
That's the one.
Oh look,
I-
Simon, he's wearing the blue coat.
Don't think I've ever heard of that one.
That's his
You do.
murder coat.
Cumberbatch.
Okay. I know what one I wanted to bring up also. There's so many I wrote down here, but one I wanted to bring up was The Dark Knight Returns, part 1 and 2.
Oh, I thought you
Oh
were
yeah,
gonna
that
Okay.
came out in 2013.
You guys seen that?
Cartoon.
say the dark.
Yeah.
Uh-uh. Is that
So,
Bane in it?
say what?
That Bane in it? Who's the villain?
No,
Oh,
the villain
no,
is
this the what cartoon movie?
it's got Joker in it, of course.
Joker.
Two-Face is in it briefly, and I can't remember who else is in
Oh.
it. But so the main thing
Part
about
2
that,
came out in 2013.
Yeah,
but
part 2
1 came out in 2012.
right? So I watched them both because I just counted that as the 2013. But the annoying part about that was that, what's his face? Oh my gosh, the Batman guy, Kevin Conroy. Yeah.
Conroy. Mhm.
Yeah, he was not Batman in here, and that was annoying. Peter Weller was
Uh-oh.
Batman. Have you guys
Peter
heard?
Weller?
Peter Weller did not do a good job at all as Batman.
Yikes.
Have you heard it at all? Have you? I mean, he was okay, but I've got Kevin
I mean, that
Conroy's
was
like
alright.
up here.
Yeah.
He's up
Yeah.
here, and Peter Weller was like, no, he's a poor replacement. It just didn't work. So that was
Yeah.
annoying.
I've been familiar with Kevin Conroy since I was literally like 2 years old. So that's hard to hear. That's basically been like my entire life hearing him. So
I don't know why they didn't use him because this movie, I mean, I don't know what the deal was. I don't know if it was legal stuff, contract stuff, or if he was just scheduling issues, but I think they made a huge mistake not casting him in there as Batman.
Yeah.
I mean, I liked it all right.
The story's okay, but I was just too distracted by the fact that I wasn't listening to my Batman.
Right.
Yeah, but this is old Batman.
Yeah, but Kevin Conroy could have still come and done old Batman. He's a talented voice actor. He could have
Yes,
done
he
it.
is. He was.
Oh, I know. That's right. I referred to him in present tense.
What about it's Jeff? Roblox's name is Jeff? I forget now.
Joe.
Joe. Okay. What Joe, did you like This Is the End? It's probably my favorite comedy.
You could always hop on, Joe. Just,
I definitely want to finish This Is the End. I never watched the Walter Mitty remake because I just
This
don't
Is the
think
End
that
is-
would. That
I
would.
think I just recently talked about it on here because I rewatched it like
I
last
think.
month.
Yeah.
It's really funny.
Have you seen the original? I just don't know how it could compare to the original.
I haven't seen either one. Walter Mitty?
Yeah, the
No.
first Walter Mitty. Oh, okay. With Danny Kaye in it. He's so funny in there. Yeah. Okay. No one. No,
Favorite.
I don't think anyone can match him as far as voice talent for that role.
Yeah.
Not at all. His voice was perfect. Perfect.
Yeah.
And he was such a cool guy too.
Mhm.
Yes.
What about the directorial debut of Ryan Coogler, Fritfield Station?
Oh, I
Oh,
have not,
yeah.
We'll see. I
I've
mean,
not
it's serious.
seen that.
No?
It's a serious movie, but
Mm-mm.
I watched it. It's good.
I did not realize that was his first.
Mm-hmm.
It's on HBO, Joe, if you want to give it another watch. I think it's pretty funny. It's kind of like, if you like Pineapple Express, I feel like you'd like it. Seth Rogen, James Franco, Craig Robinson, 3 of the big leads.
Was
Similar.
there any other movies? Because I'm pretty much done with.
Has anybody seen The Lone Ranger? I haven't.
Yeah, but not
It
very
got a
good.
lot of hate. I know that it got a lot of hate. But
I
then there's
don't think
some
it was
people
like
that
so
Army,
bad.
Army Hammer.
oh yeah, him. I know.
It was just like not good. It was pretty average. I felt like I
Just
feel like a lot of
Is it like Moonfall?
Oh, it's probably
No, I
better than
feel-
Moonfall.
Oh, that's my favorite movie.
Oh,
But nice
the
of you
movie-
to bring it up.
It's just average. People will trash it because it's only. It was like they always try to hype it up like it's the big hit of the year, and it's just like no, it's just a forgettable movie.
so it was
People
just
will
meh,
watch on
kind of
Twitter.
like Wild Wild West. Felt
Yeah.
a bit meh.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
We're the Millers.
I saw that here. I wrote that down on the list. What was that about? Because I've not
Never
seen it.
saw that one.
It's about a pot dealer creating a fake family to across the border to Mexico or
Okay.
come back from Mexico.
Okay.
Surprised at
I don't know.
I think that I may have seen parts of that.
It was good.
Or is it based on a remake? Or is it a remake of another film?
I don't think so.
Okay. Yeah. Because the premise that you mentioned, that sounds familiar to me, but I haven't seen it. The Croods came out. I haven't seen the
2013?
Croods. Yeah.
Yep.
I got the Croods for 2013. Yeah.
Did I ever see that?
I don't think so.
That movie was really. It wasn't even that funny. I wish I could say it was funnier, but
Really?
I didn't find it that funny.
The only thing I remember about the Croods is that remember Arturo when Aurelia took that classing oh my gosh. Whew.
The classing?
The classing act. Oh my gosh. The voice acting class with Crispin Freeman. He sent her a line of a portion of a scene to do a recording like in preparation for the class. That's the
I
only.
just remembered her doing the How to Train Your Dragon online.
She also did a part from the Croods where she was supposed to do the voice of, I think it was Emma Stone. I think she did. I think she was the voice of the girl in there. But
Okay.
I've never seen it.
It's really dumb. It's just a caveman movie.
Really?
The only funny
Isn't-
thing is it has Nicolas Cage. That's
I
the
was
only
gonna
redeeming
say-
factor.
Isn't he the father, right?
Yeah, that's the only redeeming
Okay.
factor of that whole movie.
It's Nicolas Cage.
He seems to be the only redeeming. Oh, and Ryan Reynolds is in that. Ryan Reynolds is in that movie.
Oh, is he?
Apparently, he plays. You won't wait for it. He plays Guy.
Gosh, that's so funny. Really? His character's
Guy.
name is Guy?
His name is Guy.
That's awesome. I wonder if that's why they chose
Free
that name
Guy,
for-
let's go!
I wonder if that's why they chose that name for that other movie he was in. Oh my gosh.
Free Guy.
Forgot the, yeah,
Yeah,
Free Guy.
I just said
The
it.
name of the
Lord,
movie,
oh my
Guy.
god.
You there, Sin? Come on.
No, I'm not. I'm not all there. Oh
My son was
goodness.
You need your coffee. It's coffee.
I just had coffee before the thing
Well, then I
started.
guess it's messing up your.
Remember, Arturo,
Has it-
sugar's bad for you.
I'm
doesn't have
brain
sugar.
fried, y'all. I had a busy day. Has anybody seen Pain and Gain? I think we talked about it
Is that a
briefly.
gym movie?
Yeah.
No. Okay, D. What's
Yeah,
what's
it
that?
was like it was. I need to watch it again because it was odd. Because it was kind of one of those things where I thought it was going to be because it's kind of dealing with the. I can't remember. I want to say it took place in the 80s, maybe, but it's kind of but it's kind of delving into that the whole fitness vibe of the times and the main three characters that we have. But it kind of had this kind of dark comedy edge to it. So I remember thinking like it was like entertaining, but it was just the tone of it was odd. It was a little different than what I expected and kind of where the story went. So yeah, I probably have to go back and rewatch and see if I still feel the same way about it. But I did think it was cool, like seeing like Anthony Mackie in that role, especially at that time.
Oh, I forgot he was in that.
Yeah,
It doesn't
because he
even
was
feel like
all buffed up and everything in that. So
okay.
Yeah, it was controversial. People didn't like the movie making light of
The
sort of
real
tragic,
life.
serious
Yeah.
events. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, like they were making it sort of into this comedy thing, like you were saying. And anyway,
Wait,
no,
what
so
movie?
I never. Pain and Gain didn't have The Rock in it,
Oh,
or
Mhm.
did it have Mark Wahlberg? Or no?
The two leads.
Mark Wahlberg.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought it was all three of those. Yeah.
Okay, and it was based on a true story. I don't know how much
How
it
true.
adhered to the true story, but I know the true story was pretty terrible because it wasn't there like a real killing, real murder involved or something.
Yep.
And they turned this into a comedy. It's
I
really
see,
hard to
that's
believe it's
reminding
this
me-
old.
That's reminding me of that movie that they made about the pizza guy having a bomb strapped around, and just like they took that concept from that real thing that happened in 2003 with the bombing.
Yeah, what movie was that? Remind me the
It's
movie.
like something time or like minutes or less.
Pizza Time.
It's
Was
a
it that?
long.
No, I don't remember. I don't remember
It
that.
had
name.
like
30
a long
minutes or
title, man.
less.
Yeah, 30 minutes or less.
It was released in 2011. We didn't talk about that movie during our 2011 discussion.
No, we
think we
didn't. There's a
brought it
lot of
up.
movies we don't.
Arturo, how
Probably,
could you forget to bring that
probably
up?
so, Joe. It's probably the only one worth watching.
It's just they just took a real life thing that happened, which was tragic, and turned it into a comedy. Kind of reminds me of that.
Yeah.
Hey, man, there's nothing wrong with that. That's what Once Upon a Time in Hollywood did, kind of. I mean,
True, but
Sort of.
but what I
Yeah.
liked about it is that it's a wish fulfillment, though. Like that's what should have happened. If
Right.
only.
right. It's a little different, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just slightly different.
Okay, so I think okay, I had mentioned at some point You're Next. Is anybody here?
You're Next, the movie. I
That
don't
is such a family-friendly movie.
You're
Everybody
Next.
can go watch it. Your 5-year-old kids can watch it.
You've
He's being
probably seen
sarcastic.
the posters. It's these people with these animal masks.
Missed that one. Sounds
Okay,
cool.
I feel like
Horror
that's an underrated horror movie. Yeah, it's like a horror. It's a home invasion.
Animal Mask. Was that have Liv Tyler in it?
No, you're thinking The Strangers.
It's got actors in there that I didn't recognize.
I used to get those two mixed up.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe I should. I like a good horror movie. Home Invasion's not my favorite, but monsters and monster faces.
But there's more to the story than you think. That's why I liked it.
You're Next.
You're Next. Let me see.
I'm telling you, your family can
I don't
watch
know,
it.
Chris.
Arturo, should I take my sister to go see
Bill
Evil Dead?
Goldberg.
Of course, it's got family in it. It's a family-friendly movie.
Exactly.
Let me see who Bill Goldberg is. No, I don't think he was in that.
I didn't recognize anybody in that movie, but they were saying it was a 2011 movie, not a 2013 movie.
But it came out here in 2013, so that's why I put that on the list.
I mean,
Oh, it was an old wrestling joke. Oh, okay. Sorry, that went right over my head. Didn't realize that. Has anybody seen the Zero Theorem?
No.
Theorem?
No, but I
Zero
saw that
what?
movie, and it looked mildly interesting. Or I saw it on the lists. And it looked mildly
Yeah,
interesting.
I
I
put
think
that.
I watched it. I can't remember.
Yeah,
But
I
I
never.
remember it being kind of
Is there anybody notable in it?
Gilliam-esque, Terry Gilliam-esque.
Okay, I don't remember who's in it, Logan.
Let me look.
Okay.
It's got
Hans Lanzas.
Christoph Waltz, Matt Damon. It has Matt Damon in it. Tilda Swinton.
Oh, okay,
Lucas
several
Hedges.
names. Okay.
Hmm.
What about Out of the Furnace? Did anybody see that?
No.
That's got Christian Bale and Zoe Saldana and Woody Harrelson. Nobody seen it? Okay. I did see that only once.
So apparently the reason I thought that Zero Theorem was Terry Gilliam-esque is because it was directed by Terry Gilliam.
Nice.
Good. You pegged it.
Yep.
Oh, what else? I have so many written down here that I don't even remember what they're about, like Black Rock, Byzantium, The East.
Wait, now
Get
Oh,
away.
Years a Slave? What about that? Have we talked about that?
No, we haven't talked about that. I haven't seen that either.
No.
I
It was
did watch
tough.
that one.
Yeah, that's why I didn't.
Bit serious for me.
And
Didn't
the
want-
movie that brought Dee's girlfriend on the scene.
Say what?
Lupita Nyong'o. It was the movie that brought Lupita
Oh,
Nyong'o on the
she
scene.
was in that.
Yeah.
Okay, because the very first movie I ever noticed her in
Oh.
was Black Panther. I don't think I'd seen her in anything before that
Does Dee say he likes
she's his no okay, so one of the questions in yesterday's stream on Mike's channel was who was like your top crush or whatever, and he was listing the top 3 for him, and his number 1 was Lupita.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's kind of funny. Yeah, no, I did not know she was in that. Jack the Giant Slayer. Anybody see that?
I know.
It looked
Did
rough
what
to
to the
me.
Giant Slayer?
Say what's that, D?
No, I was saying I remember at the trailers it looked real rough. I
Yeah.
might feel differently about it now, but it just looked real cringe from the trailers. So
Okay.
That's my
I don't know why I wrote that down then. Oh, okay. So we've already the Saving Mr. Banks has come up in the comments, but I don't think we've talked about that at all. Oh, sorry,
What was
Logan. I
that?
just now noticed your comment. I always forget about the private chat.
Oh no, that was from a while ago.
I know.
Saving Mr. Banks was gross. It was Disney revisionism.
Okay, how so?
It was
Because I haven't
what?
seen it.
It revised history to suit Disney's narrative.
Which was? Can you fill us in?
I cannot remember. It's been, what, 10 years? Oh, God. 10 years since I saw it. But yeah, I remember thinking it was
Quick
gross.
Google search will refresh your memory.
Mhm.
All right, I don't know what happened to Dee. I don't know if he left or
You say this is a Disney thing?
It isn't it supposed to be about Walt Disney?
Yeah, it was. Who was it? It was the author of Mary Poppins. They brought over to seduce her into giving them the rights to make a movie out of it.
Okay. Is that what the story is
That's
about?
basically the plot, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I thought it was just about Walt Disney.
Yeah. What was it? Walt Disney and what's her name? P.L. Travers, played by Emma Thompson. And they fly her out to Disneyland or whatever and just try to get the rights of her to make Mary Poppins. But it's not accurate at all.
What was
Okay.
the reality? What really happened?
I can't remember again. It's going back 10 years. So
Oh, Simon. And that's right. You were growing your own pot, so you don't remember.
Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
shh, not on the internet.
Oh shit. Sorry.
What she meant was he was on flower pots out of clay
Yes. Right.
Yeah.
to house legal plants.
Yeah. Exactly.
Mhm.
Okay. Well,
Fertilized with the corpses of the Blue Tokers victims.
You guys have no problem talking about all the murders I commit. or I allegedly.
Wait, you recently murdered somebody?
Allegedly.
you
I mean,
just
he's
have
wearing
flip
the
up.
look. He's wearing the blue
Flip up,
coat.
Colin.
He's wearing the blue coat.
The wind picked up. I have the window open.
Yeah, right.
Has
Let the
anybody
smell out.
has anybody seen Black Rock?
Mm-mm.
The
This
East?
is reminding me of Devil Rock.
There are so many. I've heard about side effects. I think I've seen portions of that, but I have not seen the whole thing. Getaway. I don't know why I wrote some of these down. Probably because they just looked like they were interesting. Last Days on Mars.
Mm-mm.
Crave.
You said that earlier.
Did I say that earlier? Okay. The Book Thief.
No.
I've heard of that one, but I haven't watched that one. I don't even remember
Not the
what it's
bicycle
about.
thief.
Has anyone seen Coherence?
Nope.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the one where this weird thing happens and there's
Mhm.
doubles. Yeah.
Yeah. The micro budget movie.
Yeah. I thought that was actually pretty decent.
Hmm.
What did you think about it? You liked it?
Absolutely. Yeah. I'm not sure how much you want to say about it. I think you maybe already said too much.
Oh, I think I saw that one on Netflix recently.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you just realized, and you
Yeah.
spoiled it.
Yeah, but I mean, you kind of. I don't remember what it tells you in the synopsis. Yeah, but still, I didn't give away. Well, maybe I don't know. Maybe
That was a really interesting movie. Yeah, I watched
For
that
the
like
entire movie.
6 months
The
ago.
entire
on
movie.
I'm not. I
Netflix.
didn't. Not really. Not really. It's not what you think. It's interesting, but it was
No,
done.
it's
It
not
was.
what you think.
It was low budget, but I feel like it was done really well.
Yeah.
No real like special effects or anything needed for it. Oh, okay. Oh, sorry, D. Well, if you're able to, if you keep trying and you're able to get in, obviously we'll let you. You and your laptop. I swear.
Ugh. Ugh.
Coherence was a
It's-
fun one. Yeah, that was a fun. I'm
Yeah.
glad I watched that. That was one where like when I'm always, trying to find a movie and it's like every time I pick something it sucks. And like I just picked that one and I was like, "Oh, this one's actually interesting and different." Like I'm always wanting to see a movie like that when I'm scrolling through stuff and it's just always like the same old stuff, but it's like that's worth a watch, I think.
Yeah. It
different.
definitely is. I didn't write it down, but I do remember that I had seen it. I like
And I didn't realize it was like 10 years old because like
Neither did I.
Things are turning 10 years old.
and that was cool.
Disconnect. Anybody see that?
Just
Mhm.
no.
And what about Redemption?
No.
That rings a bell, but
Okay, The Night, Knight.
Nope.
Yeah, I had a ton written down here that, for whatever reason,
Like
we just didn't
2013
get
was
to.
like
Huh.
not that. I mean, I had some, but like most of the things were like slightly less popular movies. Like there weren't any like other than
There were
like
a lot
Iron
of good
Man.
ones.
Yes, Pacific Rim was.
I like
Pacific Rim was
Pacific
good.
Rim.
That was a very good movie.
See, I feel like I need to rewatch it because that was one that I had playing when I was working one day, so I just didn't pay a whole lot of attention to it.
Guillermo del Toro loves
He
anime.
did that.
I'm
Yeah, he
glad
did
that
that.
I saw that
Yeah.
one in a theater too. That was good. That was
He loves anime. He based it off of Evangelion, I think.
That was an excellent
Oh.
movie.
How
I thought
closely
it
does
sucked.
How closely does it resemble Evangelion, though?
There is a difference. I mean, I haven't
There's
seen
a
the
very
movie
large
myself, but
difference.
Is
But-
Evangelion really good? Have you guys watched it?
well, I've seen both the show and I've seen the 3 reboot movies. I haven't seen the last one. I would only watch it just for the character Asuka,
Okay.
and that's it.
I'm not crazy about Evangelion.
It's
Okay.
a bit. It might be a bit too out there for everybody. It's not for everyone.
Okay, I feel like I need to rewatch the Pacific Rim and
Yeah,
and
you
pay
should.
attention
Very
this
good.
time.
It's a quite good
You should.
movie.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
You're gonna cancel the
It's one of the better.
apocalypse.
Don't.
What?
You're gonna cancel the apocalypse.
Was that Idris?
Elba.
That was Idris, yeah.
If I remember, I think the second one's not too bad either.
never
Chris
saw it.
Chris would disagree.
I think.
I think they both
unless I'm
suck. They're both
delusional.
really corny, derivative, and just yeah.
Here's the thing. I agree with Simon, but I think it still works. I think it works
No.
because it's not trying not to be.
It's because
outrageous.
Charlie Day's in it, isn't it?
And yeah, sure, Charlie.
And
Day's
Idris
in it, but-
Elba.
No,
Idris
Elba's
Elba.
cool,
It
and I
does
really,
work.
like,
It does work.
I really enjoyed the action, and special effects, even if it's cliched and something I've seen before.
Guillermo del Toro,
I like it.
baby.
Yeah, I should probably.
I did just like it
just
for
for
the,
him.
the
Okay, hold
simple joy of watching the
The second one
robots
was
hit the monsters. Like that really is. There's no story,
Oh, don't tell me that, really, because that to me that bores
I mean,
the
they're
hell out of
really
me.
big
When there's no real
monsters.
story.
Don't you
going
guys
Really
like
big
robot stuff over there?
monsters. It's cool. And it's just sometimes when the robot's hitting the monster, it's
Now
just
I'm
so
jealous.
cool and satisfying. It
So
feels
I
real.
guess you loved Kong versus Godzilla or Godzilla versus Kong.
No, I don't think.
It was
I don't
decent
think-
up until it got out there.
I really liked the new Kong movie, the lot with John Goodman and Loki, Tom Hiddleston. I love
Oh
that.
yeah, the Skull Island.
I love that movie. But I think
Well, we're not
overall-
there yet. We're not there yet. We got a few more years to go.
Yeah.
Well, Skull Island was years ago, before.
Yeah, but I'm
Kong.
talking about 2017.
Yeah. Wow, was it 2017?
We're not there yet though.
Oh, I know.
We're in 2013, baby.
Yep. I can't think of any. I mean, I guess, did anybody see Machete Lives? Machete Kills, I mean.
Machete.
Yeah, I
Machete.
mean, it's like one that's not like it's good, it's fun, it's not memorable for me. It's like it's exactly what I thought it'd be. It's like a bad, like so bad it's good kind of.
Yeah, that's
Like
yeah.
Sharknado.
Oh, I don't know about that one.
I guess so. I never
That
saw
one
it.
looks too terrible to be. Okay, I wish I had I guess I feel like Pacific Rim is something that is best appreciated on the big screen,
Yeah.
Better,
but I never saw it on the big screen.
better appreciated on the big screen.
Better appreciated. Okay.
Yeah.
It's just
Of course.
Has anyone seen The Act of Killing?
no.
Documentary.
Yeah. Documentary, yeah.
Yeah.
I read
What-
the synopsis
about
here. A
the-
documentary which challenges former Indonesian death squad leaders
Right.
to reenact their mass killings in whichever cinematic genres they wish, including classic Hollywood crime scenarios and lavish musical numbers.
Mm.
It's a weird movie. I watched
Yeah.
that for school. I had to watch that for school, film class. And yeah, I mean, it's just a heavy topic. It's weird, it's surreal, it's weird, but it's ultimately really heavy topic, and there's some heavy moments. And
It sounds wow. How do they? Oh my gosh, that sounds so morbid.
Mm-hmm.
it's pretty
Yes.
morbid.
And how did they
They
react to
reenact
that?
the kill?
Are they? Do they have any sense of? Do they feel any
It's
sense
weird,
of
'cause it's-
shame or?
It seems like both. It seems like it's really weird. It seems like part of it they're kind of like getting off on the fame and the attention. But then there's moments where at least certain not characters, people in the film, or moments where it feels like they're kind of like, I don't know, they do feel bad, but they don't know how to express it. Maybe
Mm,
it's weird.
That would
Mhm.
be hell itself, reliving the sin. Unless you're
well, I mean, only if it
unless you-
bothers them. It doesn't always bother.
no, then that's when they have like fluffy rainbows and stuff. That's hell to them.
Yeah. Right. Mm.
Yeah, it is a heavy film.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay,
I've got a like a
any
list of my
more?
favorites
Okay.
on my 2013.
Top 5 or whatever.
Well,
Top films.
I definitely have a top 3.
Yeah.
I actually have a top
one of
5,
them
but they're
we
not
haven't
really
talked
in
about.
order.
All right, Arturo started us off.
Okay, well, the Wolverine, I like that.
Oh, okay.
The Conjuring, World War Z, Oblivion, and The Hunger Games.
Very nice.
Okay.
Really
I
enjoyed
just
those
added 2 more because I forgot about 2 of them.
We gotta
There you go.
World
Now
War
let's
Z.
hear
that
it,
was-
Sin, or otherwise Simon will have to
Oh.
do the specific thing that you really don't like.
No, he doesn't need to do that at all.
And make Fast and Furious.
That is so nasty. Stop it.
I'm gonna have to make a short
Okay.
out of this.
All right. Okay, I'll go ahead. So, obviously, Oblivion, and
Okay.
I did really enjoy World War
Yeah.
Z a lot. While I do like the Hunger Games too, it's not necessarily in my top list for that year. So Man of Steel, and You're Next, which upon rewatching that, I have newfound appreciation for it. There's only one part in there that stuck out to me as really stupid. And I don't know if you can guess which part that is.
Well, I mean, I've seen it, but I'm trying to think of
the
what.
part where they thought it would be a really smart idea to run outside and try to get to a vehicle real quick. When there are active shooters outside shooting arrows at them.
Yeah,
Why would you think that's a good idea ever? Anyway.
that was maybe the only con, I guess.
But yeah, but I really liked that movie because I liked the stuff that you find out that's really going on.
Yeah,
And
I
it's not
was
just this
starting to pick
basic.
up on at least one thing.
Yeah, but the girl in there, the main girl, I just never forgot her character in there and how kick-ass she was. And how she did. So you know how in horror movies or like movies where, let's say you knock someone down and then the idiot will either drop whatever it is they've used against the baddie, or they walk away and they don't make sure that the person is actually dead. Oh no, she didn't do any of that stuff. She made
No,
sure
she,
to
like,
beat the ever-loving crap out of them.
Pulverized one of them to
So
the point where you have to be dead.
she was just going to town on I was like, smart person. She did not make those dumb horror trope mistakes. I like that. So then my other film that I really, really loved, and it's based on a book, and I listened to the books, or at least the first few books in the series, and I believe that this film did a really decent job at adapting from the book, and that was the movie called Odd Thomas
Oh,
with Anton Anton Yelchin. Anton Yelchin. Yeah.
That was good.
And Willem Dafoe. And it's about this guy who can see ghosts and stuff.
Oh,
And so it's interesting because he finds out from stuff that's happening that there's something big that's getting ready to go down in the area. And so he's trying to find out what it is and stop it. And it's just put together really well, and it's pretty faithful to the book. And just a pretty solid
They never
film.
made any more though, sadly.
No, they didn't, because it took them a while to get that one even done because of all sorts of weird legal issues that were happening, and they finally got that one done. And
then sadly,
there was
he
pretty
died.
much no chance that they would have another one made, and then of course he died. So I don't know if they'll ever try again to make any
it was
more
good.
movies. It was a very good film. I love it.
It was just kind of sad at the ending. It's like, oh,
Yes, I know.
I'm
I
like,
know.
really?
And it
Oh.
hits you. It hits you hard, just like it did in the book. So I knew what was coming. I knew what was going to be the thing that happened.
Yeah, I was like,
But they still did a really, really, really good job of portraying that.
oh,
One with the heartstrings.
Womp, womp, womp.
Is D still there? Can D?
I don't know if
he's gonna. I hope he comes back and can talk.
Yeah, I know whatever's going on with his tech. D, if you want to at least list your top movies for that year,
do it now.
Or,
I'm so bummed.
hopefully just rejoin and tell us.
Yeah, obviously, if he can rejoin.
I can. My top. I have a top 4.
Yeah, do the top 4, Logan.
My top 4 is probably. I love The Wolverine. That's probably my favorite one, and then The Hobbit, and then Wolf of Wall Street and Iron Man 3.
Okay.
Right. Solid.
I like Iron Man 3. It's actually, for me, it's probably Iron Man 1, 3, then 2.
1, 3, and yeah, I think
I need to rewatch those again and just see.
I agree.
I do. When I think back at Iron Man 2, I kind of like, I think
it
I
was
would
disappointing. That was
third
disappointing.
one over that.
Yeah. Me too.
The second one is just okay. Feels like
I feel like I need to see it again.
I'm looking at the TV shows. There's a lot of TV shows that started in 2013.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to talk about some TV. I'll just run through my favorite.
Yeah, I was gonna say, did Simon and Colin get a chance?
We talked about all of them, so I just want to mention. I think I would throw This Is the End on there as the comedy. Pacific Rim, solid action movie. And I feel like I know I'm gonna forget one. I had them all.
I think you were talking about
Fast and Furious 6.
I thought wasn't Gravity your favorite?
Oh, Gravity.
Well, yeah, Gravity's definitely number 1. And then I love Gravity. And then number 2, maybe Only God Forgives would probably be 2 or 3. And then one of the other ones that we talked about, now I just can't remember it, that I liked. I lost the list. I'll go find it.
Fast
it's
and
not
Furious.
big deal. It doesn't matter.
I don't think it's Fast and Furious.
I think it's Logan's favorite.
Fast and Furious is the greatest movie of the year.
Yeah,
right
Pacific
behind
Rim.
every other movie that came out.
It's not Only Lovers Left Alive, right? Is that the one?
No. But I do recommend Only God Forgives. Check it out. Although I know it's probably not for everyone. It's just. No.
This is like a meme.
Poor Colin. He just gets picked on so much.
I don't know what to do. I'm gonna give the opposite vibe of a serial killer. Like, how can I be any less of a killer? That's probably the problem. I'm too much in the wrong direction.
I'm killing people.
That's
awesome. When did this whole joke start?
You seem like such a nice boy.
I don't know how it got started.
I'm a good boy.
Wasn't this like when we were doing like the 2000s? This whole thing with
I don't know where this evolved from the pot stuff to him being a serial killer. I do not have any idea.
I don't know. I say random crazy stuff.
Oh my goodness.
I think it's top 4 for me. I think I just made some up. It's those 4. Pacific Rim, Gravity, Only God Forgives, and This Is the
Wolf of Wall Street?
No.
No? Okay, not that. Okay, it's Simon that loves that one.
Wait, Sin, what was your top movie? Your number one?
Odd Thomas was the one I listed
okay.
on. But I mean, they kind of like, give or take. But Odd
Changeable.
Thomas, I really love.
Yeah.
Really, really love that film.
What
The
about you,
Bruce-
Simon?
Chris.
Okay, I've got a top 5. I'm going to go with Prisoners #1,
Mm.
then Wolf of Wall Street, Fruitville Station, Dallas Buyers Club, and Captain Phillips.
Oh,
Is Captain
okay.
Phillips the one I'm thinking of, where he says, "I am the captain now."
I am the
Yeah.
captain.
Oh
movie.
yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah,
Third
that
movie you
guy.
said?
That
I
Yeah.
guy,
didn't
he
hear.
was pretty good in that.
Look at
Captain
me.
Phillips.
I am the captain now.
You know,
I didn't
he
hear the-
showed up again.
What did you say, Simon? The third movie,
Third
Coherence?
movie.
Fruitville Station.
Yeah.
Fruitville Station. Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
I have seen all those. Those are good. I know I haven't seen Dallas Buyers Club. Sorry, I never saw
Oh,
that. That's too serious. Too serious.
Yeah. I used to. I think I would get that one mixed up with Mud because those were two Matthew McConaughey movies that came
Dramas
out.
at the same
Yeah,
time.
but I've never seen either one of them. But I heard he did a really good job in there.
Sin, I have something completely off topic that's not really off topic. It's still about movies. Are you gonna see Beau is Afraid?
No, absolutely
Okay,
not.
Just checking. Just checking real quick.
No.
I wasn't checking.
Oh, I
No,
heard,
I have
I
a
heard
very-
stuff from a
Uh-uh.
former colleague. Ooh,
Did you hear it from
No.
Ryan?
not Ryan, but
No, Ryan mentioned it to me. That he
Has
saw
anybody
it.
here seen that yet?
The preview. I don't want to see the movie.
Oh come on! It's only 3 hours.
Oh
Oh,
gosh.
I don't
from
like
what
that
it-
director.
coworker.
Yeah,
like
I
a
don't
former-
either. When I found out that he was the director, I immediately decided I was not going to watch it because I did
But
not
it's
like
got
Hereditary.
Joaquin Phoenix.
I
And
did
I'm
not
not a
like.
big Joaquin Phoenix fan.
There's no
Or-
accounting for taste.
Yeah,
I'm not
well,
either. I really can't.
And
think
I
of a single
hated
movie
I hated
other than
Midsummer
Joker.
so much. I
Yeah,
couldn't stand that movie.
yeah.
So
The movie is weird.
Midsummer was annoying. That movie almost turned me off of Florence Pugh entirely.
until
because
she redeemed herself in Black
She
Widow.
redeemed herself in Black Widow, but I really did not like her character in there, and it was just such a stupid movie. I hated
I
it.
actually watched the
I
Florence.
mean, Simon,
that?
I actually watched the Florence Pugh movie today. A Good Person. It was
Oh,
awful.
that.
Oh yeah, I've heard about that. That's
Is that
the
the
one
one
with
with
good.
Morgan
right?
Freeman?
Yeah.
It was, yeah.
Is that
Yeah.
how
Is
is
it good?
that?
It's an addict recovery story, and it just
Oh.
everything's self-forced. The acting was good, but the scenarios felt fake and set up, so I just could
I
not.
mean, have you seen Enemy? The
Jake
Denny?
Gyllenhaal? No,
Yeah.
I haven't. I
Jake-
have
I
it, but I
think so.
haven't seen it.
Because
It sounds.
I was reading about it's the Denis Villeneuve. Damn it,
Oh,
Denis
I have.
Villeneuve.
Wait,
movie
he
with
did.
Jake
He did two
Gyllenhaal.
movies, and wait, did
Yeah.
Enemy come out in 2013 too?
Yeah, I just noticed it because I was reading
Oh,
about
I
it
didn't realize
earlier,
he did that film.
and I was like, oh, he followed it. He did another Jake movie, and it sounds interesting, but I have no idea. I read the summary about it, so I was like, I wondered if you saw it.
Mhm.
I personally haven't
Let me see if
seen
I
it
can-
yet.
I'm definitely curious. I will watch it.
It looks
thought it came out
weird. I
earlier than
have
that.
because it's
before
a Denis
2013?
movie. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Denis.
Hmm.
I'm really like that director. He's like a. I put him in league with Christopher Nolan, except I think I like him a little more. It's like neck and neck. I think they both make really interesting, like often sci-fi or thriller, like professionally done movies.
I like Christopher Nolan movies because I feel like most of them have just really like confusing plots.
Yeah, I like that.
Like
Yeah, I
Tenet was a really
I-
weird movie.
I still haven't
It
been able to
was.
finish Tenet.
Like, I
Tenet's
watched
fun.
that movie twice over, and I still don't think I got the.
Still
point
don't
of the movie.
understand it.
I
Yeah,
still don't
okay.
get the point of the movie.
I did too, but it was fun. It was a fun confusion.
It was a fun movie. I just didn't
I
get
thought
the
it was.
the significance of the plot.
Yeah, I don't.
It's also a lot of go here, go here, go here.
Mhm. It was cool. Yeah,
I
liked
heard it was confusing.
very confusing.
Yep. My brain gave up 30 minutes in, and I just haven't been back to it.
But would you say Denzel Washington's son was pretty good?
Well, I didn't see him very much in there. The only movie I've seen him all the way through in was Amsterdam.
Yeah, it
That was a
pretty good.
really good movie. Off topic, that was a really good movie. People did
I
not like
actually
it.
enjoyed
I
that movie
very
a lot.
much enjoyed that movie.
It got a lot of hate, but I enjoyed it too.
I don't know why it got so much hate. I didn't find like anything wrong. I wouldn't say it was a 10 out of 10 movie, but it was at least like
No.
an 8.
I just enjoyed the interaction, the dynamics between the three characters: Christian
Yeah,
Bale,
it was
Margot
really
Robbie,
fun.
and yeah.
I like how Taylor Swift was in it for all of like 5 seconds.
Yeah, I was glad when she was gone.
You
There.
don't like Taylor Swift?
I'm not crazy about her. No, I've never cared for her.
Oh, I went to her concert.
I get it. I get a
Saturday.
vibe from her. I get a vibe.
Is
So-
she the southern like?
I drove to Atlanta to go see the Taylor Swift concert.
Oh my gosh.
I drove there. I live 5 hours from Atlanta, so I drove to Atlanta and then drove back from Atlanta in the same day.
Oh Lord.
That's
Oh
awesome.
wow!
Recently?
That's
Saturday. Literally like 3 days ago.
Oh,
You were
'cause I
out of
was like,
town. I remember you were out of town.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
dang, that's a long trip.
Did you go 96 miles an hour?
No, I didn't. It was only 86.
Oh my god!
Not on the highway with Atlanta traffic. I was going like 5 miles per hour.
Oh no, in Atlanta when we went to Dragon Con last year, oh my gosh. It
Atlanta
took us
traffic is
Lord,
rough.
30 minutes to go like a mile or two. I was
Yeah,
so
Atlanta
annoyed.
Atlanta traffic is rough.
I hate Atlanta so much. I just don't like big cities. So
I would rather fly down there than drive through.
Yeah,
it.
no, yeah.
okay, so I guess are we done talking about movies? I feel like that was really quick. We went through the movies
There
really
wasn't
fast.
really that many good movies that
There
were like,
were good
notable.
movies. It's just
I mean, they were
I'm giving this year a 4.
out
I'm
of
giving
5
Yeah.
out of 10.
Out of 10.
out of 10.
Yeah,
I'd probably
97
give it
and
like
a
a
half.
Yeah, I'd probably give it like a 4 or 5 too. It is okay.
It's kind of for me just that kind of average year.
Like,
don't
I had
know,
a
Simon,
lot-
I feel like Simon liked it more than the average year though.
I'm giving it an 8.
Yeah, a lot of. I mean, like
Really?
last year you didn't even have
Mhm.
any movies, and this year you had an easy.
Oh wow.
5.
Yeah.
So
Dang. Okay, you really like this
and
year.
good movies too.
We saw a lot of good movies this year. I thought it was a really decent year for a lot of these movies we saw.
I mean, I have a ton written down here, but that doesn't mean like a ton to check out things that I hadn't seen. But that doesn't mean that I would like them all. Maybe if I watched more, maybe my feeling about the year would change.
Maybe I should give it a 5 just because I love Gravity so much. That was like my second favorite movie of the year. Of
I
the
will
decade.
say, this
Now,
year
what was
has a
your-
lot of shows that started that I do
Yeah, let's
recognize.
move. Let's hop on to the TV talk.
The Fall.
Are you ready to go?
About how
I'm ready. I
Leonardo
love me some
DiCaprio
TV talk.
Is in 2 separate movies that are both about trading on Wall Street.
Which one? Wait, say
In the Great Gatsby remake for that year, he's
Yeah.
also like a Wall Street trader.
Oh, I
Oh,
forgot
The Great
that.
Gatsby was also
For
2013.
2013, yeah, it's Leonardo DiCaprio, and he's still a Wall Street guy,
Yeah,
just like he is in Wolf of Wall Street.
that's weird.
Hmm.
I didn't notice that.
So, Sin, you've
Hmm.
watched some of this, but The Following started this year.
Ah, yes, Kevin
With
Bacon
Kevin
and
Bacon.
and James Purefoy.
Purefoy?
Yeah, he's the dude who played in Solomon Kane. He played Solomon Kane.
Oh,
That guy.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. started.
I like
So did Rick and Morty.
I like The Following.
Oh, yeah, Rick and Morty.
Rick and Morty started the Attack on Titan started in 2013.
Yeah,
I
Attack
wanted
on
to talk
Titan.
about Attack on Titan. Have you guys
Ooh,
watched
Attack
all
on
of
Titan.
those?
Not
Have
done
you,
yet. Have you?
We're not-
caught up?
No. Have you?
We finished was it part 3 of
Well,
the final
the
season?
last part of the final, the next to last part of the final season. We have not watched the last batch yet.
Yeah.
I was saying, I have
Okay.
to confess, I haven't seen Attack on Titan. Mostly, I just don't care to watch it because my friends have spoiled so much of the show for me. I
Oh.
just don't
man.
care about
I
watching
will
it.
say season 1 was like a blast.
I really love
Season 1 was so good. Honestly, I think I skipped like the middle because I started getting tired when it got all political. But I went back and watched whatever the most recent like 20 episodes are that they were like the last whatever season.
the one with that
the
really
last-
annoying girl in there that I wish would die. And
Oh,
She's
she's-
probably
Sasha?
my favorite.
Is
girl.
it Sasha?
That was probably my favorite character.
No, not
Well-
Sasha. Sasha's the
Well,
potato
What's
eating
her
girl.
name?
Yeah,
What's her
Sasha's
name?
my favorite character.
What is it? But no, it's not Sasha. It's not Sasha.
Is she the one that? Oh no, I don't want to say.
She-
I almost spoiled it.
Yeah,
I
you almost
spoiled-
did. Sasha's the one that
Yeah.
eats potatoes.
Yeah, potatoes.
I'm talking about the
The
other
potato
really
girl,
the girl from that other place. The little girl, and I didn't
Annie?
like her from the moment she showed
Oh,
up.
yeah.
No,
She's
not
so,
Annie.
like,
What
serious and
is her
sad.
name? Is it Gloria?
Serious
No.
What's that, Colin?
She's like serious and sad. And it's the blonde girl.
Like the girl
No,
from the dream.
she's like from that other town.
She's from like the other
She's
country.
the one that was shooting at the blimps.
Yeah.
I
like
forgot her
his
shooting
name.
She was shooting at the. She's also she was also in the very beginning of the trenches, like trench warfare, when she threw those grenades at the enemies.
Yeah.
Damn, I can't remember.
Yeah,
I'm
she's
not
not
good
from
with
the
the
first
names, though.
season. She's like from the
This is
latest.
like her first like time she shows up is like in the trench warfare.
Are you sure you've seen all the way up to the end, Colin?
I can't keep these characters track. I mean,
Like she's a new
Are
character.
we talking about season 4 or are we because season 1 came out in 2013?
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. I'm jumping all the way ahead to the end. I
Yeah.
love season. I love season 1 a lot, and it was really cool to be able to meet the voice actress that played Annie.
Oh yeah, we
Remember
saw
how
her.
she sat behind us
got to
during
meet-
the
Yeah, for Jason Miller's
the
thing,
girl
and
who
he ended up being in Attack on Titan later.
yeah she was sitting behind us, and remember how she was like kind of laughing at Aurelia. Aurelia's like, who is that? You know, we had Aurelia had no idea who she was.
It's
I
Lauren
knew-
Landa.
Yeah, Lauren Landa.
That-
Anyway.
oh, you know what's? Sorry, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
You know what's really cool? I thought Aurelia. I don't know. Is she still playing Fortnite all the time?
Oh,
Yes.
she's playing it right now, I think.
Have you noticed, or has she told you they've included the Attack on Titan grapple gear now in Fortnite?
Yeah, they have Aaron Yeager, they have Mika
It
Son
is
Levi.
so much. I'm having the time of my life with that grapple gear.
You know
It
what?
is so fun.
Is that like a multiplayer game?
Yeah, it's become a point where it's like a
you and Aurelia should play sometime.
it's
I
a
don't know her
multiverse
name.
thing.
I
It's
don't know
got
her
like
username.
you could see
That'd be
Darth
crazy.
Vader dancing
Yes.
with
You can see Peter
Yes.
Griffin
yeah,
Yes,
you can
that's
see
fighting
like
Anakin Skywalker.
Gabby, yeah, Gabby.
Gabby.
Yeah. She
I
is in the
hate
one.
her so much. Even though she sort of kind of started
She's
to redeem
starting
herself,
to,
I
like,
still don't
yeah.
like. I don't know.
Who?
She's
starting-
kind of past the point of redemption for me.
Who is Gabby?
Gabby. She's at
But
the
no,
end.
like
Attack on Titan.
so Sin
I remember I
like
haven't
you
seen it.
like imagine Fortnite is this whole multiverse of everything. Okay,
I
you
It's
know.
have
just like the metaverse.
yeah, like you have Darth Vader dancing with Aaron Yeager.
Oh my
Who's
god.
also
Like that.
dancing
You
with
literally
Peter
have
Griffin
that.
and Santa Claus.
Or Indiana Jones dancing with a Street Fighter character. It's like that.
Yeah, it's really
It's really
dumb. Have Colin scoping out new victims for it.
It is so much fun.
Oh,
I got
that's how he
Psylocke.
does it. Like
I've been
that-
wearing my Psylocke outfit for the Cyber City. Psylocke goes matches with the katana. Psylocke and the katana in the Cyber City. Having the time of my life. And that ODM gear, just like grappling through the skyscrapers and then pulling out by a katana, dashing and killing someone.
I can't wait for
Wow.
Aaron Yeager to pull out the rocket-propelled grenade.
Dude, they got the spear killers. What is it? The thunder spears. Yeah, they got that in the game too, where you're just like shoo shoo.
Yeah.
Explosive
Yeah, they
thunder
got all
spears.
that.
I haven't
Oh,
played
so much
Fortnite
fun.
in so long.
So-
that, like,
But
every
going
time I
back to
log in-
Attack on Titan,
Yeah, what do you guys like about it? Because I watched the first season and just
You didn't like it.
thought it was crap.
Oh, I enjoyed it.
nothing to
he's
it at all.
not an anime guy.
Do
I
you
like
do-
old anime,
It's just-
like
Oh.
80s anime, but new
Oh,
stuff.
he likes that the original. Anyways.
I like that.
I like 80s
so-
and 90s anime. I mean, I like some of the new stuff.
I don't
I
know,
guess-
just action. It felt action packed. It felt like it had danger. It felt like it had mystery.
Oh yeah, zombie-ish. It was like a zombie sort of thing in a sense.
It was also supremely stupid.
I get that, and I'm not saying it wasn't. Where it's like, just draw a huge monster. It's like so crazy and it looks ridiculous.
Well, there's there's like a whole explanation to why that is.
It was just fun. I think it was the mystery of it that what drove me, and the action and the mystery is what got me watching. And the fact that it once it gets moving, it felt like it kept moving. It kind of started off slow, but then it was just like almost every episode, it felt like for the first season or two, just kept moving. And
Well, the
just
thing
like-
with Annie at the end, that was
Oh,
yeah, I really like that.
Yeah, but I
was
also like the
revealed.
whole surviving thing. Like humanity's like on the brink of collapse. It's almost like a zombie apocalypse. They're like zombies. They eat people.
And I
Stuff
feel
like
like
that.
I haven't even seen it, but I've just heard that there's a bunch of like the twists in the movie.
Oh,
twists in
yes.
the shows are
That's
really
true,
good.
Tim. Now you can finally put a face to the name for Simon.
Mhm.
So I told Simon the one thing that surprised me the most about him was that he had a beard. I just wasn't expecting
Yeah.
that.
I didn't realize you would have a
I apologize for the face, by the way.
There's no apology. it just I wouldn't for whatever reason I just never thought.
But yeah,
Simon would have
I
a beard.
remember when we were watching Attack
What
on
did you expect?
Titan.
I don't know, but I didn't expect a beard. That was the biggest surprise,
I
honestly.
expected more of like almost like a professorly look, like clean shaven,
Scholarly,
glasses,
like in a suit and
glasses
tie.
probably. Just more almost like you have a very like a soft-spoken, articulate voice.
Yeah, like
There,
a
he's got
professor.
the glasses on.
We expected
Yeah.
Bill. We expected Bill Nye.
There's actually actually, Simon, you remind me a little bit of a cousin of mine, and also a little bit of an uncle of mine. So, like around the eyes, my uncle had a beard. He had very similar, like the way your eyes are, like his. But my cousin also looks like
Susan
that.
Sarandon eyes.
Say
Bug
what?
eyes. A nice way of saying it is Susan Sarandon eyes. The nasty way is bug eyes.
It's not nasty. That's just the kind of I've got bug eyes, sort of. I have very huge eyes, but yeah, my
When
uncle.
you get mad about a movie, yes.
Grr, Moonfall is so bad.
Now I'm looking. I'm like bug eye. I'm like now I'm actually looking at you. No, I was gonna say I think it's the hat. The hat. I think I'm like you look like a Maine fisherman or so. Like you should be on
That
the
works on the like.
Is
in
it
the
a
port.
hat or is it a beanie? It looks like
It's
a
a
beanie.
beanie.
It's a beanie. Yeah, like that's like what
But a beanie's a hat.
my brother wears a beanie. Timothy, if you're still watching, I think Simon looks a little like Jeremy and Uncle Ben. But anyway, I don't know if you see the same thing I do. Okay, sorry, off topic. What
I
else
was
are we
just gonna
talking
say
Another
about?
one I got
like-
was Ryan Dunn.
Ryan Dunn?
I
The
can
guy
see
from
that.
Jackass
I can
who
see that.
died.
He kind of had like a heavier
Hold on, I gotta look him up.
face and body.
Mhm.
I feel
Yeah.
like you don't have that. You don't look like heavy.
Oh,
like-
I know.
What's
I'm
up,
not a
buddy?
big.
He has a beard.
Yeah. Attack on Titan, though. I mean, it's really
No,
good. Although
not that
I can
Uncle
get,
Ben.
it's not so good that I'm like, oh, you got to give it another shot. It is like, yeah,
Tim's
it is
got a pun-
ridiculous.
Pander it. Okay.
I was just gonna say about like to wrap up Attack on Titan. I remember when we were watching it, my sister was, you know how she was reacting to everything that happened, and then we found out that she actually watched it already in subs in subtitles.
Oh, she had already seen it. She was just
She
pretending.
was just pretending.
She was fake reacting. What I was going to mention about Attack on Titan was that's what brought her and Javier together.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
they were
so she
playing a
was-
game.
yeah, she
They were
was
playing
on,
a game,
Mm.
and she had
They-
I think she had
She
the
just
character
had.
Aaron.
They were like in this. It was like a room. I don't think they were actively playing, but she just like
No,
had
no,
her
no,
mic
no.
on.
It was like it's Mod Nation Races where you
Okay,
go and
Mod
download
Nation
like
Races, yeah.
characters and stuff. Okay, so
Yeah.
they were in like this lobby area.
the lobby area.
Yeah, and I think she had Aaron's like character in the car. Okay, he comes up and he just says, "Do you know that?"
No,
Or
it
how did
wasn't
it
that.
go?
She kept saying Aaron, or something,
Okay,
Jaeger,
Aaron.
or something like that. She kept
Like-
singing his name, and he said, "Did you know Jaeger means hunter?" That's how they met.
Nice. I bet she got the outfit for Fortnite. So now they can like.
Oh yeah, they did. They did.
Yeah.
They both did. And it's
Yeah.
funny. So I mentioned this to a coworker, and he was like, so like absolutely astonished because he was thinking like this kind of reminded him of SAO in a sense, because like the two characters meet online, except in a
Yeah.
different circumstance.
Okay, so you can see it too. Okay, I know I'm not the only one.
Oh, the Blacklist came out this year.
Oh, I've
Never
only
watched that.
seen part of that. I never finished.
heard
Is it
it's
still
good.
playing?
No.
It's
Did
done.
you
James
guys watch?
Spader was really good in there. What's that?
Did you guys watch Vikings?
Yes,
I
I
like it.
started it and I never finished. I haven't even finished to the part where what's his face gets
I
killed
haven't
off.
finished. Honestly, no. I don't like it so much that I finished it because
Really? Okay.
I caught up to it and then it came back like a year or two later and I was like, I watched enough. Because I think when it came back, like what's his face was out of the show. Travis Fimmel.
Well,
Travis
he
Fimmel?
was in there for a few seasons and I haven't even gotten to the part where he gets killed.
Yeah, I think
Spoiler!
when he was gone,
Well,
I was kind of like, I
he's
don't
based
wanna
on a
watch
true character, Arturo. He was
anymore.
gonna get killed. But
But
something
I think, yeah. Not
Did-
that it's probably still good. I just kind of like, I felt like I was in it for his story. And
Yeah, because he was the most interesting part. He
Yeah.
did some annoying crap. It annoyed me when he cheated on his wife and had that
Yeah.
other wife.
And his
But
wife
that
was
chick,
such a badass, from what I
but
can
that
tell.
girl that played his second wife, she's the one who plays in Evil Dead Rise.
Oh,
Right.
really?
Yeah, that's her.
Wow.
And then there's a Floki.
Oh yeah,
Floki was
Floki.
cool.
Yeah.
And,
Oh, that one scene where they were doing what is it they call it, where they cut into their back and they
the
pull
blood
their lung.
eagle.
Oh, that
Yeah,
was
the blood eagle.
ooh,
That was crazy.
that
And
was
what's his name?
intense.
I forget his brother's name, like Roro or something.
I forgot.
So he's his brother, you know.
Yeah, but I
And-
forgot his name.
Yeah, and
I
it was
would
just
like to watch the
cool. I
Street
like-
Fighter anime movie.
I like
Yeah,
good
that might
historical
work.
fiction, and that was pretty solid. It was
Yeah.
pretty
I
solid.
do want to watch the Vikings at some point.
It's
It was
good. You'd probably like it.
that one scene. I don't know if you got to the. There's this one scene in there that just is so haunting and so touching. It's a scene where he's in the ship and they're going away and he's having all these regrets for mistakes he's made, and he's like looks off toward the shore and he sees his wife and his young son in happier days. Like did you ever see that part?
It's not. I
Ugh.
mean,
I'll have to
probably-
find. I love that scene. It's so touching, and you just feel the regret that he has. And it's like, well, you were an idiot. It's your
Mhm.
fault. I feel sorry for you that you're all sorry about all that, but it's too late now.
I like learning the history too, like Normandy, France, which is the north coast of France, like with the Normandy D-Day and stuff, where they landed. You know, the north coast of France is Normandy. That's because like it was settled by the Norsemen. The Norsemen were the Vikings because they just came there and like they couldn't get rid of them, and they're like, we're just gonna settle here. This is ours now, and they had to make they got it was a power play, so they got some land, and so it's like that's where that comes from. Is Normandy is the Norsemen, like because the
Oh,
Vikings
wow.
were there.
Right, yeah.
That's cool. I like little stuff like that. I like when
Chris, I'm not sure, maybe, but Tim has an answer to the
Oh
brother.
yeah, I
Rolo.
was gonna
Rolo.
say Hannibal did
Rolo.
come out.
Rolo
This
was
year.
cool. Yeah, I like.
Han-
That's a good show.
Hannibal did come out this year.
I
Lecter.
think I've seen only one season.
Uh,
I never
oh.
finished it. Have you guys
Really?
watched it?
Never watched it.
Has anyone? Oh, Bates Motel. Has anybody seen
Oh.
Bates Motel?
No.
I saw at least the first season or two, and I really enjoyed it, and then never finished. That's just one of those mini
You
shows
never
I never went back.
finished.
But
You
I
never
liked-
finished.
I like the way Vera Farmiga, if that's how you say her name, the way she plays that character. I thought she
Oh,
was
yeah.
excellent in there.
House of Cards also came out this year.
No, don't talk about that show. My parents love that show, and I can't stand
I've
it.
never been interested to watch that show.
The Village.
Me neither.
The Village.
I never heard of it. And
I gotta mention one of my all-time favorite, like top 5 favorite shows, favorite comedy.
Nothing for you.
And what?
Nothing
Actually,
for
okay.
you.
No, you're almost. That was gonna be the next thing I mentioned. Yeah, because I just found that show recently, and I feel like it hasn't worked its way to the all-time top 5, but it is an amazing show. And that was gonna be the other show I mentioned, which I'll just talk about it now because it kind of after Impractical Jokers, it's like, which is I love more than anything, and I've watched 9 seasons of 30-episode seasons.
I really
And
got
then-
too hooked on that thing.
And now I'm at the point where when I can't find a movie to watch, I'm already back on the rewatch. I'm on season 2.
Oh, that's so
That's how
funny.
much I love Impractical Jokers.
I'm
Like,
so happy you
it
like
is-
it as much as you do.
I love it. I love all the Jokers. It feels like you're just watching it with friends, hanging with friends. It's
Yeah.
so much dumb, funny stuff. It's made
Yeah.
me laugh so much. It's great. I'm listening to a podcast now. I mean, I'm a huge fan. I'm
Oh, wow.
so glad you guys
man.
mentioned that because
That's
Yeah,
so
for
awesome.
sure.
You know, they do like comedy tours, and they came
Yeah,
to my
no.
area, but I
know
wasn't
what?
able to go.
I found that out and started looking it up right or halfway through. And when I was looking it up, Joe had been in my town 2 weeks before. Like I just
Oh.
missed him. I would have gone and seen him.
Oh, dang.
Um,
Well, maybe they'll come back.
Oh, okay. Shatner. Yes, Detroiters is really good, and I Think You Should Leave is one of my latest favorite comedies. I've watched it over and over again. Season 3 is coming out in May. I'm really excited. It's one of the rare shows, one of the only comedies I can think of that I think is funnier the second time, and even funnier the third time. It's so absurd and weird, and that the first time I'm watching it, it's always like part of me is like, what's the joke? What's going on? Like I'm almost confused. But by the time you've seen it, it's always just the crazy performance. It's never like a clever story. It's always just like the acting and the performances are crazy. So it's never really like trying to be clever. It's just absurd, but it's funnier the more you watch it, I guess. The more you can just embrace the silliness of what's going on and the fact it's not really connected or meaning to anything. But yeah, the uncomfortable humor, it's really good show. I Think You Should Leave. And then, okay, I'm sorry, I'm rambling, but Nathan, for you, I brought up Impractical Jokers because it's all, I was going to say, it's like if Christopher Nolan made Impractical Jokers, that's Nathan for you. It's like a really sophisticated, like intellectual way to prank people and fuck with them. Like it's really, really funny, but at its core, it's kind of like Impractical Jokers, where it's like real life, and he kind of goes and interacts with people, but it's not like he's tricking them, but he's kind of tricking them. But
like a candid camera, similar to candid
basically
camera.
Gets people to go along with ridiculous like business ideas, and he presents it he's very monotone and very plain, and he always presents it like it's for real. And it's funny how far people go along with the ridiculousness because it's presented as a real thing. And like the TV shows are there, you know, and Nathan's there, and they're like, oh, this is real. We're really going to do this business. And then it's just how far can the crazy shit go? How far along will the people go with this really just crazy stuff that he's getting them to do? And it's one of those that I'm like falling over laughing a lot of the time with Nathan For You. It's so good.
And who's in that again?
It's just hosted by this guy, Nathan Fielder.
Oh, okay.
I think it's what he's really mainly known for. And it's
okay.
Really, really funny. If you like, practical jokes and real life kind of stuff, it's in the same vein. But like I said, it's different. It's like Christopher Nolan made Impractical Jokers.
Oh my gosh.
Like, I don't know how else to describe it, but it's really, really funny. And it's worth watching. It might take an episode or two to kind of get into it. Because that's kind of the point, is he's so like plain and almost boring and monotone, but it kind of helps because I feel like that's like gets people to go along with it. Like that's with Impractical Jokers, I feel like they're always laughing at themselves, I feel like people can always tell something's going on because they're laughing, but like he's totally deadpan the whole time.
Oh, so he's a good actor then.
He's really good at it. It's really good. So yeah, Nathan For You, awesome show. I just found it's been out.
I never heard of it. So this came out in 2013,
and I just found it like last year, pretty recently. And
where did you find it?
It's on HBO. You can watch it.
Oh, okay.
HBO. Yeah, it's still there.
Has anyone heard of Devil is a Part-Timer?
I have. Isn't it an anime?
Yeah, it's a comedy.
I've never.
That's actually one I do want to see. Like out of every like comedy, that's one I want to see.
Back to anime, Timothy threw out some here in
Ninja
Scroll,
yeah.
Vampire Hunter D, which I do like Vampire Hunter D, and he has a soft spot for the original Street Fighter. I don't remember if I saw that one, but Under the Dome, I watched that too, and I don't think I ever got to the end, but I don't know if where it ended was intent. Like I don't think it came to a conclusion. I thought it was just canceled.
Has anybody heard of Mob City?
I have not.
I think it's got the guy that played Shane in The Walking Dead. Yeah.
It's about mobsters.
I don't know. It's just called Mob City. I think maybe Kill a Kill came out this year.
Oh wow,
that's a classic.
I remember when they were promoting that the year after it came out.
That's the crazy one with is that the one that David Vincent was in, right? And
yeah.
When
he was
he was like the towel or something.
Yeah, and he made that. He quoted something from there.
Yeah. Oh.
Beware the Batman. Anybody seen that?
That's a show.
Animated.
No, haven't heard of that one.
Sleepy Hollow. I remember.
Oh, I enjoyed the first season of that a lot.
Mm-hmm. I remember when they were promoting it in theaters.
I remember getting a kick out of how much he ranted about the taxes.
Oh yeah, yeah. But he was also like he didn't know how to work computers because
He didn't know how to fit in. He's like from what, the 1700s?
Yeah, from like the last year of the
Yeah.
Revolutionary War.
That's funny.
He's
Well,
like, Lieutenant, I've done something catastrophic.
Night, Chris.
Good night, Chris.
Thanks for
I didn't-
hanging.
Yeah, I mean, I
You
never
both, Chris.
finished.
Drunk
never finished.
History.
Drunk History. Have you guys watched
That
that?
I have
Oh,
seen some
that's
episodes.
funny.
It
I
is
love
funny.
Drunk History. I've watched. I think I'm on my second watch through of that as well. It's really good. Yeah. Oh, we don't even have a basement. I give water and food to the animals outside.
Steven Universe.
That's a show that's one of those things where like the first season was pretty decent, and then like I just don't like the rest of the show. Like they made it too confusing, so I kind of just stopped watching it.
Oh, but Drunk History though, have you guys have you seen it, Simon? Drunk
Nope.
History. It's really funny because it's one of those things like I actually learned a lot of interesting stuff about American history. Like it's all real, it's all true stories and real.
They got Jack Black in one episode.
Oh, they got so
It's
many
fun.
good-
It
so
is
many
fun.
good
Jack Black
I
movies.
want to
is
get
the
back
best
to that.
actor ever.
It's awesome. I think
Peaches.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Peaches. Yeah. You actually learn interesting stories, but it's funny at the same time.
Like the one about
Yeah.
Elvis and something. Jack Black
Jack
played
Black's
Elvis.
Elvis. Yeah, that was a good one. Yeah. And it's
And then-
great
and
how
then-
like they lip sync the drunk people
Yeah,
talking, and so
yeah.
it's really funny how that's a skill to lip sync so well. I mean,
Yeah.
they do a good job. It's really fun. Well,
Long
speaking of
Horizon.
which, can I give a quick aside? This is, I mean,
Of
I feel like
course.
I'm rambling.
We're
I
always
tried to
doing
watch-
asides.
I tried to watch RRR finally the other night,
Okay, yes.
and I had to put it off. I couldn't. It was so off-putting to me because, and I read about this. The lip dub they have, I can't handle dubbing at all. 'Cause, like,
Oh,
the lips-
why didn't you watch it in the original language?
because in the original language it's still dubbed, and I guess it's because
Wait,
there's so
what?
many. Yeah, there's so many languages like in India besides just Hindu and
Well,
Tamil.
they speak.
Yeah,
they
they-
speak like they
Wait.
speak their language, but then they also mix in English.
No, that's not what he's talking. I know what you're talking about. So Arturo, a lot of times movies from India come to the cinema and they'll have like maybe 2 or 3 different versions of them. They'll be like triple R in Tamil or whatever, triple R in Hindi, triple
Yes,
R
they
in
will.
whatever, Telugu
Okay.
or something like that. So I started
All of
watching
them
it.
were dubbed.
I started watching it on Netflix and I didn't know it was dubbed. It didn't
I
look
tried.
dubbed.
I always watch original language, but either one I picked, or all the ones I picked, at Hindu, Tamil, like this little
So
girl
that was-
singing.
That was
Yeah.
why you couldn't. It was
Yeah,
the
because
dubbing.
it opens because it feels so cheap and lazy because it's supposed to be this huge, epic, big production, and the opening scene is a little girl singing a song as she's like doing something, like helping some lady do something, and it's just obviously way off. It's obviously like her mouth's like, and the music's not even like, it matches a little bit sometimes, and I'm like, dude, how could they not just
Oh,
how could
you
they not-
watching it on Netflix?
how hard is it? I mean, talking about Drunk History, where it's like they're able to match the ramblings of drunk people exactly,
Yeah.
and they couldn't just match the lips. I'm like,
Well-
it's like I can't do it.
Wait, are you watching this on Netflix, right?
Yeah,
Okay, I remember a long time ago, I was at someone's house, and we were watching just an anime. Okay, and I know dubs are never usually off, but there was a setting on the Netflix of the Netflix thing that had it where if you had it on a certain setting, the audio is off for some reason. I don't know
I read.
why.
I googled some articles about this where it talked about how it was that you can't find an accurate. It's all dubbed because that's what I mean. There's so many languages.
Well, why didn't they have it in the original language? I don't understand.
I'll post the article. I'll post.
I
it
mean,
'cause
I
I'm not
believe you. I just
explaining
don't.
this.
I don't understand why they would.
I'll just have to post the
that.
article because it's like so many people watch these movies that have all these different languages that they'll just dub. There's always dubbed parts because they're trying to. I can't even explain it right, but I read the article. I'm gonna get that on.
Well, so that wasn't what turned me off of Triple R. What turned me off of Triple R, and I tried to watch it twice.
Right.
I made it maybe about 5 or 10 minutes in the first time, and I was just like, I can't. That whole intro thing with the couple, and they took the kid, and it was just like the acting was so terrible.
Right.
Like they were just such caricatures of the,
I mean, yeah,
the
I know
evil,
it's
bad people, whatever.
supposed
And
to
it was
be
just
over
like
the top, but
it was so over the top. So I
Isn't
was like,
that a
okay,
historical?
maybe let me get past this. So I get past that part, and I got to the part where they sent this guy out in that mob of people to bring this one guy back. Thousands of people, and he manages to not only survive the mob attack, but bring the one guy back. And I
Is this
made
a
it just a
historical
few
movie?
minutes past that scene, and I was just like, I can't. I just can't with this movie.
That's a
It just
historical movie, right?
well, I mean, it's I don't remember what time period it takes place in. What, early 1900s, late 1800s? I don't remember.
I thought it was a historical movie.
I don't think it's based on a true story. Yeah, 2 hours. Yeah, we start at 8. Always at 8 Eastern. Sorry.
Logan, have you ever heard of Log Horizon?
Of what?
Log Horizon.
Mm-mm. Is that an anime?
It's like, well, yeah, it's like SAO, but
I
maybe
haven't
better.
heard of that.
Maybe better. And has anybody heard of Generation War? I've been hearing about this off and on.
Nope.
No
But getting back to Indian movies, I am going to go see an Indian movie tomorrow.
What
I
are you
hope
gonna
it's
see?
good. I'm going to go see Agent.
Oh, I saw that one. I saw the ad for that one. Is that the one we have the poster for up? I think
I'm sure it is. I'm thinking that it's probably going to be ridiculous in the vein of Pathan. So I have a feeling there's going to be a music video I have to suffer through at least
So
once.
no one has heard of Generation War.
Nope.
So I
haven't.
posted it in private chat, but the article is something about like India has like hundreds of languages, so dubbing is really big there. So they just don't like dubbing, and so it's just there is no version where it's not like it's like
But there has
meant
to
be dubbed from the beginning. It's like they never even bothered recording her voice because they knew they were just going to dub it. You know what I'm saying?
Terrible.
Like, right, and that's what I
Okay.
mean. Like, oh man, that's your. I guess it's a cultural thing because I guess in
Maybe.
Bollywood, India, it's this article explained like it's just dubbing is really common there. They just
one of the first things I learned when I watched an Indian movie and did a review for my channel is that there's way more than just Bollywood.
Right.
So not all Indian movies are Bollywood. Don't make the mistake of thinking that. Oh my gosh.
Right. India has a bigger. I guess it projected it just past the Chinese population. It's now the biggest country.
Yes, I heard that recently.
Crazy.
No, it's not. Indian movies. Well, Bollywood is one.
Well, as opposed to Native American, yes. Not cowboy. As opposed to cowboy Indians, yes.
No, it's not Squanto. Are you joking with me, Tim, or something? Yeah. No, it's not. It's called Agent, and it looks interesting. So it's going to be long. So I'm going to go see it, and Arture's going to go see the Covenant.
I got to shout out one thing real quick, because anyone watched my last movie? I was going to bring it up for Nathan Fielder, Nathan for you. Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Anyone?
I've heard of it. I've never watched it.
It's one of my top 5 comedies all time. It's one of those.
Oh, that's a comedy. Okay.
Yeah, it's one of those go-to sitcoms when I don't know what else I want to watch. It just always makes me laugh and always makes me feel good. Like up there with Always Sunny and 30 Rock and The Office. It's just an all-time great. So just had to mention Brooklyn Nine-Nine because I've watched that more than most. I watched the whole series at least 5 times. So it's really
good. Geez. Is it over now?
It did end pretty recently, and they had it on Hulu. They just took it off Hulu, put it on Peacock or something. So I might have to buy the series. I'll probably buy the series on DVD or Blu-ray just because I want to always have it. Yes, it's so good. It's such a funny.
Has anybody heard of?
I know Captain Holt. It's a close. Sorry, I'm talking to Shatner.
Oh yeah, it was
Captain. It's a real close between Boyle and Holt for me. It's real close. It's Boyle and Holt are probably the 2 favorites, but it's a great show because I feel like the whole cast is really good. I love Jake and Terry and Rosa, but yeah, Captain Holt has so many good lines. Oh man, looks like someone had pepper on their eggs today, and so many good ones. The Captain Holt is an awesome show. So Brooklyn Nine-Nine is infinitely watchable.
So, have you seen The Fall?
Yes, with Gillian Anderson.
Mm-hmm.
Gillian Anderson. Yes, I have. I've seen the whole thing. I liked it, but the last season was a slog.
I haven't actually seen it. So.
Oh, okay. Well, that was the first thing that I saw. What's his name?
Jamie Dornan.
Yeah, that's the first thing I saw him in. And he was creepy. It was so weird because to watch him, he was a serial killer in there, and she was this agent that was tasked with finding him. And one of the first things I noticed when I was watching it was how amazing her English. Well, I thought it was amazing. Her English, like her UK accent was. And then I read that she spent part of her childhood growing up in the UK, so she can just kind of naturally just swerve back into it. I thought she did really,
yeah.
really, yeah. So what's that?
Martin.
Same with Kim Cattrall, I think.
Oh, Kim Cattrall. I didn't realize. So she grew up in England as well?
Hardly, yeah.
Interesting. Well,
I'll
I
double
enjoyed
check
The
that.
Fall. I liked the first, I think it was 3 seasons long, and the third season was too long, or they made the episodes too long. There were just too many long shots of just nothing. So, but in general,
Is it worth
I liked
watching, even though the last season's a letdown?
I mean, I don't know. Sometimes I feel like we're on the same wavelength with things, and then sometimes we're not. So I don't know how you'd feel about it.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, Arturo, interrupted you.
I was just saying, has anybody heard of Martin Mystery?
No. What is this? Have you heard of it?
Ooh.
Oh, I thought you'd heard of it.
I know, like the guy on the comment thread was mentioning it.
To the two comments that say they don't, Joe and Cream
Oh, I know what he's talking
definitely watch
about. Never
Brooklyn
mind.
Nine-Nine. I put it top 5 all time comedy. So
Yeah, I know
Oh,
what you're
stars.
talking about. Martin Mystery. I haven't seen that show, but I probably wouldn't mind watching it.
Is it a mystery or?
It's the same people that made. Remember Totally Spies?
Yeah.
So
So it's a comedy.
But it's more like supernatural stuff.
Yeah. So you've seen it. Yeah. That final scene, I feel like they could have just cut it in half, and it would have been so much better.
What are you talking about?
The Fall.
don't know
Did
what
it come out in 2013? Was that why you asked?
It did,
this
yeah.
time? Okay. Wow.
The Fall.
Yeah.
And yeah, Kim Cattrall apparently was born in Liverpool
Oh,
and
interesting.
then emigrated to Canada when their family, when she was 3 months old, and then returned at age 11 for a year.
Wow. So has she been in British movies or shows? I don't think
She
I've
has,
ever. Wow. Cool. I did not know that. What ones has she been in? Anything that you think would be worth watching?
I'm just looking up to refresh my memory. Go ahead, because it's probably going to take me a while. She's got a lot of
Okay.
credits.
All right.
Well, any other shows of 2013? Because I got nothing else.
I'm not even looking at the list. I'm just letting
Honestly,
you guide the way.
This decade, 2010 to 2020, is for me, and probably for a lot of people too, where like I think TV got more exciting than movies.
You think?
I think because especially for comedy's always been the realm of TV. Like movie comedies never, but 2010s, even a little before that, that's like when dramatic shows were started to get more interesting than a lot of like dramatic cinema. Like just all the big, all the big ones that everyone talks about, with Breaking Bad and The Wire and Mad Men and all those, but just all sorts of other stuff too. I mean, that stuff wasn't around back in the day. Like for serious shows on TV, like there was not much good stuff. I mean, every now and then, but not like we have it now. And so I feel like now that we're doing these, I feel like I'm going to be more excited about the TV section,
TV shows.
As excited as the movie shows, which has never been the case before.
You know,
Well, the reason for that is on-demand subscription services.
Yeah.
Before it was for broadcast TV, it had to be kind of in and out, and you could pick up wherever.
Yeah.
But on-demand allowed more serialized stuff.
Yeah.
On the subscription side of things, it meant you didn't have to put all the adverts in there.
Yeah.
And also you could go to places that you couldn't go to in things that showed up on broadcast TV.
I remember the days when you just that like if you miss something, you miss something.
Mhm.
Oh, Tim
Sin,
says I didn't. Oh, okay. I didn't realize that. And I only saw one
Sin,
episode of that. What, Arturo?
Grand Hotel ended this year.
Oh, I liked Grand Hotel.
That was good.
That was a good show. That was actually, yeah. That and Internado actually.
I still haven't finished it.
Oh, I know. You haven't finished Internado. I did.
Well, yeah, Grand Hotel was good.
Yeah, it was.
I still think about the song in the cozy hotel.
Yeah. D would probably like that.
Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na.
I feel like this country is just falling apart, you guys.
It is.
'Cause you know what? I've been drinking soda my whole life.
What is that?
And
Okay.
never until
This country is falling apart. See, look at this.
sorry,
soda.
I was
He's
I was
literally
like-
Joe Biden. He's literally
Okay,
becoming Joe
he's
Biden.
trying.
There it
He's
is.
trying to come around to it. Okay, go
the thing
ahead.
is, 100% of the soda cans I've opened throughout my whole life have been just carbonated, right? Those last 6 months, I'm buying these little cans of root beer. I swear, 5 or 6 of them. Like every other time I buy a case, you open one and it's just like, and it's like a hole had been popped in it and the carbonation's all gone. And
I
it's,
think
it
you're
sucks.
buying it
It's
wrong.
flat.
So therefore, the country is just falling apart because of
Well,
the
what
carbon.
happened that never happened before? You know, that never happened. I
Back in
never
my
had
day,
a
there
flat.
wouldn't be holes
I
in
never
it.
I
had
mean,
a flat can
I
of
agree with
soda in
you.
my life.
Things are
I've
pretty
had
bad,
half
but
a dozen.
Ever since Bud Light went gay.
I think
I never would
after
have.
COVID, people just stopped trying. I just
Well,
think like it's good
That's
enough.
why I.
Most of them are carbonated. I'm just saying, I never had a flat can of soda in my life. I've had like 5 this year.
It is all started
That's so
because
People
your
are cutting
can,
corners.
your
People
soda
are cutting
doesn't have enough
corners.
carbs.
Yeah.
Right. I don't know what we're gonna do about it. Life's getting hard.
Kill people is what you're going to do about
Call
it.
the White House about this.
Oh my god.
Call the FDA. Make
Oh
sure
my-
I damn
I just want to have some real politics talk.
Oh,
And this all started because there was not enough stuff. In
We
the
had
can.
cans
There was
of
holes in the can.
We did.
that was
We're
funny,
going
Colin.
backwards. We're going
That was-
backwards.
Yeah, we're going backwards to when there's holes in cans.
Right.
And you can't get enough of that.
And I'm buying
Oh
it
my
in
gosh.
a box. It's not like these are the 6 packs that are exposed. They're coming out of boxes. Like this is happening in the factory. Okay. Not America.
No, no.
Then
You know what's
gotta
happening
march
is-
straight to that factory
Oh
and
my
demand that
gosh.
they do it right.
I'm
Somebody's
I'm gonna
living
write a
in
letter
somebody
back.
is living in your car, popping your soda can.
That's it. That's
Oh
what
yeah,
it
maybe
is.
one
I've
of
been
his
driving
victims that
my
are trying to
same
stay
car with
alive.
soda all the
No, Arturo, it's a
Joe's
ghost.
backing me up here.
There's a ghost.
Look
You
at
see?
Like it says, oh no, no carbonation in soda. You're like a third floor.
I'm starting to feel like I'm starting to know what it's like now. I mean, it's
Oh my
slippery
God.
slope. Is all I'm
Third
saying.
world problems.
This is where it starts.
Oh my gosh. That's funny. That's really funny. You know what? My husband
Maybe
has
they're cat
complained
lovers.
and my husband's complained about that with his beer sometimes. He'll open a beer, he'll drink it,
Must
he
be
says
drinking Bud
it's
Light
not
then.
fuzzy.
I think it's this generation with their social media. They're just not giving it the focus they need to at the factory.
Because it doesn't have enough.
Okay, I keep coming back to Banshees, and the main reason is Tim, does it end okay? Do you feel like it has a
Why we
solid
go
end
back
to it?
Banshee? We need to talk about how bad the Cokes
Well,
are
because-
right now.
Yeah,
Because
come on.
The country's
Non-carbonated
falling apart
soda is
because the
cat
Cokes
friendly.
aren't right.
it's cat friendly.
Yeah, because otherwise they go "Sss," and cat thinks you're telling them to fuck off.
Oh gosh.
Colin, I need to make a short out of this and just put it
That
out
was
there.
funny. Yeah. This is why the country's gone downhill.
It's because of the Coke.
At first,
Cody
it sounded like he was
Fry.
going on with those like.
I thought it was
Biden-
like going to be something political, and then it just turned out to be something about.
Yeah, I'm so glad it was
Biden
only
clip
about
where, like, he
soda, but
starts-
that was funny.
Or like Biden
Oh,
starts
my
talking
goodness.
about one thing,
Uh,
and then he randomly starts switching to another topic, and I thought that was where I was going. I thought he just started talk about some show, be like, the state of TV in this country has fallen into disarray. But the Coke problem, God, my Coke is
What, the
never
Coke
carbonated
problem?
when I need it.
that is a serious issue right there, boys and girls.
Oh, sorry, we're not laughing at you, Colin. We
Carbonation.
sort of
No,
are,
it's
but
fine.
not
Oh,
really. That was
absolutely.
funny.
Colin is just
I'm
a-
asking
That
for
Colin
it.
is-
That was actually really, really funny. to me.
He's just
true,
a
though.
funny
That's what I
guy.
think.
Colin's-
When my shit goes wrong, I'm like, someone's slacking. And it didn't used to happen.
Oh, poor
Shit
Colin.
goes
He's
wrong.
just
That was-
tumbling
that was good.
down.
Any other shows anybody wanted to talk about?
Breaking
Oh no,
Bad.
we gotta keep talking about this.
Oh,
baby.
Breaking Bad. That came out in 2013?
No,
No.
absolutely not. But I think it ended in 2013.
Oh.
Ended in 2013. Yeah,
Wow, is it that long ago?
it
Well,
started
there's
in
like a
My
2008.
Deadpool show.
goodness.
There's a
It started-
Deadpool show.
A Deadpool show,
Deadpool?
a
That's like
cartoon
a
show.
must. Deadpool the web series in 2013. That must be like nobody knew about that.
No.
We need a candidate
heard
who's
about
tough on crime and willing to stand up to Big Soda.
Damn,
We
that's like,
demand
Who-
that.
who
who
was-
has the rights to do
Was
that?
it an animated show, Colin?
It
No, it's
sounds
this
like it.
weird live act. There's 3 episodes. They got
Really?
Wolverine in there, Domino.
Who
How
was
did they get the
who,
rights to this? Who did this?
Wait, who played in it?
It wasn't Ryan Reynolds.
That's
Chris
for sure.
Noda Ryle.
That's a new one. I had never heard that.
Must be a
name in my
fan
life.
fiction.
I never saw. I just saw this a second ago. I'm scrolling through. I don't know who
Isn't it-
made that.
sounds
It's
like
2013
animated.
Deadpool show. 3 episodes. It looks shitty. Like it looks like made for TV shitty.
It's kind of like how they did the whole Wonder Woman pilot. I think.
Oh, that one. Yeah, that was painful looking.
Really, you watched it?
I've seen parts of it. It looks terrible. Terrible. I remember when they were filming it because I remember seeing behind the scenes stuff and I thought her outfit looked awful the way they did it.
Hmm.
So, but it was interesting that Pedro Pascal was in there.
Oh, he was in there.
Yeah, he was in there. And then he ended
Oh.
up in Wonder Woman 84.
Oh, that is funny.
Yeah, I thought that was funny.
Coincidence. Well, yeah, I got nothing else to say about 2013. I think it was a pretty decent year.
There was a show about Colin, Masters of Sex.
No.
Oh.
No,
Is that a
what's
joke
her name?
or is that real?
Lizzie Kaplan's in that though, and she's really hot. I
Who?
like Lizzie
She is.
Kaplan.
Charlie Chaplin?
Lizzie
No.
Oh,
Kaplan.
I thought you said I was like, what?
No.
I was like, wait a minute.
She's a good looker.
I
And
think,
also,
wait a second. I think I know who. Oh, yeah, I know who she is.
the British dude is in there, and he dated Sarah Silverman.
British dude?
Some British dude who dated Sarah Silverman.
Michael Sheen.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Wait,
He also
Martin.
dated
Wait, who?
Is it
Oh,
Martin
Michael Sheen. Yeah,
Michael Sheen. Yeah, Michael.
Michael Sheen. He's Kate Beckinsale's first, the father of her first kid, I think.
Sheen. He's got it going on.
Yeah,
Yep,
he
he also
does.
did Rachel McAdams.
Oh,
He-
nice.
Who?
Wait, no, what? Really?
Rachel McAdams. Yeah.
And Sarah.
Dang.
What is with this dude?
I have no clue.
He's got a secret.
I don't know.
Michael Sheen.
Don't know what it is.
Michael.
Someone's
Oh wait, isn't that Charlie Sheen's dad, right?
No. He played
Thinking of
in
Martin Sheen.
yeah, you're thinking Martin Sheen. He's the guy who played in Underworld as the leader of the werewolves.
That's a
Oh,
series
yeah?
of movies that exists for some unfortunate reason.
Oh, the first movie was a lot of fun. I love the first.
I did
movie.
like
How about
the first
how
one.
about the rest of them?
Not crazy about the rest of them.
Yeah, okay. I was gonna
Yeah.
say
No. It starts to after the first one. It does start to.
Yeah, that's a shame. I saw
Yeah.
the second one and I understood why you didn't like it as much. Like the gore, it just got really gory.
It got too gory.
Yeah.
Too gory.
I mean, I liked how they explained everything.
No,
with
that's
the
not who he's
werewolves
talking
and all
about. I don't think.
that, But yeah.
Russell Bland.
Well, does anybody else have anything to add?
I'm just curious if Timothy's going to respond to my question about Banshee.
Maybe. Oh,
Oh,
'Cause-
Almost Human with Carl. Carl Urban's awesome. I
Oh,
don't think I've watched Almost
oh,
Human.
that was a fun show. I like that show. I think it was only maybe it only lasted 13 episodes or something.
gotta
And
do
I
that.
forgot the name of the guy who plays with him, Early or something Early or whatever. Anyway, Carl Urban is this cop, and he's partnered with this android guy, cyborg guy. He's because they're like part of the police force now. And it was just interesting, the clash between their personalities, because Carl Urban would get really frustrated with the android dude.
Oh, I remember. Didn't they have that guy from that other cop show, a buddy cop?
From
But
LA
he was
Law.
an android. Well, he was like, okay, he was an android in this, but he was like, he played in another show that ended up getting canceled, where he was with another cop, and there was like humor.
Oh gosh, I don't know, Archer. I don't remember. I'm not looking at it right now, so I don't know.
Because I think I know what show you're talking about.
Just check it. Oh, okay. Yeah, you saw that. Yeah. It's such a bummer that show got ended, because it was a lot of
Got
fun.
ended? You mean ended?
It got ended. Yeah. It done got ended.
Is that even English?
No.
It done got ended. It got
It done
ended.
got ended.
It got ended. I didn't realize it was that old.
I think what I meant to say was canceled. Because it
Got
didn't.
ended.
Yeah, it.
No,
I mean,
that needs to be the new thing. Got ended.
I think it
It's
got.
too bad it
They
got
did.
ended.
They did end it. They ended it. All right. But yeah, that was a fun show. Tim, you didn't answer my question about Banshee. If you're still there,
we can't quit until we talk about Banshee.
Does it end decently? Like, do you feel like it had was it solid all the way through? Isn't it 3 seasons long? Maybe. I never made it past the first episode. The only thing I remember about the first episode was an oral sex scene. That's all I remember. That's all I remember. And I didn't even realize that what's-his-face, Homelander, was the main actor in there.
Oh, Anthony Starr?
Mm-hmm. Anthony Starr is in Collateral. Not Collateral, sorry. The Covenant.
He is?
Homelander's in the Covenant, yes. It all gets wrapped up in 4. Okay, cool. Do we have all 4 seasons on Vudu, or just the first 1 or 2?
Didn't he get arrested at one point?
Anthony Starr?
Something happened. Something happened.
He attacked some guy in the bar.
Yeah.
The chef, I
How
think.
about Jonathan Majors talking about people getting arrested?
Oh, I know. Yikes.
Oh, you mean the guy from
Kang?
Yeah.
Literally Kang. Yeah, I'll tell you.
But wasn't all fabricated from the girl?
No, I heard that it wasn't. Well,
no,
I heard they haven't finished the story.
Well, see,
Yeah,
I'm waiting to see what happens, because first I thought he did it, but then I thought, she probably could be lying. And then apparently I heard he called 911, and she was like drunk out of her head, and she just started saying to them that he did that to her or something.
Well, I haven't read into it fully, but some of the things that it indicates that she said to him sounds almost like an abused person. Basically, like it's my fault that you hurt me. That's the tone I'm getting, but I haven't delved very deeply into it. So
see, that's what I want to know, like whether or not did he do it, or was it just a made up lie?
Okay. Well, something happened. I think something definitely happened.
I'm not going to jump to conclusions just yet.
To me, I get the sense that he did it and then tried to cover it up.
And that it sounds like it almost sounds like she's acting like, you know how abused victims a lot of times they'll.
Oh yeah, that's what I was thinking. Amber Heard.
No, a lot of times she sounds like someone who blames herself for what he did to her.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I can't remember her exact wording. It was something about a phone, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was my fault. I took your phone or something, or.
Yeah, I don't know. So
it honestly
it was
sounds
my fault
like it was
I took
a bit
your
of
phone.
both, because some of the videos apparently showed like she was also at fault, but like some of them also show that he was at fault. So it's probably like
because he called 911. Why would you call 911 on yourself when you abuse somebody?
But that's not true. A lot of people do it all the time to fake something.
Yeah.
Not when you have the victim there. I don't know.
No, a lot of in domestic instances, a lot of times the abuser coaches the abusee on what to say, and then calls the cops to make sure everything's covered up to create a narrative.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we'll
see.
Find out.
I will try to read more about it.
Marvel's just having a shaky thing going on. Like the actors that they have to replace now.
Well, it's so funny because between Ezra Miller and Jonathan Majors, like neither Marvel nor DC is doing too great with like big name actors. Like
That's the
Ezra
problem.
Miller is like the Flash is like a big part of this of this coming universe, and like Kang is like the next big bad. So
Yeah.
two big people
Hi, Tim. See
are
you
under
later.
fire.
Yeah, and they both got in trouble for something. And now these studios have to do something, but DC's got to keep Ezra Miller for this upcoming.
I heard
Flash
that
movie.
I heard that the Flash movie was good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've heard that too, but it's kind of hard to say how much of that is just. So, like, this is coming out of the CinemaCon, the news we're hearing about how excellent it is, and a lot of times movies can be touted as. Because I was watching Dan Morel,
Merle.
his Merle, what Dan? I was watching Dan, and
See, Dan,
Anyway,
Dan,
You see,
Hey,
back in
Dan,
my day, there was just a guy named
sometimes-
Dan.
Dirty Dan.
stuff that
No,
comes
I'm
out of
Dirty Dan.
CinemaCon, it's hyped as being really good, but maybe that's just because of the excitement. I don't know.
Mhm.
Who knows?
I don't know.
I don't know how to feel about going to see that movie just because of what
I'm not gonna
Well,
see it just
Ezra
because I
Miller
feel like I
did.
have to see it.
I liked him as the Flash, but after all that crap that happens, like what?
Well, there's
That's
all
kinda
sorts
how
of
I feel
really
about it.
it's all sorts of
I
really
agree.
weird crap that's coming out about him. And the
And a
one of the
girl?
first things that came out was about him. Okay, he was choking a fan and he threw her to the ground. So I watched that
Violent.
video. I watched that video and it didn't quite look, it looked like, I almost thought they were just playing, because he had his hands around her, and this throwing her to the ground, he was guiding her down to the ground. He didn't throw her to the ground. I watched it multiple times and he looked like so I was like, I don't know. Maybe they were just playing. Then other stuff was coming out about weird things, and I was like, what the hell is up with this guy? And grooming and
Oh no,
Yeah,
yeah, grooming
I
minors.
don't know,
Yeah, I
it's-
heard he was. Yeah, no.
And then he took a girl or something that was young.
he's got
No,
something's wrong. I don't know what the
It's
heck.
almost as if actors are self-centered pieces of shit.
You think?
What? No.
This is news to me. My mind is blown. Anyway,
At least,
whatever.
actor Jared Leto has not been accused of anything yet.
I think he
That
has.
means they can make a second Morbius movie.
Did you see the picture that Simon put in the private chat?
No, I didn't. I meant to click on it.
Go
Hold on, let
look
me
at it. It's,
Oh,
it's
yeah,
Jared
him and
Leto
that.
going to the Met Gala.
In
Oh
a
my
cat
goodness.
suit? Is he wearing a cat suit?
Yes.
Arturo, what's your favorite movie?
Oh my God!
Yeah,
No.
Jared Leto's always been kind of the punchline to me. I don't know about
Oh,
you
he's
guys.
a
Really?
riot. It's so funny. Not even like
Laugh
him
at.
in his movies, but he himself is hilarious.
I don't know. I've it to laugh at. I don't know if I
Yeah,
don't know
that's,
that much
no, that's
about
what I
him.
mean. Oh yeah, no, that's what I mean.
Like I've seen him. He takes himself super seriously.
Yeah, because he
Which,
has
like-
an actual music career too, which I think is kind of funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think my
Like that's the stuff I've read about. Like I don't look too much into this stuff. I've read about like in music where he'll like get upset when people aren't into his show and shit. And be like a prima donna, which is just like
Jared Leto
opposite of rock and roll.
the new Madonna.
Prima
no,
donna.
like a prima donna.
Oh, prima. I thought you said the
Oh,
new Madonna. I was
no,
like, oh
prima
no.
Uh,
donna.
No, you know, like 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 a diva, which you
Yeah.
know, like not rock star at all, like opposite of a rock.
Like not what you would
Hey,
expect
Jeff.
Jared Leto's Morbius to be.
Kind
Oh,
of what
that
I would
was-
expect Jared Leto to be. I don't know. I first saw him in Fight Club as the pretty blonde boy, and I'm kind of
Oh,
like, I think
didn't
that's
I
kind of
didn't
who he
know that.
really is. I think he's the pretty blonde boy from Fight Club. I think
he
that
was in
Yes,
Panic
yeah.
Room.
That was Panic Room was the first movie I noticed him in as an actor. I'd totally forgotten that he was in Urban Legend.
I think I first noticed him in Requiem for a Dream.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, that movie. I'm staying away from that one.
Oh,
You ever seen it?
No.
Okay.
No.
His
I've
arms are
heard
all
about it.
fucked
I've heard about it. You've talked about it plenty.
Oh, it's an
And I've
He
heard
just
how
keeps on
just
doing this until it's all like rotted, and he's just like, I gotta just keep. I
Don't
gotta
fucking
keep
spoil it, for fuck's sake, Colin.
so
But
basically.
yeah,
what happened-
I introduced that movie to two of my meddler friends.
Yeah,
like,
you
sort of
said.
big, burly, leather jacket wearing, sort of hairy guys. And
Yeah.
by the end of the thing, they were completely sunk into the
Yeah.
sofa. It was hilarious.
so depressing. Sounds so depressing.
And that's
Ugh.
actually probably the happier story, because then one of the other dudes is black, and he ends up in a racist.
You like to
Southern-
spoil everything, okay?
Well, basically, what
Never
happens?
watch it.
It's all about people with drug addiction, and I just
It's all because
generally
of
have
big
no
soda.
interest.
They're carbonated drinks.
That's what it is. It's all the fault of non-carbonated.
So I was looking at the music in 2013, and this really ages the year.
Was it
It's the year of
Jared Leto's
Blurred
music?
Lines,
Oh,
Miley Cyrus's Wrecking Ball,
No
Oh.
way.
and
Oh,
Harlem
God.
Shake.
Ooh, the Harlem Shake. Dude, that was one of the few times, like, I found the Harlem Shake on YouTube in, like, 2012, and I was, like, blasting it, and then it got popular, and I was like, I'm hip!
You're like, damn it, now it's popular.
Like,
I don't know if
never-
I've ever
believe me
heard
I
that
listened
one.
to it before it was popular.
I never
sure you
know
have.
about shit before
let
it
me
gets
see.
popular.
I'll,
That
I'll
was
look
just
it up.
random
See.
luck. I love the
I'm
Harlem
not
Shake.
super huge into
Is that-
music, so I'm.
Is
Oh, I
that
love
when
Jack.
Miley Cyrus did that odd thing?
Not in the
on
music, that
stage?
explains why you like Aha.
Ha 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 ha. Yes, Arturo, that really nasty dance she had with that
Yeah.
guy, and his
Oh, Fall Out
wife,
Boy was
his
popular.
wife at the time, it was Paula Patton. She's the one who played in Deja Vu, Mission Impossible, Rogue Nation, and also that other film we recently watched.
2013 was a massive year. For
They're not
music.
together anymore. Apparently, he's a piece of crap.
Oh.
So I'm gonna look up. You say it's called Harlem Shake? What?
Yep.
Yeah. And
You'll
it's kinda
know it
like
when you
a
hear it.
meme.
Okay.
It's like, videos of it. It's kind of like a meme viral thing where, like,
Just like one person dancing in the middle of the floor, and then the beat, the
And the
drop
beat
comes
drops
in.
and everybody's.
and then everyone's dancing. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was trended for like a month or whatever.
Damn it,
you
we
know.
spoiled the Harlem Shake.
Oh, I'm looking at the one
Look
that
at
I
the
pulled
original
up. The original
and brought it
Army
back.
edition. Is that? Wait, which one? All these different things claim to be the original. Which one is?
I'll
the
link it in chat.
Okay.
You linked
Well,
that.
a lot of
Look at
people
all
did
of
it.
this.
Yeah.
I'll link this real quick. Look how many. Like, 2013 was a massive year for music. I'm looking at this and like I know all of these songs.
Well, that's
Oh, Radioactive. Oh, wow.
Oh, that's when it came out. Welcome to the new age.
I definitely don't know all of those songs. I know Royals, so.
Oh,
We
and
will
wait,
never be one.
and Taylor Swift. What if Taylor Swift album? Taylor Swift's album came out in 2013.
You
The
guys
Red
seen
album? That's awesome.
South Park Stan's dad is the really secretly lord, and like him writing Royals. It's such a
Wait,
funny
what?
scene.
Have you seen the thing where it's Eric Cartman's voice actor singing Oh, Poker Face? Have you seen this?
Okay,
So
Simon.
funny.
Maybe?
Simon, I don't think I've heard that before. The Harlem Shake.
Weird.
I know.
Were you on the internet back then?
I absolutely was.
We were on the internet back then.
Yep.
Yeah, it
We
was
were
pretty
all
popular.
on the internet.
Yeah.
Every single person.
Yeah, I'll post it in chat. This is like the funniest thing you see. You can skip into it a little bit. It's so funny if you've ever seen South Park. So funny.
Is it
How
like
long
this
is it?
It's the length of the duration. It's literally him singing Poker Face. So like skip to like halfway through and just listen to it because it's so funny.
Okay. Okay.
So funny.
Oh,
Okay. Hold on.
oh, this is from a video game. The video game.
Oh
right?
yeah,
Harlem Shake was like the no. Well, I
I remember that.
I completely missed it. I guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that was a big year for. Wait, the Maroon 5 album.
I love it.
Which one?
The Overexposed, I think, was 2013. And that's was 2012. Like One More Night, that one, and Daylight, that album came out that year, I think.
There's definitely a lot of songs on here. I definitely don't recognize.
I know almost all of these. But
Yeah.
I'm also like.
The Walking Dead was still going on.
What?
I love that.
What just happened? Wait a minute.
Apparently Zendaya put out an
We
album in
might have to
2013.
Really?
Mhm.
She's a singer too.
Boom,
Yep.
boom, boom. I love that.
What about Coldplay?
Oh, I wish. Okay.
I don't know about Coldplay.
They had Paradise for 2011.
Oh well, that dang that
Oh,
the
no.
song is that old.
Paradise.
Crap.
Paradise.
Oh, Gangnam Style came out 2012.
Oh wow, Demons came out in 2013. I really like that song.
Isn't that more of a depressing song?
It is, but I really like it. It's a good
It's
song.
about fighting what, cancer in a sense?
No, not
No, it's
necessarily.
just it's just a sad. It's a sad. Oh, Die Young by Kesha came out.
Yeah,
Some Night by Fun.
Look, okay, so hold on. I want to take issue with Simon ragging on Aha.
I was joking. I'm just teasing.
Or are you?
Applause by Lady Gaga.
I remember I can always do this.
Oh no, stop. That don't do
Keep
that.
doing
That's
it. I want to
nasty.
see it. We could either do that, get Sin to cringe, or we could just talk about Colin being a serial killer.
No.
Poor Colin.
What
I
is
didn't
it?
really. I haven't kept up with music this last decade or two.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, neither have I.
I'm just looking through.
I think
Like-
because of the internet and recommendation engines, there isn't any sort of big music movements anymore.
Yeah,
Everyone's just in kind of their own thing.
yeah.
Everybody
Yeah.
does what they want in music now. Music is kind of like, oh, what? My computer just fell.
And I'm
My
like the old fart that's oh these stupid music these days is terrible.
Stale by Owl Nation came out. Wow.
Oh no.
Yeah.
What? 2013? Are
Wake
you
Me
sure?
Up by Avicii came out too.
Wait,
yeah.
wait.
Wait, that's what it says is the top 100. Maybe it's not. But let me
What?
look.
That song feels like that song is so much older than
Oh,
2013.
sorry, it was 2011.
Okay, because I noticed that song in an episode of Longmire, and I know that was before 2013. So that okay.
Oh, you mean Sale?
Yeah, you know that song.
The one where those girls did a one.
Well,
for
that was like a parody. That was a joke.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but that parody was funny.
it was funny.
Sale.
Let's see what music came out in 2013. Kanye West. Uh-oh. Nuh-uh.
Wait, did somebody
Right.
say?
Thank you.
Wait. Oh, I lost it.
What did somebody say? What?
Oh, I had it all primed up and now it's gone. I had my little playlist. I don't even know where did it all go?
Radioactive by Imagine Dragons.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah,
mentioned
we
that
were
when I
talking about
looked, and
Get
also
Lucky by Daft Punk.
Oh, that was a hit.
Yeah, that was the one.
never heard of that.
That was a hit. Hang on.
I can't tell you've never heard this song. This song is so good.
Colin, don't do that. Colin.
Oh, copyright.
Don't do
Colin,
that.
stop.
It'll get flagged.
Oh,
Yeah,
It'll
copyright.
get deleted.
my bad.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
My bad.
He's trying to sabotage.
She's up all night to the sun. I love that song.
I may have heard that one.
Such an interesting night.
I know. We ended the movie stuff way early.
I
Yeah.
wonder if any of the Moonfall soundtrack came from.
Oh,
2013.
geez. What is it with you and Moonfall? Come on.
This is a joke. The first time you actually wanted to walk out of the movie theater.
No, the first time was the Green Knight. That was the
What is
first
that?
Okay,
time.
but you didn't fully walk out.
Well, I didn't. I didn't
Moonfall.
walk out of Moonfall either, but I
You just
was
really wanted
really
to.
close to. Yeah, I wanted to work instead.
Rather do it's it's bad if you want to work instead of of
Well,
watching a
that's
movie.
true. I mean, I'm fortunate in the fact that I love my job. So working for me, I mean, it can be stressful, but I enjoy it. But still, you'd think you'd rather watch a movie than actually have to work. Nope. I was like, I could have been working. Anyway.
Yeah, 2022 didn't start off great.
2022. It started off with Moonfall, the greatest movie.
Oh, haha. No, that was that was a bad omen for the year. That's why I was so happy that Megan was as fun as it was.
That
No,
was
yeah.
a really good
2023
movie.
started off really fun. I'm going to rewatch that in preparation for the next live stream with Soundbooth Theater.
Yeah, we
So
need to
you
watch in
actually
front of
did
your.
walk
We
out
need
of
to
Speed
watch it in
too.
front. We need to watch in front of your grandmother because it is a family-friendly movie.
Yeah, let's watch
Nothing
it
bad
next.
happens.
Let's watch it this coming Sunday because my next
Yeah.
live stream is next Wednesday.
Yeah, it's just a family-friendly movie, and
Yeah.
nothing bad happens. Nice doll.
In what movie?
Megan.
Oh,
Megan.
Megan.
It's a
Yeah.
family movie.
So have you guys seen any interesting films this year so far?
I watched Puss in Boots, the greatest movie.
That the second one, the third
Yeah.
one, the second one.
It's the second one.
Yeah,
That
it's
was a
the
good
second one.
movie. I enjoyed that film.
I watched The Raid 2 the other day, and it had some good action.
Was it as
Oh,
good as the
this
first
year.
one?
I watched
Well-
Renfield this year.
To me, it was similar.
Renfield's
Like,
good.
it had really good action, but like ultimately the story, story was fine, but like the action, as good as it wasn't like so amazing. Like nothing. It felt like it was just really brutal and realistic.
Yeah, Mario.
But it wasn't like, oh man, his kicks were like, it wasn't like Bruce Lee or Tony Jaa or Jackie Chan or anything where I'm like, holy shit, he did that. It was just like, oh, that looked really real where he punched him in the face, which is cool, but it gets old. Where like I feel like that's the only trick that the Raid movies have is just, I don't know. It wasn't bad, but I don't really get the high. It's kind of like the John Wick movies. I'm like, yeah, it's fine, but like it's not on Tony Jaa's level to me. That's my
John
opinion.
Wick got old after a while. Yes, Joe and Colin really liked the
okay,
Mario movie too.
oh, yeah,
Mario was
Mario.
fun.
Yeah,
That was
a lot
good.
of fun.
I watched Mario, Ant-Man, John Wick, Creed, Scream, Megan, Dungeons and Dragons, Cocaine
Oh.
Bear, Shazam.
Okay, you've seen
You saw all
several.
those?
I've
Damn.
seen like every single movie. Knock at the Cabin.
Oh yeah,
My,
I actually
saw
liked
was
Knock at the
Mario.
Cabin. Huh?
I didn't watch Magic Mike.
I didn't watch that one either.
Unfortunate.
I haven't
Operation
seen Creed
Fortune
either.
was really good. I don't know if you saw Operation Fortune. That one was really
No, I wasn't impressed with that.
Really? I liked it. It was a funny movie. It was a fun little
Logan,
silly
it
movie.
felt meh for a Guy Ritchie film. It just felt meh, and that
I mean,
was
that's fair.
disappointing to me. I think The Covenant is much better.
It's also two completely different movies.
It is two completely different movies, but Operation Fortune. So I'm comparing it in my brain to The Gentleman
Mario.
and to Snatch.
I was
Wrath of
comparing it to
Man.
more like that one heist movie that I watched. I don't know what it was called. They break into a bank. Oh, Ambulance. I liked Ambulance.
Is that like an official cut from the movie?
Yeah, I think
want
so.
that.
I think he got it from the theater.
What am I looking at? Who is this?
I want
It's Arturo showing the Mario.
Yeah, it actually they ran out of this at the theater.
That's
Oh,
a
Arturo, you got to give it back.
Oh no.
Is that the popcorn?
Yeah.
oh, that's awesome.
Okay, did you guys watch Ambulance? I feel like I've mentioned this multiple times.
So-
did anybody watch Ambulance?
I didn't because Jake Gyllenhaal. That was a trailer. that
You watched The Covenant, so now I think you have to
okay,
watch
I know,
Ambulance.
But what I was going to say is, I saw the trailer for Ambulance not long after I had seen The Guilty with Jake Gyllenhaal, and I was so just completely turned off by him. And I was like, if he's going to play the same character, like I still couldn't stand the sound of his voice. When I saw the trailer for Ambulance, I was like, nope, not going to watch it. But I was able to watch him in Prisoners. He was fine. And he was good in The Covenant, so maybe I'll go back and watch Ambulance.
Go watch Ambulance. It was
Yeah.
very good.
I mean, like
Good.
Takes a
he's
fun.
an actor as long as he's not screaming 24/7.
I hated his character
He
so much.
he
in
only
Guilty.
screamed once in
Gosh.
Spider-Man.
You said
He
you
screamed
hated
once.
60s 5, right? Sin?
I didn't outright despise it, but there was too much wrong with it to enjoy as much as I was hoping to.
Matt didn't like it, even though Matt likes everything.
That surprises the heck out of me. Matt likes all the things.
D&D was really good, though. I think everybody can
I
agree
did
D&D
like
was a
D&D.
great.
Yes, that was a fun movie. That was really fun.
Looking after
I
we get to
enjoyed the heck
Mario.
out of that film.
Woohoo!
It was filmed about a mile from here.
Yeah, you were saying. That's really cool.
Bo is Afraid. That was a great movie. just zero reaction.
I think Logan likes to do this now just to get a reaction to Sin.
No. I'm not Matt. Come on, get real.
Logan, go see the Halloween Ends review that we did. You can All the reaction from her. That's for
Arturo,
sure.
are you ready? And Arturo, it comes out in 4 days.
Oh, you guys are
Oh,
going to get
yeah,
hit
Guardians.
so hard at the movie theater.
Yep.
Guardians. Oh yeah, we're gonna go see that.
How
Yeah,
about Fast 10?
we're gonna go
I know
see it at
Si- I know
like
Sin's
3
gonna go
something.
see
I think
Fast.
this is going to be the last Marvel
No.
movie I see for a long time.
No.
What? What do you mean no, Sin? You're not.
I
gonna
am
see
not
that?
gonna watch. I haven't watched any of them. I'm not about to start.
It might be mine too, Arturo.
Yeah, I just
Yeah.
I'm getting kind of bored with
Well-
Marvel right now.
I'm interested in
too.
Kang,
Okay, well,
but that's Marty.
Deadpool may be
Oh
one
my gosh,
exception.
Mar-
what?
that's Marvel / Sony.
What
Kang.
is?
Kang?
Oh yeah.
Oh my
Craven.
goodness,
Craven.
Craven! What the hell,
Craven, yeah.
y'all? My brain
Okay,
is
Sin.
fried.
You've heard of the? Are you gonna see the Boogeyman?
I don't know.
It looks interesting. It's kind of
looks
it's got that horror.
Are you gonna see Transformers?
Maybe.
How about Indiana Jones?
Yes. Even though I think
Unfortunately,
it's gonna.
I'll say it.
I think it's gonna
Unfortunately,
suck.
yeah.
The new
Yeah.
Ninja Turtles movie.
That's gonna
No.
suck. The cast is good, but the movie's gonna suck.
I'm not gonna see that.
Mission
one.
Impossible: Dead Reckoning Part 1.
Absolutely,
Oh, of
I will be there
course.
for that one.
I'm
Barbie.
looking at the box office for this year. And number 23, 23rd highest grossing movie, is Titanic.
For
Sin's
this
favorite
year?
movie.
For this year, because
Oh
the
right, because they
stupid
re-released
re-release.
it in
Like,
3D
What the
4K.
heck?
Oh
Come
my
on, get
gosh,
out of here with that
no.
nonsense.
This year is Super Mario and Barbie. That's all.
Yeah,
Oh my
Barbie's gonna be
gosh,
good.
I
And
wanna see
can't.
Barbie.
And what? And Dune. Yeah, Dune.
Oh, and
Meg-
Dune.
um,
sure.
Okay, the Meg.
I'm looking
2
up to
with
see what my
Jason
tickets
Statham.
are.
How about the Meg 2? The Meg 1 was good.
I heard
I
that. was
really
actually
want to
pretty
see the
decent.
Charlie Day movie. You guys,
Which one is that?
that one where it's like he's like a silent actor
He's
in
trying.
Hollywood. Oh, it looks really funny. With Ray
Charlie Day
Liotta.
is Colin's Tyler Durden.
Ray Liotta's who? What? Who is?
Oh,
Charlie
wait,
Day
that's-
is your Tyler Durden.
Oh,
That's that's the movie you got. You guys, someone posted up in the
I
Discord,
did.
right?
With Ray
Yeah.
Liotta's
Okay.
in the preview.
Are
Ray
they making
Liotta, that's
a
right.
10th Saw movie?
I have no idea. I don't
I'm
think
looking
there's
on like a list of American films on Wikipedia, and it says Saw X in November or October.
Oh
Sorry.
my goodness, are you serious?
Oh,
Uh-huh.
they're going back.
So this is a movie I'm going to go see tomorrow, Agent.
Mm-hmm.
And then on May the 4th be with you day, we're going to go see Guardians, Arturo and I.
Nice.
And
Oh.
then on May 25th, I'm going to go see The Machine.
Oh, by the
Awesome.
way,
I gotta see it too.
How about
Except
the
this
upcoming-
one. This one is this is like the Thursday night preview, but they only have one showing, and after that, I think there's like he's doing a 30-minute live stand-up.
Shit.
Awesome.
Yeah, so it's called The Machine. It might be in your area too. The Machine, a theatrical experience, something else with, and he's supposed to show up live. And then on June 7th, Raiders of the Lost Ark,
Sin, are
because
you
I've never
excited
seen that on the big screen.
to see the Trolls movie.
No, absolutely not.
Return of the Jedi is actually being held in a theater.
What?
The Alamo. I
Not in ours. Oh, at the Alamo Draft House.
think? Yeah.
What do you guys think of the new Aquaman movie?
Man.
Do you think it's gonna be good?
I'm not.
I
Gonna
know
watch
Amber
it.
Heard's back. Amber Heard's
Aw.
unfortunately back in it, so it's gonna be terrible.
Black,
but-
Black Mirror season 6 is gonna be.
I haven't even watched season 1.
We talked about it before. I'm excited about
Okay,
it,
Arturo.
even though it's It's hit or
What,
miss.
Arturo, what are you doing?
Arturo, remove Chibi from the picture, please.
Arturo, here, Arturo, two can play that game.
How? What is that?
I'm curious
Can't see
about
it.
What?
the Twisted Metal TV
So damn
show.
bright.
Unfortunately,
Yeah.
I can't see it.
Hold on, I'll fix this.
You can't defeat this.
Aw. Okay.
Oh wait, I can just present. Duh.
What is that? Is that Aurelia laughing?
No.
Those are
Dog,
wild
is it?
dogs barking.
Oh,
Oh,
you're dogs.
Didn't I say last time?
what?
It's like, are those dogs barking? You're like, no, that's Aurelia laughing.
Ah.
And then you're like, was that Aurelia laughing? Like, no, those are
Oh,
dogs.
no, those are dogs. That's funny.
Are they real dogs or women with puppy ears
Yeah.
in your basement?
This has been
Oh
a
my
very
gosh.
interesting night, I gotta say.
Yeah, so okay, so
Right,
I
close
know
the window.
the Barbie movie is generating a lot of buzz. For some reason, people think it looks like it's going to be really awesome.
It is.
And I have just like negative interest in that. Not
Here's
just
her, look, here's my
zero, but
dog.
negative.
Oh man. Well, you don't like Ryan Gosling.
Oh,
Oh
No, I
yeah, that's his dog.
That's
That's
his-
Logan's dog.
Aw.
Look at him! Look at him! He's like an L. He's in the shape of an L. Look at
oh my
him.
gosh!
Aw.
Yes,
Is that's a corgi?
Yeah.
Yeah.
our
Yeah,
dog's like
corgis are
that's
super
enough.
cute.
There's cute.
Corgis
like-
are super cute.
Biggest
Yeah.
troublemaker.
It's not just because it's Ryan Gosling, but it's just also the premise. Just
It's also just
Barbie.
because it's Ryan Gosling.
It's Barbie. Well, when I found out he was cast as Ken, I was like, "What the heck? Are you kidding me?" But just Barbie, I don't know. What's appealing about it? What?
It's
'Cause-
colorful and childlike. It's appealing in the
Yeah,
way Super Mario
yeah,
Bros.
I
was
wish
appealing.
Margot Robbie can star in something that's a big hitter for her because she hasn't been.
Well, this
doing a
might
lot-
be because I feel like a lot of people are excited about Barbie.
But it's just weird. Like I say that half ironically. I say that as like I don't think I'll actually enjoy watching the story, but I feel like I would like that movie to just be playing in the background and like and just like look at it like, oh, that's colorful and pretty. Look at them dancing. That's fun. Like I don't want to like. I'm not getting.
Ma- my friend Matt's going to.
I know, Joe. That's fun.
But yeah,
I was like, "What's appealing about that?" Oh, Margot Robbie is appealing.
I mean, she's
That's
pretty.
She is. She's. I know.
she's
I'd
not
rather
though.
watch.
She's a little bit like for me though. She's a little bit too much like a real like Harley Quinn. Like she's too much like that energy that she plays. I associate her with that Harley Quinn energy that she has a lot. It's like
I liked her in the second Suicide Squad though.
Did
She
you
was
feel
really
that
good.
way about her in Amsterdam?
no, I still need to see Amsterdam.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's an
I heard
excellent
that
movie.
was very.
Okay, it was Logan that saw it, not
I
Colin.
saw it.
Okay.
It was excellent. I have
don't
the
know, I would-
big poster for it. I
I
have
like
like
her. I
would-
just don't think
big-
she's
I
super.
would love to see her play like a very serious role, maybe like in a horror movie or some. I don't know, something else. Besides,
I've
like, all
seen
that.
her. She played in a movie with the dude who played in Doctor Strange. She and Chris Pine.
Chris Pine is not in Doctor Strange.
No, she and this guy that played in Doctor Strange and also Chris Pine.
Oh, I
The
thought you
two
were
of
saying
them.
him, and I was like, Chris
Yeah,
Pine
no.
is not.
He was the
Benedict
guy.
Cumberbatch.
No, not Benedict Cumberbatch. It was the guy. It was the sorcerer guy who turned.
Mortis
The
or
baddie?
something?
What's that? The
He was
one
like
who
Mortis or something?
I don't remember his character's name. He was
Too
the one
many
who turned-
sorcerers.
Yeah, that dude. I think that was him, and he and Chris Pine played in a movie with Margot Robbie, and it was like, it almost seemed like it
Mordo.
was a post-apocalyptic type of film,
Hmm.
and they were caught up in this love triangle with each other or something. She played a completely different type of character in there.
Chiwetel Ejiofor.
What's that?
Chiwetel Ejiofor was who.
Yeah,
played.
that guy. I wasn't even going to
Mordo.
try to pronounce his name. Well, something. I don't know. Yeah.
Mr. Echo, right?
Right, she was.
would think she would
was
be
in-
the-
That's right.
Oh yeah, Sharon Tate though. She was
Mhm.
Sharon Tate.
Yeah, I wish she had done more in Once Upon a Time. Like if they could have maybe used her more. She didn't have a lot of scenes.
Yeah, I remember there were some complaints about that, but
But it wasn't really her story though.
yeah, it
It's like-
wasn't about her, so I didn't really feel like.
I mean, even so, she still had scenes. She still had her scenes.
I was dreading the ending of that movie
Yeah.
so much. I was dreading it, just dreading it, because I thought.
Yeah, I
knew-
remember you talking to your brother
Ugh,
about
I just
that.
didn't
But
want.
then I thought before we even went to see the movie, I thought I sort of heard something.
Okay, well, it shouldn't surprise me because he rewrote history in Inglourious
Inglourious
Basterds.
Bastards, yeah.
So,
why not do it for this?
but I just remember having such a sense of dread. Oh,
Oh, but it was a
ugh.
beautiful ending.
I loved
Such
it.
a beautiful ending.
I loved it. What is this, Logan? This list of American films? What?
Oh, that's just the ones that are coming out this year.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to Craven.
What's the? I
Was
didn't,
anyone aware that there is a Studio Ghibli Spirited Away live on stage?
Yes.
production?
Yeah,
It's
my
theater.
playing
dad's
at our
funny.
theater.
how
Watch
great
that.
it was.
I will be right back.
That
we are
looks
showing it in our
so.
theater, and it's terrible.
I was going to say
Is
that
it?
looks so unappealing.
It's the worst looking thing I can imagine.
But I
I
bet
can't
Matt
imagine
likes
something
it.
worse looking
Yeah,
than
Matt
live
was
on.
watching. I know Matt's gonna probably. Okay, so if it isn't that he's trying to get me to see, it's gonna be Barbie. He's gonna try to get me to see. Right now, it's Little Mermaid. He's trying to get me to see.
Oh,
Oh,
my
you gotta
Next
see
is
that
gonna
one
be
on
Barbie.
God.
It's gonna be Barbie.
This is just
Jimmy.
like the last quarter. Oh, hold
No,
on. Sorry. We're not. Okay, hold on. Man, there's so many movies coming out, y'all.
and there's so much of this cuteness.
Oh, I want to see Hypnotic, and I want to see Knights of the Zodiac, and
Suzumi was really good this year. Have you seen
Suzume?
Suzumi, Logan? Yeah,
Suzume. Yeah.
No, I haven't
Suzume.
gotten to see Suzume yet. I've been meaning
it
to.
was good. Really good, nice animation.
Spider-Man.
Oh yeah,
Maybe
that.
Transformers.
I'm not really as hyped for the new Spider-Man.
Oh,
3D Spider-Man
another
movie.
one I'm really interested to see. I don't know if you guys have seen the trailer to it, but it's a movie called The Blackening.
All right.
Oh,
I gotta head out. It is time
Bye,
for me to
Logan.
go to sleep
Oh,
and get up
yeah,
at
and
6 in
get
the
up.
morning again, per usual.
Oh, yay.
eh.
All right.
See
Have a
ya.
good night, y'all.
Thanks for joining
Bye.
us.
Out.
Thanks for joining us, Logan.
I will join you for 2014.
That's gonna be a
Okay.
lovely year.
Yep. Bye, guys.
Lovely, lovely year. Now it's just Simon and Colin.
The Blackening, Indiana Jones.
When is The Blackening coming out?
It's coming out. Hold on. It's coming out the week before, a couple weeks before Indiana Jones.
On the same day as Asteroid City.
I don't know about that. When I saw the trailer for it, I thought maybe it looked like something I'd be interested in, and then I saw the trailer, and it just, I don't know. It looks weird. It looks weird.
It's Wes Anderson, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
Well, that's typical.
Okay. Well, that's probably why I feel like I probably won't watch it. I'm not interested in Oppenheimer either, even though a lot of people are.
I might go see that because it's got a lot of like casts I like. It's got Emily Blunt. It's got Robert Downey Jr. It's got even Florence Pugh. It's got her in it.
Okay. Haunted Mansion. Maybe Sympathy for the Devil.
What about Blue Beetle?
I actually, yes, am probably going to see that. That looked pretty interesting. The Last Voyage of the Demeter.
Oh, I want to see that.
Definitely going to see that.
Good.
That was in my top 10 most anticipated. What, Simon?
I was going to say, what do you think of Zolo Mariduena?
Who?
I think his name. Zolo Mariduena, the guy from Cobra Kai.
Which guy?
I
mean, what character does he play?
The one that in the first series he's with Cobra Kai. I cannot remember his name. Is
he the kid that was going with Danny's daughter, and then he turns into a little asshole at the end?
Yep.
Okay, what about him?
He's Blue Beetle.
No.
Yeah.
No, that's him. I totally didn't recognize him. Hold on a second. He's grown up. Wait a second. Hold on. I had no clue that was him.
That's the main reason I want to watch it.
Well, now I want to watch it even more.
How do you pronounce his name? Zolo?
I'm not
Mariduena?
sure. Is it Xolo? Yeah, probably.
It's the surname I've got a problem with. That little accent above the N.
Oh, Dwayne. Oh, with the tilde above the N, it's Inye.
Mm-hmm.
So
Gotcha.
Mariduena. Yeah, Mariduena.
Cool.
Interesting. I had no clue. And probably if I went to go watch it, it would probably bug the heck out of me as to who he is because he would look familiar, but I wouldn't put it together because he's several years older. Yeah. A kid. Yeah. Wow. Okay. I finally did I tell you I finally finished Cobra Kai season 1?
You did when you getting the videos up.
I don't know. I got to edit them. And I sat down and I watched 9 and 10 together, just one sitting. So the last video will be just the final 2 episodes. And I was wondering when Martin Cove would show up, and He showed
Right
up at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I couldn't remember if
Miguel, that was his character name.
Miguel. I liked him until towards the end, and then the abrupt character shift. I know why they wrote him, but it felt like it was just all too. I don't know. It felt a little bit too rushed. That big change in his character.
Well, that's the beauty of the writing in Cobra Kai. You could kind of go back and forth on whether or not you like the characters.
Yeah, but like what I mean is, well, yeah, obviously, but what I'm referring to is it felt like the way they wrote him there was a little bit too abrupt. It felt like it was that was just a little bit too, like maybe we needed another episode or two, and then it would have felt a little bit more natural that he ended up that way.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's good. I like season 1. So
awesome.
Yep.
You shouldn't do every single episode. You should maybe do 2 or 3 at a time. Maybe even just 2 parts, or even just the whole season. It's only like what, 5 hours long?
You mean like record a reaction that's 5 hours long? Is that what you
Not
mean?
a reaction that's 5 hours long. Just do a review.
Oh, a review. Yeah. It's so time consuming to do reactions.
Yeah, that's why I'm not really doing
those
too much
types
of it anymore.
of reactions anyway.
I do want to at least finish Steins Gate though. I do want to do that because we started that.
I'm so behind on that. But yeah, I really enjoy. I think I mentioned, maybe I mentioned something in the commentary after I was done. Okay, with Chibi. About how I found it interesting that the writers were able to take a character that you didn't necessarily like from the first movie and turn him into someone that was actually one of the more interesting characters in the whole show.
Totally.
Like how they did with Peacemaker.
Yeah.
I compared it to that because Peacemaker, I couldn't stand him in Suicide Squad. Obviously,
well, he was good up until that point when he.
Well, but he was still kind of, I don't know. He just wasn't. He wasn't super compelling, but they were able to take that character and turn him into one of the most interesting parts about his show was his character.
Well, showing why he's an asshole kind of humanizes him.
Yeah, exactly. So, anyway, I'm curious to see where it goes. Is it going to be 6 seasons or 5? I can't remember.
I can't remember either.
Okay.
I think this is the last season coming up.
Okay, so it hasn't come out yet. Martin Cove showing up was great, but there are even better character additions later. Daniel is the only character I haven't gone back and forth on and hated him the entire series. Yeah, so Danny is he has these moments where he's okay, and then he just acts like a little asshole again. It's like, what the heck? But yeah, Martin Cove. So, Martin Cove's character, I forgot his character's name, but they were talking about. Okay. Is he real? Has his character died? Or is he Okay, they were talking about someone that had died. And I thought they were talking about Johnny's previous coach. So when Martin Cove shows up, is he actually alive? Or is he just dead and
he's alive.
Okay.
I'm trying to think who's.
Maybe they were referring to Mr. Miyagi, but I thought they were referring to the guy who previously owned Cobra Kai, like the other owner. I thought that's who they were talking about, John Kreese. Okay. And I mentioned I mentioned in the video reaction that I did how I remember when we saw Martin Cove when they were at our Comic-Con and I went to their panel, how sickly he looked. He actually looked to me like he was someone that had cancer. Yeah. And very frail, very, very skinny. And yet he doesn't look at all like that in like when he shows up at the end. And we went to when did Cobra Kai first come out? What year? Do you remember?
God, it would have been 2013, 14.
Okay, because when they came to our place, when was it, Arturo? Was it 18 or 17?
2018, I think.
Because 2019 was the last one. Wait, that's when Cobra Kai.
May 2nd, 2018.
Okay, so when I saw him, it had just recently come out. It was a big deal. I don't remember if the second season had come out yet or was in the works, whatever. But I think when they came to our area, our Comic-Con, I went to their panel, and so that would have been 2018. And that was when I noticed how terribly skinny he looked. And Kevin Conroy was very, very, very skinny.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
maybe it was the cancer. He looked really, really.
I mean, how long was he dealing with it?
For a few years, I think.
Yeah.
He never
I
said.
just-
He was like Chadwick Boseman. He didn't bring it up to
Yeah.
anybody.
But Martin Cove, I couldn't find out anything about it. So then I was like, well, maybe he'd recently been sick, or maybe it's just my imagination. But
Yeah, it could have been just you haven't seen him in a long time and he got old.
yeah, but I mean, when I see him on screen, he doesn't look that way. When he
Yeah.
showed up at the end of Cobra Kai season 1, he did not look that way he looked when I saw him on stage.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Hold on. Okay. An actor from Cobra Kai did die from cancer, but it's not a major character.
Yep.
In real life, okay.
hmm
Well, now I'm curious.
It's kind of woven into the plot, so don't
Okay.
look it up.
Okay. All right, I won't. What season does it happen in?
2 or 3, I think.
Okay. Another character that he started off kind of funny the way he acted, and now he's a little shit, is the Mohawk guy.
Hawk. Yeah. He's my favorite character out of everyone.
Oh my gosh. What a complete role reversal for
Mhm.
him.
Get a little bit of power and starts abusing it.
Yeah. That's true. The bully becomes the bully.
Hurt people hurt people.
Yeah, that's true.
So, before we wrap it up, is there anything you want to conclude here?
I don't know. I can't think of anything. I feel like my brain is just firing on fumes right now.
Colin, do you have anything to say about Asteroid City?
Oh,
Sin
yes.
isn't sure she's going to watch it.
Yeah. I saw the trailer and I'm not, I don't know.
Asteroid City, the movie
Mhm.
Yeah.
for 2014.
No,
Sorry. We're
this
talking
year.
about this year.
The upcoming
movie.
Wes Anderson movie.
Oh, of course, yes. I want to see that movie for sure. It's going to be a good year for film, I think, this year.
There's a lot of films I'm interested to check out. I hope they'll be
I think it'll be a good
halfway
year.
as good as they look.
That's like my top 3 is the Charlie Day movie, Asteroid City, and Dune, which I just think of the new Wes Anderson movie, but Asteroid City.
Remind me
There's
the
a-
Charlie Day movie. Sorry.
I still don't even know the title because I just saw the trailer I had just heard he's working on a movie, and I didn't even know it was coming out this year until I saw the trailer. But it's just
Fool's Paradise.
Fool's Paradise. That's it. Yeah, Fool's Paradise, Asteroid City, and Dune. I think without having not seen them, I think they're going to be classics that I would like to own. Like I think they look really good.
Okay.
So yeah, I do want to say I have a recommendation.
Oh, for 2014.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me start my new notepad
Okay.
about 2014.
Recommendation. Forget all my other recommendations. Forget about them.
Okay.
They don't matter.
Okay.
Any recommendation after this, I don't know what I'm talking about because I have one recommendation. If you ever watch anything I recommend, please watch this.
Okay.
It's
I can't promise, but go tell me.
It is my favorite, and that goes for Arturo and Simon. This is and anyone.
Aren't you going to let us guess?
You can guess. It's not a movie though; it's a TV.
Oh, okay.
A show, but how long is it? How many seasons?
It's an anthology, so each season is self-contained.
American Horror Story?
No.
Okay.
Fargo.
Oh,
The
Fargo.
TV
I've heard
series?
good things about Fargo.
I think it's the best drama series there is. I think it's like if Game of Thrones hadn't had such a crappy ending, that would be my all-time pick. But because of the ending of Game of Thrones, I give it to Fargo. And I just can't go on enough about how much I like it. And I just beg you guys to watch the first episode of the first season. Because if that doesn't pull you in, that's fine. I can't, but at least watch the first episode of the first season. It's got Billy Bob Thornton, Bob Odenkirk, Martin Freeman, and it's just so it's just like the movie in the tone is dark and comic, and it's dangerous and mysterious, and you never know what's going to happen. It's got great acting. It's badass and funny. And
It's this old? It's as
I
old as
wouldn't-
2014.
Yeah, and season 5 is being filmed right now.
Okay,
I
so
would
then
never have imagined you'd like quirky murders.
No, it's perfect. It's right up my alley. And that's the best thing, is that each season is its own story that doesn't really, you don't have to see any of the seasons to make, for each season to make sense. Like, they're all self-contained. There's tiny little connections, like, oh, this character was in this one, and then you see him in a scene in the other season when he's older, but it's not like you have to have seen him. It's more like a little Easter egg if you have seen all of them. But really, it's just each season's its own thing.
stands on its own. Okay.
It completely stands on its own. And the first 2 seasons, I think, are like my 2 favorite seasons of any show ever. Season 3 and season 4 are awesome. Like, compared to the first 2, they're not as good, but compared to all other TV shows, they're great. If that makes sense. Like, I think the first 2 seasons are better than the 3rd and 4th, but it's like 3 and 4 are still better than almost every.
Where is it?
They're all on Hulu. They're all on Hulu.
On Hulu. Okay.
So just check it out. Oh, you've gotta watch. The show is one of those shows that I've watched the whole series 3 times, and every time I just, like, right now thinking about it, like, I want to go watch it. It's so absorbing. It's so absorbing. Like, I feel like if you're not sucked in by the first episode, I can't recommend it any better than just the first episode should suck you in. And then the whole season's awesome. And then the second season is so awesome in a different way. It's like got a different tone, but it's similar, but it's not like it just retreads. It's like a whole new thing. And it's just, oh my God. So please, 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 this is my only recommendation. It's on Hulu. All the seasons are on Hulu. Just watch the first episode of the first season. And it's like, oh man, Billy Bob Thornton, like, yeah, that's his name, Billy Bob Thornton.
Yeah, Billy Bob Thornton. Mm-hmm.
I've always liked him, but after this, I'm like, ooh, Billy Bob's like, he showed me another level to his acting. Like the villain he plays is one of the coolest, most interesting villains in any show. And you just never know where it's going, but you want to keep watching the whole time. It's totally unpredictable. So I just can't recommend it enough. It's like, I like it more than anything.
How about how long are the seasons? Like, how many episodes?
I believe they're all 10 episodes.
Okay.
And each episode's about 45 minutes. I think it aired on FX.
Oh, okay.
Even though it aired on FX, like, it's violent. There's violence and cursing. It feels like an R-rated film, and it feels really cinematic. It doesn't feel like you're watching a show.
Do you have to have watched the movie to enjoy this show? Okay.
Not at all.
Yeah,
'Cause
that's what I was
years.
asking,
It's been
because
years since I've seen it, and what year did Fargo come out?
I thought it was like
96.
96, but
Because
Yeah.
I think when I watched it, I was pregnant with you.
There is one.
I remember watching it and I was pregnant.
There's one little connection in season 1 to the movie, but again, you don't have to have seen the movie. I don't know if you remember the movie at the end, like Steve Buscemi buries like a case full of cash, and like in the middle of the snow.
I don't remember much. I just
Oh,
remember
yeah.
the wood chipper, and I remember Frances McDormand's acting. Let me see when it came
I
out.
have not seen the original movie, so that's why I'm asking. Do I need to watch? the
No,
movie?
you don't need to at all. No, there's the only plot.
Original movie is worth watching though.
Oh, it's absolutely.
Yeah,
worth watching.
like
But no, there's
I-
no, none of the plot connects. I'll say one thing though: is in the original movie, one of the characters buries a suitcase of money, and then he ends up dying, and so the money's just, you never know what happens to it. And in the show, one of the characters finds the money, and so you're like, oh, okay, that's what happened to that money. But it's not like you have to see the movie. It's just a little connection. That's the only thing. But it's so good. Oh my God. It's like, just talking about it, I feel like I want to go start watching it like for the 4th time through, which I don't know of any other dramatic series I would watch 4 times through. Like,
Well,
it's so good.
Okay.
this
Maybe
would be better than
Arturelia
Game of Thrones, Sam.
It is. Oh yeah. It really
might-
is.
Get
I
me
mean,
started on Game of Thrones.
This was the decade it was going on, actually.
Well, this was when it was still good, 2014.
Yeah, so just think about the past, think about the good times.
I think.
And then you
So
just
okay,
meditate.
so you said you don't have whatever else you suggest, just
forget about it.
forget
Watch
about
Fargo.
it. So you have no other suggestions at all as far as movies
Nope.
for
Just watch
2014?
Fargo.
Oh, well, then I guess we're
Oh
going to have
my
to look up.
gosh! Hold
Every
on.
year after this is Fargo until you watch one episode of Fargo. And then I'll recommend something else.
I gotta
wouldn't mind
remind myself.
rewatching The Fury. I wouldn't mind rewatching that
Oh,
again.
that was 2014. Was Fury?
Yep.
Okay,
And
I
also Hunger
really,
Games.
I really
Simon, do
like
you
that
think-
movie.
Based on my
Sorry.
recommendation, are you gonna maybe?
Yeah, but I've got so much to watch. So
Alright,
the next
cool.
Planet of the Apes,
I gotta
Arturo.
get it on
Oh
your list.
yeah.
It's so good. Fargo is the best thing. And I didn't even plan this, but I'm wearing my Hansi shirt. He's my favorite character from the series, season 2.
Oh,
Played by
gosh.
Zahn McClarnon. You know Zahn.
Oh, him. He was
That's
in.
Zahn.
He was in Doctor Sleep.
Yeah, that's Zahn. It's a
I
scene
like
from the
him.
show where he's
Is he the Indian guy?
yeah.
Yes, I
the
love
badass
him so
Indian. That's
much.
he's
have you
got
picked up
an
a
AR.
review for that yet? Dr. Sleep?
No, I recorded it, but I haven't edited it yet because I put up the
Yeah.
review for Keeping Faith first.
Cool.
Because I think I
Hansi.
recorded that before. But yeah, so Doctor Sleep, I saw Doctor Sleep. I saw the theatrical version, and then I saw the director's cut. And that's why I
Alright.
waited before I recorded because I wanted to talk about both of them. I can't see him very well. I can only see like
No,
it
it's
looks
his,
like
well, it's
these
his, I was trying
letters.
to get his name. It's Hansi, Hanzi.
Okay.
And he's shooting an AR-15. It's a shot
I've
out
liked
of the
him
show.
in everything I've seen him in. So
He was in
look forward to-
Longmire.
Yes, that's the
Like,
first time I noticed him.
Wasn't he like a little bit annoying in that at first? Or-
He was annoying, but he wasn't.
little hard
He
ass.
wasn't an asshole.
Just
He
a hard
was.
ass.
He was like, this is my jurisdiction, and he was gonna like follow these, But
Like,
then
yeah.
throughout the series, they would work together on things, and they would
Yeah.
each. I really like the dynamic between them, and I loved his character in there so much. So
Oh yeah, Joe.
He's
definitely-
I wonder like what type of like Native American is he?
he's a mixture of different things.
I've read that he's actually half Irish and half.
Yeah, he's got-
because
But
Native
he looks
Americans
he looks
usually
more
don't have,
Indian.
that real bony, angular look is more European than Native American. Native Americans
Really?
have typical, wider, broader
okay.
noses and faces. So
I always thought he was a Native American.
well,
Well, he's half
he
Native,
is. Yeah.
I don't know his tribe. I've read it.
That's
but
what I was wondering. Like, wonder what tribe.
You tried to watch Doctor Sleep. Ha ha ha. I actually really enjoyed Doctor Sleep
That was
a
good.
lot.
And I liked it how they tied it with the movie.
Yeah, Arturo
kinda.
Arturo watched it too when we went to go visit family. So yeah, that was enjoyable. Okay, I'm just trying. Do you have any recommendations, Simon?
Something you've probably already seen. Edge of
Okay.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, we
yes,
should-
Live, Die, Repeat.
we could rewatch
I,
that. Again.
I love that movie. I've only seen it like twice, I think.
It's got Emily Blunt. I really like Emily Blunt.
The RoboCop remake.
Yeah, I saw that.
Ugh.
I actually enjoyed it. Okay, I
Yeah?
think probably because I like Joel Kinnaman, so I don't know how much of it was that or it was all right. But I'm not super into RoboCop anyway.
Yeah. I thought it tried to do what the original did, but just it was completely defined by the age rating.
By the what?
2013. Yeah, I mean,
the
sorry,
age rating.
PG-13.
Oh, the age.
certificate.
Oh, it was
Yeah.
PG. Oh, okay.
Guys, we've talked about
Second recommendation, Whiplash.
Oh, I don't know.
Didn't like it?
No. I haven't seen it, but because just the subject matter sounds, I don't know.
What is that about? I've heard of it.
It's about an overbearing drum teacher in
Yeah.
a jazz school.
Oh,
Dude.
my friend has been mentioning to watch that.
Dude who played in Top Gun Maverick as Rooster played the student.
Yeah, and the teachers, the guy from
Mhm.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man, yeah.
J.K. Simmons.
Yeah, I like him.
Mhm.
Me too.
He's funny.
We've talked about
Sabotage, Arnold Schwarzenegger
Ex-
movie.
Ex Machina. You guys have seen Ex Machina?
Ex Machina, yeah.
Machina? You've seen
Yeah.
that? You've seen
Oh,
it?
X-Men: Days of Future Past. I actually wouldn't mind rewatching that. That was good.
Wait, so
Final recommendation. Oh, go ahead.
Ex Machina was 2014? Is it that
Yeah.
old?
Simon, have you seen Ex Machina?
I have indeed, yeah. I love Alex Garland movies.
Me too.
Okay, and what was that, Simon?
My final recommendation is The Grand Budapest Hotel, my favorite
Oh,
Wes Anderson
Oh,
movie.
I've
I
seen
think we've
that.
seen that.
Okay, yeah. I think that's one of
Does
the
it have Tim
three
Roth?
best.
Nope.
It's got the
Ralph
girl
Fiennes.
from
Ray
Ray
Fiennes.
Fiennes, yeah.
Okay, is he the bellhop?
He's the
No,
the
that's Tony
hotel. Yeah.
Ravrioli or something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's the bellhop.
Got the girl from that See How They Run.
Saoirse Ronan.
Is that her name?
I'm wondering
Oh, her. Yeah.
It's got
I
her.
like her.
Asteroid City is gonna break into his top 3. It looks like it's right up. It could be one of his top 3 films. I'm excited for it. I think Moonrise.
Alita Battle Angel, director and star, are in talks for a potential sequel.
Yeah, I saw that. I hope it happens. Oh,
Let's
Simon,
Arturo.
have you
baby.
still haven't seen Men yet by Alex Garland?
I have not.
I still can't find it streaming. I think it's on something I don't have.
I heard that movie's weird.
Do you want me to link you to a site in the Seven Seas?
You could. I mean, I might give it a try. Sometimes I don't do that very often because the ads mess the flow up. I don't know if it's like that for you, but for me, the ads keep popping up.
Well, this one, there are pop-up ads when you're like clicking through, when you click
Right.
stuff. But once you get the movie going, it's perfect.
I'll try it. Yeah, if you want to post the link, I'll try it. I used to find, I used to know sites that could do that, and then it's like you use it enough, and it falls apart, and then they become crappy.
Yeah.
You got to find a new one. So I eventually gave up. But yeah, that would be a good one. Especially because anymore, it's like when we do these talks, especially, I'll be like, oh, I do want to watch that movie, and then I can't find it anywhere.
Oh, yeah.
Like
and
whenever I want to watch it, or I don't want to watch it, it's on Netflix and HBO, and then when I look for it, it's gone. So I wish,
yeah.
one of those sites might be useful.
The Purge Anarchy. I'm just looking through.
I'll put it in this private chat.
Cool. Thank you, dude.
Well, I've seen Purge Anarchy.
I got a new show to watch. I don't know if you guys are interested. I didn't even know about this or have heard about it, but Copenhagen Cowboy on Netflix is a new Nicholas Winding Refn show, and it's apparently a stylish thriller. So I'm gonna go watch that tonight. I'm gonna save this.
Yeah,
Just
there's a lot
compiling.
of 2014 movies.
There's a lot, but there's not a lot that's jumping out at me as something that I'm.
Because the
super
majority of
interested
them
in.
we've seen already.
No, we have not seen the majority of them. There's a lot of movies. The
Well,
Expendables
the big
3,
ones
I don't think I
we've
ever
seen.
saw that
the
one.
big ones we've seen.
Fargo.
Uh,
I almost don't want to put a preview
Okay,
up
okay.
because I don't want the preview to
Colin, calm down. Just
I feel like
take a deep breath.
the
Take a deep
preview
breath.
won't do it justice, no matter.
I won't watch the preview.
Meditate.
put it up.
Meditate.
Okay, so I have heard nothing but good things about it.
It's the best. I mean, I feel like you definitely won't regret watching it. You'll probably be like, "Oh my god, why did it take me so long to finally?"
Well, I'm
Yeah.
not so sure that it will beat Keeping Faith for me. I really like that show a lot.
The best thing though is that it really I think they all have good endings. Like they're one season shows with good
The
endings.
Equalizer.
You're not gonna wait around to see what happens and be disappointed. Like
Okay,
you get a good story,
things come to a good conclusion.
top to bottom, start
Okay.
to close. It's a good story every season.
Sin, did
Arturelia-
you see the recommendation I put in the Discord?
Oh, hold on, let me check.
No.
Because I'm on a totally different tab. The Equalizer, Arturo, you need to watch that.
Is that with Denzel Washington?
It
Are you
is.
talking about the? Are you talking? Is
Blue lights?
that last? Wait, what?
Blue lights.
I just
in
see this link.
General, I think. No, in the Discord.
Oh, you said Discord.
Oh, I don't have.
I
this
didn't
one.
even notice you said Discord. Sorry. Hold on, let me go look at it.
Man, I don't need to watch Men or Fargo, or Cowboy.
Okay, hold on. Darn.
I got too much to watch.
Oh, it's
That's what I was
Oh,
asking. Why you had a VPN, or if you had a VPN.
Okay. I wonder if the one that I have will work. Maybe. I use Hide Me.
If not, you can
Hide
use
that.
that other thing.
Okay. Okay.
Oh,
I saw
the
the
Monuments Men. Yeah, I
know.
saw that.
I don't know if it was that good. I don't know if it was bad.
It was okay.
George Clooney and John
It
Goodman.
was all right.
It was
It's all
meh.
right.
That one felt rather meh to me.
Fury
Yeah.
was better.
Man.
Fury
I
was
like the
excellent.
cast, but it wasn't super exciting.
Fury Blue Lights. All right. Yeah, I do like British TV. So it's not on Acorn TV or anything. You think? I'll check. It's probably not.
As I said, it's just out. So
Okay.
Maybe it hasn't been syndicated yet or whatever.
Maybe not. I'll look into it. I'll see what I can find.
I'm probably gonna watch Men tonight. I'm a little worried it's gonna be too creepy for.
I
Alex
have-
Garland is right on
Nope.
the line for too creepy for me. Like he's never gone too far, but he's gone right up to the edge. And I'm like, it's kind of a good thing because it makes me scared. I like that scared feeling, but I don't like when shit gets too like freaky, too gruesome or sadistic or anything.
What are you talking about? They're family-friendly movies. You can
Hunger-
have your
Have you seen
mom sit
Bad
there.
Words?
What's that?
It's a movie called Bad Words.
Oh, that's
Oh.
It's
also
listed
family.
this is 2013, but it came out in the States in 2014.
Jason, is that the one with
I've never
Jason
heard-
Bateman?
It is, yeah. A
It's-
spelling bee
yeah.
loser sets out to exact
Yes.
revenge by finding a loophole and attempting to win as an adult.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dumb comedy.
I would say 2013 was a pretty decent year for movies.
It was okay. I don't feel
Mm-hmm.
super
I think it had a good one.
super strong about it. Okay, so I've got a list. I've got a list together. And
And we
say-
should probably start to
since-
wrap it up because
yeah,
it's close
since Fargo's
to.
on Hulu. Is it? I haven't even. Oh yeah. Well, we're about 10 minutes away.
Fargo's on Hulu. Top of the list.
I put it. It's the top. It's the top one
Zombie
on my. It's the top one on my list.
horror
Hold
film
on.
involving zombie beavers.
Oh, do you responded to that already?
I did, yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't notice. It was okay.
It was an average.
Sashi 20. Yeah.
Yes,
I'm in like
tomorrow.
I really liked Edge of Tomorrow.
And then there's something
Zombie
about
versus.
zombie
oh,
beavers.
I think I did.
I think I've heard. Who?
Zombie Beaver.
I think I've heard of that, and it sounds absolutely ridiculous. I shan't be watching it.
Sean.
Oh, Tim says what was? Oh, sorry. I'm just now noticing this text Tim sent to me. He came back and answered. Okay. I think
by 2015, that's when we start to see a bit of a decline
Oh.
for like certain movies.
Mhm.
The Drop. I think that's the one with Tom Hardy and Noomi Rapace. I think that was actually pretty decent. I'll write that one down. Okay. Sorry, Arturo.
I was just saying that 2015 is going to be that midpoint when you're going to see a dip with some stuff. I mean, I'm not saying the rest of the decade had bad movies, no, but that's when it started to sink, and then it just
There's
got
definitely
worse.
definitely some bright spots here and there, but I want you to see the movie that I just finished watching in 2016 and then the one in 2019. Two movies specifically in 2019 I want you to see.
Okay.
And the one in 2016 was the original, the first movie called The Invisible Guest. And then they remade it, and that was a Spanish movie, and then they remade it into an Indian movie in 2019.
Mm-hmm.
And also in 2019 is that movie with Helen Hunt that I recently saw called ICU. That's available on Netflix, and I loved how that movie went. I did not expect the places that it took me to. So, and I'm just curious to see if you can predict what's going on
What be? Oh yeah.
in ICU. Yeah. So, all right.
Well, this was fun.
The
Very
Hungover
interesting.
Games. Oh,
I got
not
a
the
bunch to
Hunger-
watch tonight. I'm gonna be up all night watching.
Yeah.
I got a new Family Guy.
Have you
I
seen
really-
Under the Skin?
I've-
That's is that
Scarlett Johansson? The
Yes,
weird sci-fi
yes.
movie?
I have seen that. That is a weird one. I did see that.
I might have
Yeah,
to
that was
watch
a good
Fargo, you guys.
Yeah.
Fargo, really. Just talking about Fargo, just thinking about it, it's like I got.
Would you guys agree that by 2017 things started to get even worse for stuff like for the films?
I mean, I don't know if
Yeah.
it's such a opinion. I don't know if you could say that.
I feel like 2018. I remember like not as much fond memories about like specific films that come out like that I can think of that year.
I have
It's
forgotten
the-
a lot of the films.
2019, I remember we were not doing so well at the theater just because there wasn't any big hitters. Just
Are you
none,
wait, 2019? Wasn't that Avengers?
Yes, Avengers Endgame.
well, yeah, but after that, it was like there was not really any big hitters. Now, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, I love, but then as the year went on, it just nothing that big.
What were you getting ready to say, Simon?
Forget. Oh, so the way Starbucks got so big was that they would move in to a city and open shops everywhere, and just take the business from every single little independent coffee shop, and they would open businesses in places even if it would lose money, just to strangle those other little businesses out. And then once those businesses closed, they would close up shop and leave sort of a spread around the city. And that's what the Marvel Universe is doing.
Mm-hmm.
That's why the movies kind of
Hit and miss,
degraded
yeah.
from then, because all the money is being sucked up by Marvel.
They've
Yeah,
And
definitely
yeah,
Like
Song
I-
of the Sea
like
is very
it.
good.
Song of the Sea is about
Yeah, it's an Irish animation from Cartoon Saloon.
Song of the
That's
Sea.
why that's why I think Guardians of the Galaxy is going to be the last Marvel movie I see for a while. I don't really have a lot of faith in
shoot.
Blade, just because
I haven't yet. Sorry.
Just because they're making Blade
I've been
PG-13
wanting
for
to.
one thing. That's kind of like you can't. I can't see Blade being a PG-13 movie.
Yep, that's foolish. Did you see they got a different They got another writer coming in to finish it up or
Yeah.
something.
Oh, I should say something on Fargo. If you forget the movie, that's the only thing. It's kind of like a joke that the movie opens with the words, "This is a true story. The events took place."
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I've heard about that.
Because that's what the show does. Because I just started the show. I'm like, oh yeah, if you didn't know that, you might be like, wait, what? Colin didn't mention. Like, no, it's all fake. That's
Yeah,
just
yeah,
the show.
yeah. Yeah, I know. It was the movie was very, very loosely based on something, but it's
Right.
Yeah.
But this is totally fake.
yeah. Yeah, I was thinking about watching the Flashpoint Paradox before going to see the Flash movie. I don't know. I don't know if I'll be trying to draw too many comparisons between the two, so I'm not sure if I should.
Colin, I noticed when you sort of get hooked on something, you become obsessed with it. Be it an actor like Charlie Day or a TV show like Fargo or one of your victims.
You can't prove that.
Innocent until proven guilty,
Proven
Simon.
guilty. Yeah.
I think I have too many things I like to be obsessed with one thing.
No,
He's
Artur does the same thing.
Yeah, I
he
was gonna
fixates
say
on
Colin's
something.
like me. Like
Yeah.
I've been so obsessed with studying this case in Belgium for a while, but I'm also writing a story about it.
Case
that's
in,
kind of
in Belgium?
Yeah.
this
This happened in the 80s. And
from the
it's
80s.
a unsolved crime.
Interesting.
Basically, these people would just go and shoot
Just
up.
start
a bunch of
shooting up
places.
places. They'll steal stuff, and then there was one year they just didn't do anything, and then the next year they pretty much went on a killing spree.
Wow.
The crazy part is they got away, and ever since then we don't know what the heck.
And apparently in Belgium there is a statute of limitations on murder, which is just insane to me. That was funny, Joe. That was funny.
They didn't just kill adults; they killed kids.
I hope
too.
you watch Fargo, Joe. It is the best. And you take another shot.
How young was the youngest kid, Arturo?
Well, one was 14. He was just on his bike, and they just came up and shot him. And then they also shot hostages that they thought were going too slow, so they just shot them. And then they shot a guy and a girl that were
going too slow in traffic. You mean?
No, inside. Like one guy, they thought one guy that was getting down on his knees was going too slow, and they just shot him. One girl that she was getting money out of the cash register, thought that she was going too slow, and they just shot her. And then there was some kids, I think, in there that they also shot. They were just like going on a killing spree, and they still don't know what the motive was all about. Was it political? Was it terrorist? Was it something else? Theft? Still a mystery.
You mean they didn't catch him?
No, they haven't caught him.
They got away.
And the statute of limitations is almost up. For some
Yeah.
reason, they put
2
a
more
limit
years.
on how long they can go after somebody for murder.
I think it's going to be 40 years since the last killing spree in 2025.
Anytime there's a weird law like that, I'm pretty sure that it's because someone in power needed to get off and so they got the government to make a law.
That's
for-
possible.
Well, some
Who the
people
heck
thought
knows?
that maybe it was a
Have you ever
corrupted-
considered a career in politics, Colin?
No, I've just read enough
Except
about
yeah.
stuff. The older I get, the more I see how the world
Well,
really works. It's just
Some people think it was like the corruption inside the police force because the way that these terrorists were acting, but there were points where they would sit around like whatever they did outside the supermarket, they would wait for the cops, and then once the cops came, they just started shooting at them and then run away. It's like
Yeah, it's a
they
weird
weren't
story.
even trying. This is all true.
This was a tangent, and this time is just about up. So
Oh,
it
I
is.
think we should.
There is a movie about
Huge
it.
unpopular opinion: Deepwater Horizon.
I like
Okay,
that. What Marky Mark on the shit?
I don't. I'll put that on the list.
Well,
Well, that's
this was a
2016,
fun podcast.
It's
Yeah.
been fun.
Yeah,
It's-
sorry,
it's
we've gone on
funny
Fargo
moments,
tangent.
especially about the soda. Especially about the
Fargo's on
soda.
Hulu all
Going
seasons.
downhill with the soda.
Okay, yes, Fargo. Take another drink, Joe.
Fargo, let's go.
And Sash, I remember the
Fargo.
Equalizer 2 with Edward Woodward.
What?
With what?
I remember the Equalizer TV show, the original one with Edward Woodward.
Oh no.
Edward
And
Woodward.
I got to end the broadcast.
Edward Woodward.
Adios, everybody.
Edward
Bye. Okay, ending the broadcast.
Bye.
See you guys.
Adios. Bye.